All right, boys. Lock in.
It's our core foundation, man. Grit.
I'm fired up. I'm fired the up, boys.
It's pumping right now. It's got my juice pumping, boys.
Out of the 2026 NFL Draft, we are at Dog and Pony Show Brewing. It's Crunch Time Sports. Jeff Iafrate. We got Booner. We got Caleb Czarnik. We got Flannel Sam. We got Gentry. Lukas Klotz. The boys are here, and we're ready. Today's the day. It's Christmas, fellas. It's the day Brad Holmes selects in the first round, and none of us know what the hell is going to happen. How are we feeling today?
I feel good. Living life. Listen, there's nothing better. I'll tell you this. Outside of actual Lions games, there is nothing better than the NFL Draft. Nothing. Outside of the regular season, this is like one of the best things in the world. You wake up, feels like Christmas Day. We literally have been preparing for this moment for the last 3 months. We've done that combine. We've literally watched a billion hours of film, I'm sure. We've done a billion mock drafts. Everything leads up to this. I'll tell you what, boys, I don't know where you guys are at with this. I have zero clue what the Detroit Lions are going to do. I think Brad Holmes has done his best job yet of creating smoke screens, of creating just a situation to where everyone's like, what is happening? Think about how many reports in the last 48 hours have come out about the Detroit Lions. First, it starts off with they're going to trade up for a tackle. Then it starts off with, and then it goes to teams are going to trade up in front of the Lions because they know they're going to take a tackle. And then guess what happens this morning? You wake up, and then there's a third rumor that the Lions are looking to trade up, and they're being aggressive and calling around, and Brad's trying to figure out what he wants to do. So the smoke screen, it's smoke screen season.
Yep.
And I don't know if there's a person in this world, unless you're sitting in Allen Park right now, and not even in Allen Park, because I know our guy, the Doc, and all of our friends that do the beat are there right now. I'm talking about unless you're in that war room right now, you have no clue what the Detroit Lions are even going through right now. Not one person in this world could tell me and be like, yeah, I know they're going to do this.
Yeah, but that's what makes the draft so awesome. I don't care if you're drafting at number 1 or number 32. There's going to be a nervous energy for every single fan, every single NFL fan in the country right now. You said it, Boone. We don't know what Brad Holmes is going to do. A lot of rumors he's going to trade up. I'm curious what he does there. He's traded in about 50% of the first rounds that he's drafted in. But with the NFL draft, like, the reason what makes it so awesome is one draft can change the foundation of an entire organization. Look at some of the past Brad Holmes Detroit Lions drafts. So I'm excited. Obviously, there's some nervous energy. Well, let's get into it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm fired up, man. There's so many different scenarios that could happen today, and that's what makes the draft so good. Brad is one of the most unpredictable people. I use the comparison. It's like trying to solve a cold case in the first round. You never figure it out until the pick's announced. Like last year, we were talking about before the stream. Like last year, we're talking about an edge, and we get Tyleik Williams. I don't think there was a single person, maybe out there was, but at least no one I heard of that told Lions fans, hey, expect a defensive tackle in the first round. And part of me, I have that feeling kind of lingering where it's like this is going to be something none of us expect. But then there's the hopeful, the optimistic side of me where I'm like tackle, edge, like that. We run this back every year. I feel like I keep getting hurt. I keep getting hurt every single year. But guess what? I'm running it back. If I get hurt again, it is what it is. You got to keep having faith. So if it's a tight end, you're going to see me crash out live. But if you see an offensive tackle or defensive end, it's going to be a really good day. I think the most interesting thing, and I saw the report before, Ruben Bain is someone to watch for a trade-up. And I saw that being reported.
What did I'm not going to say I told you so yet.
We talked about this morning. Booner's full first-round mock we showed on this morning show. We did a show this morning. You had the Lions trading up to 9 to take
go get
Ruben Bain.
Listen, I think Ruben Bain's going to be a top 10 guy. If the Lions, again, I've said this now the last couple shows we've did. If you're going to use assets to trade up in this draft, there to me is only 7 to 10 guys in this draft class that are worth using assets to trade up. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all that. And if you're not going to trade up, listen, guess what? Don't just sit at 17 because there's only 15 first round graded players. Move back.
Right.
Go get into 25 and go get a guy that's graded second round anyways that you're going to get at 17. But if you're going to trade up, it has to be it better be for like a Caleb Downs if he's fallen, a Ruben Bain, like a player like that. If they're starting to fall and you're like, wait a second, we can get that. But if you trade up for a Caden Proctor, will I be a little more disappointed? Like, I'm not going to be mad at the player, But I will be mad at, hey, there's a chance you could have got him at 17 or even traded up to 14, 13 and got that same player and not having to give up this many assets. So that honestly, the story of tonight to me is just like, yeah, obviously I want to know what players the Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions get, but I also want, like, the thing I'm going to keep a really close eye on is the assets. I want to make sure that these guys don't lose. Like, you're not giving away every asset in the world.
How do you feel about Caden Proctor, Caleb? The thought of him.
I feel like I'm talking myself out of Caleb Proctor. Look, he's a specimen.
Yeah.
6'7", 330 pounds, athletic. Alabama gave him the football on goal line situations.
The video of him as a receiver catching the ball.
The aura. He got a carry at the goal line.
However, I think there are more polished, ready-to-go tackles in this draft that I would be more comfortable week one playing beside Penei Sewell, whether that's a Freeling. And I'll say this. I think the happiest I would be is a trade back spot. Let's say there's not a tackle run from 10 to 14 like a lot of people anticipate. Let's say that tackle run doesn't happen there, and Brad Holmes feels like he has the opportunity to trade back into the 20s, maybe early 20s, get some assets for day 2 and day 3 picks, and take a guy like a Blake Miller. Take a guy, maybe Monroe Freeling if he falls there. But that's where I would be happiest if they're in a trade back spot. But like you said, if they're trading up for a guy like Caden Proctor, who I feel like could be there at 17 for us, and he trades up for him, I don't think I'm the happiest.
Again,
but it's a tackle.
We might not know at the end of the day, like, if they are going to be available. It's like the situation last year with Tyleek. You know, we're all like, why did they go Tyleek at where they did, 27, 28? And then the report comes out after. What do you guys remember the report? The Buffalo Bills were going to take Tyleek Williams if the Lions didn't when they did. So you don't know, and we might not know the insights until later down the line. The thing that interests me a lot is there are these reports of, hey, there's going to be a run on tackles from 12 to 15 or 12 to 16 right before the Lions. So if the Lions do really like a tackle in this draft, what's the one need that we keep, the number one need in this draft that we say, like, Brad, if you are going to go need, what position do you get? You guys remember? It's offensive freaking tackle, dude. And if you're going to trade for an offensive, or if you're going to draft an offensive tackle and you don't think any of those guys are going to be there at 17 and that run does happen, I can see why Brad goes, okay, I'll trade up to 13 to get my guy. If he has a guy. Do you guys see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if it is Caden Proctor and you trade up, yeah, you'll be like, oh, man, you shouldn't have. But the excuse of, hey, you might have been there at 17, I can't use that because the rumor right now is, and the report is, there is going to be a big run on offensive tackles right before the Detroit Lions. So if they fall in love with a guy, you can't hate them for going up and getting them.
By the way, they just showed the crowd in Pittsburgh. This place is booming.
You think it's bigger than Detroit?
There's a lot of, I don't know. I don't think so. But I'll say this, though. There's a lot of Honolulu blue. There's blue for Cowboys, Colts, but there's a lot of Honolulu blue there. Probably guys that made the people that men and women that made the trip to go watch the draft. I'll say this about the tackle defensive end argument thing. I think tackle is obviously it's a big need. Okay, tackle, and I think defensive end's right there. And the reason why defensive end is arguably, I would say, just as important is the one thing we keep talking about. To win a championship, you just saw what the Seahawks were able to do with an offensive line that was good, but a defense that was great. And that's why defensive end, not that you're prioritizing just because you need a good defense, you take a defensive end over a tackle. You take the best player. But in this spot, the Lions are in this interesting spot at 17 where there are some defensive ends that could maybe have Brad Holmes fall in love with, that can get Brad Holmes to fall in love with them. Keldrick Falk, I'm not saying that's the greatest pick. I'm just saying these are names. Keldrick Falk, Akeem Mesidor. Maybe you trade up for a Reuben Bain. Maybe you trade back and take, I don't know, the guy that's apparently now mocked in the first round that the Lions just met with this week, Malachi Lawrence. Okay, yeah, I said it. The Lions met with him in a Zoom call, UCF defensive end. If you move back, you could take a guy like Malachi Lawrence.
Lions hat, by the way. But yeah, listen, would you be shocked if Malachi Lawrence goes at 17? No, because I saw a mock draft the other day of Malachi Lawrence going at 22 overall.
Well, what if you're in a position like this, like Tyleek last year? Remember Tyleek? You took him at the pick you took him at. The Bills were a couple picks behind him. People were like, well, they could have waited. The Bills are going to take him. What if you're at 17 and he's going to go at 22? You got to just take the guy if you want him, you know? Yeah. And it's at least it'll be the first time, if they take a defensive end tonight, the first time since Aiden Hutchinson that the Lions have taken a defensive end in the first round, let alone the first, 2 rounds. Because Josh Paschal, if you want to count him as an edge, but it's been a while since they've taken an edge in the first 2 rounds. And if they do that tonight, it'll be technically by the historic based on Brad Holmes' tenure.
I'm absolutely thrilled. We're 19 minutes out from the draft now till Fernando Mendoza gets on, or sorry, the Raiders get on the clock.
It's Fernando Mendoza.
I told Jeff when we got here a little bit, we were talking, and the one thing I told Jeff, I said, what would happen if the Raiders said, we like 2027 quarterbacks better, and they trade out of the first round, and like a team trades up, it takes Fernando.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was a couple weeks ago. I was on the show. We were talking. Nick, Jeff's boy. I'm a fan of him too. But Nick Wright was saying that the Raiders should look at the possibility of trading that pick.
I don't support all the things he says. That is one of them. I do not support that.
But I think he was just trying to make draft conversation. But yeah, it's 100% Fernando Mendoza. And then after that, it's like we have after the number one pick. It's a crapshoot. So I'm excited. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're drafting number 1, number 10, or number 32, whatever. Doesn't matter. Every single NFL fan has a nervous energy tonight.
There's that's
why the NFL draft
potential
is so
future.
great.
He looks like a future Lion. He looks like a lion.
Francis Maui Noah, dude, he's just a massive human being. They're showing him right now on the screen. Those are all the guys that are projected to go in the top 10.
Did you see who was first there?
David Bailey.
Yeah, he's going to be the second overall pick. And by the way, he's like plus 100 right now to go to number 2.
Is he really?
Yeah, the odds change.
I don't understand how Vegas knows stuff like that. I don't know. I don't understand how Vegas it's the money. It's where the money's going. So people think Arvell Reese is going to the Jets. But they didn't meet with David Bailey, but it's not because they weren't interested in David Bailey. They canceled his visit. It's because they've already met with him plenty of times before. So I don't think that's the case.
I think you said it's plus 100.
Plus 200.
I personally think it's Arvell Reese. I think that's the pick at 2.
There's Ruben Bain. That's Lucas's guy.
Mansour Delane.
We were talking about draft. These draft fits look a lot different than what you wanted me to be in, Jeff.
Yeah, I suggested assless chaps.
You did.
I will say these guys look clean. They got some good fashion designers. Look at these. Caleb Downs is ready. Keldrick Falk's out there. Guy looks like a pro.
I'll say this too, boys. Speaking of Caleb Downs, there were some reports today, and I think we put it out on our socials. Like if Caleb Downs starts slipping close to that 10 range. If I'm Brad, man, we're not knowing really the status of Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch not coming back until, around Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever the timeline is for that torn Achilles, man. If Caleb Downs starts sliding to that 10 range, I think Brad Holmes can make that call and pick up a defensive playmaker like Caleb Downs.
Yeah, they got to move up, and there's teams that want to move back. I saw the Saints are trying to move up. There's other teams trying to move up. The Cardinals want to move back, I guess is reported. It's what's being reported, so.
I think this honestly, and I know people are probably tired of hearing this, and I'm sure people hear this every single year with drafts. This year's draft is going to be the most fun, I think, when it comes to as a viewer, like for us and you guys at home watching. I think it's going to be one of the more fun drafts, and I think it's going to be one of the most chaotic drafts. Klotz is over here. Klotz has a bro tank on. Can we get this guy a shirt? Can we get him a Dog and Pony shirt?
Klotz pulled up in a wife beater.
What? He spilled, and you know what?
The Starbucks excuse.
Yeah,
we've all heard it.
He's got a beater.
We got to get him like a Dog and Pony shirt or something.
This guy's might need to give him your jacket.
Yeah, I might have. I got clothes in my car. I can go get him a shirt.
This guy can't wear a beater. You know what that is though? That's a 419 move.
Hey, it really is. Klotz, hey, I got some stuff in my car if you need it. I've got crunch time stuff.
We'll hook Klotz up.
Klotz in a beater. You got to be a beater, man.
It's on brand though.
Hey, I'm interested. By the way, Dylan Thieneman is going to be an interesting pick.
He's a Minnesota Viking.
No, I've seen mock drafts of him going as high as like 12 or 13. So he's going to be an interesting one here. I actually just put a bet on Jordan Tyson to go 5th overall to the Giants. I think they really like Jordan Tyson.
Would not be shocked. Jordan, the wide receiver conversation is interesting because it was Carnell Tate for a while, and I think Jordan Tyson worked out, and teams were impressed with him. So,
did you end up finding another bet for us to put on?
No, and you see, we'll say this real quick.
The one that you're going to do, please don't do that. Let's find another one.
Can I tell him the first one I made?
Yes.
Oh, no, it's not. No, you could do it then.
He said he thinks Spencer Fano goes outside the top 10.
I do.
And every mock draft we looked at, he's going in the top 10.
His line is over 10.5, I think,
The
or maybe
under.
9.5. I think I'm taking the over on that. But the bet we did agree on and did place.
We put
Sonny Styles to go into the top 5.
Sonny Styles plus 100. Sonny Styles top 5.
It could be a team trading up. It could be the Cardinals that take him. But if the Cardinals trade out of that spot, a team comes up to get a defensive playmaker in Sonny Styles. The Titans could take him. The Giants. I mean, I like.
I
that
think the
bet for
Titans.
us.
I actually have a bet for him going number 4 to the Titans. So that would be a double winner for me. I do think he goes number 4. If people have any ideas in the chat, any spots where players would go, Caleb, I would like you to start looking for another one before the draft starts here in 10 minutes. And we will do it. We'll put it on and we'll make sure that we do the number that we said. Remember the number? Half of the first one we did?
I did half of the first one.
I did the first whole
I
first
told
one.
you I was doing half.
We had free, by the way, Caleb and I had free bets. We had $300 in free bets tonight. I told Caleb, we have free bets. We can't withdraw the money. We have to place it to win it to get the money back. How much do you think we put out? I said, let's just put 100.
No, don't say the number. Don't say the number.
We,
I mean,
we
you
have
said the
300.
number.
We have $300 free to spend, and we can't withdraw it.
In a draft that's so unpredictable too.
Yeah, we put 100 on who was it?
What?
Sonny Styles, top 5, 100 plus 100. It's an easy 100 back in my pocket, and then when you win it, you can withdraw the money. Caleb told me
I'm responsible.
Caleb told me we're going to do that number, and then he did a different number.
But
David Bailey, number 2.
Booner, to that point when you're saying that you were talking about how this is one of the more fun drafts that we get to watch. That is crazy. That is the case because it's not a quarterback heavy draft, and normally those are the more fun ones. But it's a crapshoot after one.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who's going 2. Even though I think it's Arvell Reese, I think odds lean to
I was
Arvell
actually
Reese.
going to mention that. There's only like 2 guys. I mean, like
It's not like the
one
second
guy.
pick is-
Yeah, it's
one
really just
guy.
Fernando Mendoza, the only guy you know where he's going to go.
And I'll say this, one pick inside the top 10 that I'm really interested in seeing, and I think a lot of people are, is the situation with the Cardinals pick at 3. If they want to trade out of that, if they didn't absolutely fall in love, which I don't know why they wouldn't, Jeremiah Love, or if they don't think running back's the play there, I'm curious to see if a running back needy team trades up to that position. I guess just Jeremiah Love in general. I'm curious to see what team he goes to because he's going early. There's no way he leaves that top, we'll call it 7 range. I don't think he gets past the Commanders, but I'm excited to see where he goes.
Pittsburgh. You ever been to Pittsburgh?
I never have.
I have family there, but I've never been.
Yeah, I've never been to Pittsburgh either. But this place is booming. I mean, they're doing. This place looks packed. I mean, that angle right there. I don't think it's as much as Detroit. I have to get the numbers. Detroit was insane.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
We were at Bookies in 2024 for that, and everyone who showed out for that, shout out to you. That place was electric.
Oh, it was so fun,
But
dude.
this place, I mean, there's got to be hundreds of thousands of people in Pittsburgh right now. But yeah, we'll see. Hey, a team to watch tonight that we're going to have our eyes on: the Dallas Cowboys to be active today. Try and trade up and get a guy they love. One thing about Jerry Jones is, he's going to take his guy and he's going to give up whatever he needs to get him. And you know what? I think 2 guys, maybe 3 guys are like Jerry Jones type of guys, in my opinion. And 2 of them play for Ohio State.
Is Sonny Styles one
Sonny
of those
Styles,
guys?
Caleb Downs, or Jeremiah Love. I think those are the 3 guys the Cowboys would go up and get.
This is actually a conversation I had with my friend earlier today. I think it's people always say that's such a Jerry Jones pick. That's such a Jerry Jones pick. They're a good drafting team, and he's a responsible drafter as well.
You know what Jerry Jones' pick is? Big name. They want big names.
But they've gone interior. I feel like the past. Like, it always feels like Jerry Jones, let's get the player that's going to sell the most tickets. Let's go get Jeremiah. That's what it seems like, but it's not really the case.
I do think there's a role with Jerry Jones, though, today. They have 2 first-round picks, and they have 2 next year. They have 4 first-round picks the next 2 years. If they really love a player in today's draft.
I think they gave – did they give up one to get Rashawn Gary or no?
No, it was like
a
second, I believe, or
Or
third.
4th, actually.
Yeah,
no.
it was like a later – it was
Quinn
a
and
later
Williams?
One. They maybe
they gave up one of those. I thought maybe I got it
you
wrong.
could be right. No, you could actually be
Maybe
right
next
with that.
year they
Maybe
got
someone in the chat if you guys are there. But at the end of the day, though, they have a lot of first-round picks. And if Jerry Jones falls in love with someone in this draft, do you know what he can do? He can look at a team that has maybe two, like the Jets, and say, hey, let's swap our second first and swap our first. Like, just swap. You know what I mean? Or even the Cardinals. Hey, come back to 12, give us 34, and you can have our second at 20 as well, or 22, whatever it is. And you could take that as well. And they get, the second pick in the second round. So, like, I think Jerry Jones can be aggressive today if they love a player. Like, if they love a David Bailey, why not try and be aggressive to go get him if the Jets don't take him?
Yeah,
if they love Arvell Reese, why not? If they feel like they could use a running back and they'll put that team over the top, just go get Jeremiah Love. If you want Sonny Styles to kind of be the cornerstone of your defense the next 10 years, go do it. Because it's like they're not losing out on anything.
Dallas just needs defense. That's why, I would argue, to be honest, they could use a Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles over a Jeremiah Love right now.
I agree.
I think their run game wasn't a terrible problem.
But I wouldn't be shocked.
They just gave Javonte Williams a 3-year. I'm not saying he's the bell cow of the future, but I mean, they just gave him an extension.
He's fine. He had 1,000 yards. Like, their run game wasn't a terrible issue. It's their defense, dude.
Now, let me ask you guys this.
Their defense is so bad.
This is a kind of a conversation we had before the show with George Pickens just signing that franchise tag. Is there a
That's actually a good point.
I was just bringing that up.
Is there a situation where he maybe gets traded? Is there another player? AJ Brown, doesn't AJ Brown get traded today? Is there going to be a big move in round one? A player trade.
I do think the fact, because they announced the other day that George Pickens has said he's not going to play on the franchise tag. Said he wasn't going to sign it. They announced yesterday he's going to be on a franchise tag right before the draft, hours before the draft. It's literally an hour ago. It gets reported he's signing the franchise tag. You know what that tells me? It tips their hand a little bit. They're trading George Pickens tonight or this weekend, and they're probably there's a really high chance.
You know what's the team that makes a lot of sense for him? The Commanders.
Yeah,
but it's in division. That's the only issue.
But what does the George Pickens go for? Because is he worth? I think a late first.
You can get a first.
I don't know, but if it's Commanders, you're not getting.
No, I don't think they would trade him in division, but the Commanders would.
But
that'd be a great place
move around in this first round and move. I don't know if you want to move up, if you want to add another first. I don't know what they want to do, but I think they can use that because if they trade George Pickens, the fact they did that, guess what they're probably doing at either 10 and 20.
Yeah,
they're probably going wide receiver.
And Shifcott said Baltimore. I don't think Baltimore could afford to pay him though.
They can give up number 14.
Yeah.
They could pay. They could probably pay George Pickens.
They just paid Trey.
I don't think they paid Trey Flowers. They just let Linderbaum walk, and they didn't pay him, so they have some more money.
Yeah,
I think they could.
I'd be curious to see. I mean, it makes sense. Baltimore makes sense. I don't think Miami. I think Miami's going younger. I think it might be an AFC team. I was just trying to think of a team that would do it. But, yeah, I think he gets traded today. I do.
Yeah, if not today, it's going to be at some point this weekend. And then the only reason I say that is literally just because when you really look at it.
Maybe like the Titans.
Why would he sign his franchise tag an hour before the draft?
Denver?
They just got Waddle for a first.
Maybe the Titans.
This?
Are you guys ready for
Tennessee?
This? Another NFL team.
I'll go. I'll go Titans. Unless I think they got some dough too. Maybe a little bit.
Did you figure out another bet?
Okay. You know what?
We got 5 minutes.
Okay. You know what?
I'm gonna whatever it is. I'm gonna trust it. Just not the Spencer for no top 10.
Okay. Chad, let me know what you think about that. Spencer for no outside of the top 10. Let me know what you think about that. I'm not going to place it, but I'm curious to see what the chat thinks.
Spencer Fano. I mean, he's a wild card. He could go to the Browns. He can go to the Chiefs, or he could fall to the Lions. I mean, he's like I think he's my number one offensive tackle. I think he's the best offensive tackle in the class. I love Spencer Fano. I just don't know where he's going to go. If the Lions can land him, I would be ecstatic today. He's going to be a really, really good player. But he's a tough one to kind of predict where he's going to go, to be honest with you. I have no idea.
Shout out Kyle, man. Dog Pony Show.
Kyle's here. This place is filling up. If you're in the Oak Park area, come out to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. You still got time, man. You got 5 minutes, but you can still make it before the Lions pick. So come over here and hang out. I got the Transfusion Seltzer.
Looks phenomenal. I'm going to have to give him one of those.
True, is it good?
Yeah, I think
it's just my OCD.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You know what player just popped in my head, and I'm curious to see what his over-under is?
Obviously, it didn't pop in your head.
Okay, no, it popped in my head, but I'm thinking how I want to phrase this question.
Just say the player, and I'll guess the number.
Okay, Caleb Lomu.
Mm-hmm. Probably like 25 and a half.
Okay, what if I told you if we bet him to fall out of the first round?
I have him in a first-round bet.
Not happening.
Oh, you do?
I have it. By the way, I have a first-round bet.
He's going in the first round.
I'll name you the players right now.
I don't get the Caleb Lomu disrespect, man. I don't get it from you, Caleb.
I think he might end up going like 30, 31.
It's not necessarily disrespect.
So do you want my bets that I put in yesterday?
No, it's disrespect.
Booner bets. Well, the Booner bets version real quick before the draft starts. Are you ready for this, boys? People lock in for this. Let me know. Give me positive, negative feedback. First bet, Caleb, it's plus 125. Over 7.5 defensive linemen or edges drafted tonight. Kalen Rutledge, guard, plus 600 to go in the first round. Spencer Fano, plus 290 to go at pick 6. So I already have a bet. Can't bet Spencer Fano. Sonny Styles to go to the Titans at number 4, plus 145. Mansour Delane, under 9.5, plus 104. 6-leg parlay for these players to go in the first round tonight. Plus 332. What, are you laughing at my bets?
I just saw it as a 7-leg parlay.
It's a six leg, not 7. A 6-leg parlay for all these players to get drafted tonight. Maxi Anchior out of Arizona State tackle. Akeem Mesidor to be drafted in the first round. Denzel Boston, Keldrick Falk, Caleb Lomu in the first round. And the final one, Malachi Lawrence. That's plus 332.
There you go.
And then I also, a couple days ago, I sent the boys on Monday a bet. It was Caleb Downs to go in the top 10.
I actually love that one.
And Caleb Banks to be a first-round pick is plus 820.
Surprised it's looked at like a flyer, though. Like, that one looks like a flyer, but it doesn't feel like a flyer.
And Jeff, I did that. I'm going to show you something.
I just did another one. You can't even get into it anymore.
How we feeling, chat? Drop your predictions now. Drop them in the chat. Who's going 17? Or who are the Lions getting? Booner's showing me he's got a straight bet for Caleb Banks to go in the first round.
See that?
Yeah, I think Caleb Banks goes in the first round. Everybody drop their picks. It doesn't have to be at 17, but first round picks. Who do you think the Lions get tonight?
If Caleb Banks played football this year, he would have been a top 10 pick. I mean,
measurable, dude. He's got the measurables.
He's an athletic freak, rushes the passer. He would have been a very high pick this year. Just didn't play. He might have played 2 games, 3 games, something like that.
I gotta show this off.
Someone said Ty Simpson at 17. Someone remove him from the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ty Simpson, I think, goes tonight.
No, I'm kidding.
I think he does go tonight. I almost did a parlay of all the guys that are in the green room because I was like, I don't know if they're going to invite anyone after some of the situations in the past if they're not like for sure. Like there must have been a team that told Ty Simpson, no matter what, we're taking you in the first round.
He's there?
Yes.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what we were talking about before the draft. Like, if a team wants Ty Simpson, looking at how the second round starts with the Jets having 33 and them being a QB-needy team, even though Aaron Glenn said that Geno Smith is going to take him to the promised land. I think a team, if a team wants Ty Simpson, they're going to have to trade up for him, whether that's at, trading up with the Seahawks at 32, getting into the, 30, 31. But I think Ty Simpson, if a team really wants him, they're going to have to trade up for him tonight because I think there's a really good chance he goes 33.
Hey, someone just said, Nebner says Brad Holmes loves Bama. Someone's going to sit behind Goff for the Ty Simpson pick. Okay. Yeah. We can't be talking about Ty Simpson in this chat. We can't be talking about Ty Simpson. By the way, Klotz just walked by in the beater. Can you guys please?
They might kick him out of here.
Everybody share your thoughts on what Klotz just walked by me looking like.
I should give him my keys so he can go get something on my car.
Chat, can we please comment on what the guy just walked by wearing? I mean, that's got to be that's an insane offense what he just committed there.
I think it's cool. To be honest,
if you think about it, it is kind of a statement.
It is, dude.
Like you gotta be looking at him like this guy owns a place.
And it might be a little bit of jealousy because as a fat guy, you can't go around wearing a white beater.
Tony Soprano wore a beater.
Yeah, but that's different. Like I don't have 1 million gold chains, and I'm not in the mob. I'm not the mob leader.
That's fair.
But it might be a little bit of jealousy.
Blitzing Lion says, I thought it was a homeless person. Okay. We're not
when he walked in, I didn't know it was Klotz. I was like, who's walking in like this? Can we get this guy out of this building right now? And then I looked over, it was Lukas Klotz.
This guy is just, he's a legend.
Nebner 911 says
8 o'clock, boys.
All right.
Here we go. First round.
Hey, the Las Vegas Raiders in a minute I'm fired up and be on the clock.
Can you run by what you explained to me earlier? So there's changes to the time. Changes to the time this year.
It used to be 10 minutes. I mean, it started off, I think it was like 15 minutes between picks in the first round at one point. It's down. It was 10 minutes last year. This year, there is now 8 minutes on the clock. So if you guys want to talk about 32 picks, Caleb, what's 32 times 2?
64.
That's 64 minutes just taken away from the NFL draft on day one, which is good. It's an hour less at least, minimum. And teams can pick, obviously, put picks in right away, and it can get announced quicker, whatever it is. But it's 8 minutes in between. So if you guys see us, we're going to be probably moving through this thing a little quicker than we have in the past, just because we're trying to keep up. Talking about the current pick, then moving on quick to the next pick to kind of keep this thing rolling here tonight.
And Fernando's got a whole ceremony with the Heisman Trophy at the crib, man. This guy is he's not at the draft, which I honestly respect that. He's with his family right now. And he's not going to have to wait very long. He's just not.
Stress-free day for him. And I will say this. I say every team has nervous energy. It's besides the Raiders. They know who they're getting.
Yeah, did you see they gave Fernando a playbook to study already?
Yeah, I don't know if they gave it to him. I think he probably knows.
He's studying the offense already, which is kind of, if you think about it, it's pretty smart. It's pretty smart if you think about it.
That has to be illegal.
I mean,
but you want to get a thing out of my car?
Oh, we got.
You gotta have.
Yeah, we might need to put a shirt, just a shirt on.
Can we get him in here?
Right here, down here.
Right down there.
Over here. You gotta come around.
The class. I mean, this guy.
Flex on him real quick, Klotz.
Yeah, go.
Flex.
Look at this guy.
Driver's side. Driver's side.
I mean, what are you doing here? If your kids are watching, you can pause it or fast forward it.
All right. NFL draft.
You can't bet on the number 5 pick, Gentry just said. Why is that? What's the 5 pick,
The Giants.
Giants. Ooh.
Something's going on.
Something's happening right now, huh?
And they're booing Roger Goodell.
I mean, I can't believe this guy. But they're booing Roger Goodell.
Dang it.
Did Mike Vrabel, by the way, have his press conference?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Can you?
Yeah.
Every time I open Twitter, I just see another photo from 4 years ago.
Hopefully my passwords. Oh, that's a good feeling.
Roger just said over 300,000 in attendance. That's got to be less than Detroit, right? Detroit had
look it up. Look at the first round for Detroit.
Oh, dude, they set an all-time record.
For the first round, or was that all-time?
Oh, first round.
Oh, no, they beat us. They beat us.
The Lions. They had, it says over 275,000, so.
We had 700,000 for the whole weekend.
They set the all-time record for the 3 days. But day one, they might have got us.
I look up, and Gentry just came in and said you no longer can bet on the 5th overall pick. I looked up New York Giants draft, and I'm not seeing much here. I think it's kind of just.
It's officially Brad Holmes game time, boys.
Do you see all the stuff about John Dorsey the last couple days?
No.
Apparently, John Dorsey back in the day when he was with the Browns used to call GMs and mess with them during the draft.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're talking about someone else.
There's videos of it.
And people are saying that all the stuff.
Is that the right one? Oh, yeah, that one's cool. Yeah.
And people are saying
I had a better one for you, bro. I had the OG.
Whoa! Yeah. Boone gave him a hoodie with a stain on it. What is that? You just gave Klotz a hoodie with a stain on it.
He grabbed the wrong hoodie.
What's a stain?
He grabbed him, bro.
Whoa!
Booner got a little nervous when he threw them. When I was like,
I genuinely have no clue.
He's like, I don't know.
No, because I was wearing that before I got here. I was wearing that this morning. He went to the wrong spot in the car. Didn't follow instructions.
What's happening in that spot of the car, dude?
Literally nothing. Literally nothing. I had an OG hoodie from him. Remember our OG one, the very first merch before we had a shop? It was the hood. With the, it was that. It was like the long sleeve of the hood.
So anyway, Arthur said Dorsey. So he said tell to Dorsey. So Dorsey used to call GMs and mess with them during the draft. And you see all the reports about Caden Proctor. The Lions want to move up. People are saying these things are fueled by John Dorsey, helping Brad mix up the
I don't know. That's not true.
Honestly,
no.
I don't
does
know.
that on draft night. He doesn't do that during the draft.
He's good at throwing people in different directions.
Said that? Who said that?
Because the Lions have never taken.
Who said that?
Like I think it was Nick Baumgarten, who's like pretty. He works for the Athletics.
I know. Nick. He does a good job. We saw him at the combine.
But they were saying how the Lions they've never taken someone that they've been linked to, like Caden Proctor. Like, it's never happened. Like, they've never been linked to a guy and taken him.
So they weren't linked to Aiden Hutchinson?
No, they were because he was going one. Are you should not have said that. He was literally projected to go one. Yes.
No, Aiden
but
Hutchinson.
I don't think anybody was
He
shocked
was
when
Aiden was projected to go
crazy.
one.
No.
By the way, the John Dorsey theory is dead.
Am I crazy?
Hold on. The John Dorsey theory is fully dead because John Dorsey does his prank calls when the draft starts.
It's not just the prank calls. He's known for messing with GMs before the draft.
No,
throwing guys off.
I've heard the John Dorsey story. It's
you just
during
wanted
the
to draft Proctor. I promise you won't
No,
happen.
I don't care. Like,
I promise you will not happen.
Hey, the Raiders are officially on the clock, boys. Clock started. Can we hold on a sec? Where's it at?
Nice.
Can you hear that? You got that? You can't hear it.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
It's a great sound, though.
I'll play it before everyone. By the way, the headset that I'm wearing tonight, guess who wore this headset? Take a guess.
Mr. Brad Holmes.
Mr. Brad Holmes.
He's gooning.
Wore this headset. I put it on because, hey, that's out of respect for our GM. Those are legends, by the way, in Pittsburgh. Like Hines Ward,
Hey,
Big Ben.
I remember that Arthur says, remember when the Lions reportedly loved Kayvon Thibodeau?
I don't know. I didn't know that. But my reports told me someone else.
I covered that. They loved Thibodeau.
My reports told me someone else.
We're sorry. Reportedly, they loved Thibodeau, and they took Hutchinson.
All right. I'm going to be on my phones a lot here, boys, just so we can, if there's trades.
Don't believe it.
I'm going to ask the chat. We have 200. Shout out to everyone, by the way, who's tuned in right now, 250 people. Make sure you hit the like on the stream. Shout out to Dog Pony Show. I want to ask everyone in the chat, just let's get this out of the way. And we'll do it, and I'll see who responds. Do you guys want us to announce the pick when I get it on my phone, or do we want to wait until we see it?
Let's wait until we see it.
Okay, because I was listening to the Peter Schrager hour this week, and he had the ESPN producer who does all the ESPN shows, and he produces the draft. And he said one thing that they used to do was people, like, they would announce the picks as, like, their insiders would get them. And he said it was, like, the worst ratings of all time. Like, people were getting mad. Like, why are you announcing it? Or they were tipping picks, too. They would show, like, players getting phone calls, and you were like, oh, well, you know that player's getting picked. And he was like, people were like, you're telling the picks before the pick gets announced.
Yeah.
It is
so
good
they
for us.
Which, by the way, someone just asked, but the picks will be displayed on the screen.
They said, wait. Yeah,
as they happen live, and then there'll be. Trust me, it won't just be this lower third the whole show. It'll be the actual pick that happens.
Jeff and I grinded this week. We have, if people are like, hey, these guys, we have highlights,
lower thirds.
We have the picks that are going to come on the screen.
Yeah,
and we're production A1 here tonight, just like last year. We make sure to try and do it right for the
This
people.
is like the all-in-one hub for NFL draft coverage.
This is like your alt cast for Detroit. You know, the Pat McAfee alt cast. By the way, that catch too was incredible.
You're going to see a lot of Omar Cooper Jr. highlights in this.
Dude, I love Omar. He's going to be good.
He's a stud, man. Raiders are on the clock. This shouldn't take long at all.
I really do think.
It's not burnt. By the way, like if you're the Raiders, just they tell them.
They tell them the first overall pick.
They always tell them
the first overall
you got to
pick
take a couple minutes.
They don't tell every team. It's just that first pick because they want it to be able to ratings and all of that.
I'm kind of happy.
Hey, I'm going to say this. We're not going to tell you guys the picks, but don't put them in the chat and tell us before we see it on the screen. I think that's fair.
Yes.
So if you guys don't post it, we won't say it early. But if you guys start saying it early, we got to start doing it early because we're trying to interact with the chat.
God, this is like if you like playing sports when you're younger, you're sitting there for the national anthem and that nervous energy comes. That's what I'm getting right now.
They put it in. Pick us in. Well, not officially, but they're definitely. Is Tom Brady in the room?
They know what's going to happen.
Where's Tom?
I don't think he might be on the side or something. What?
I
mean, he owns like 5% of the franchise.
I was trying to figure out which one was the head coach.
No one's even reacting in the Mendoza.
What's the head coach even look like?
He was on the left.
How did I not notice him?
They look like a presidential family.
Yeah, I don't like this. Get some energy going.
Yeah, come on.
This is insane.
Yeah, they do. Lukas just said they look like a cult.
Do you guys remember it was Quinn Ewers that he was at home and he had all the taxidermy in the background? Dude, this shit was crazy.
Yeah,
it was the most taxidermy I've ever seen in a room in my entire life.
Yeah. Shout out Jason, member for 20 months. He says, time to pick some studs. Let's go, Brad. Appreciate you, Jason. Thanks for being a Crunch member.
And chat, I see Line Forever. Shout out for tuning in. Don't troll us either, because we're also trying to work here too. Do not troll us and tell us the Lions made a pick or made a trade or anything like that.
I'm so fired up. Can we just fast forward to when the Lions pick here? I mean, if they trade up or not, can we just get to it? Hey, shout out Cold Cuts, Evie Chev. He's in the chat. He's got a big shout out $5. He said, "What up, gang? Is Booner chugging a beer for every Lions pick?"
Well, they only got one pick.
Well, in the draft, hell yeah.
For every pick, I think he meant. It was 32.
Oh, for every pick, yeah.
Imagine a 32
Dude,
beers.
you would pass away, I think, at the 32
How many
beers.
picks do you think you can get through?
Yeah, actually.
Do you think? Hold on.
12
Do you
maybe?
think you would be? Do you think you'd be blackout drunk before Spencer Fanu gets picked?
No. I'd be fine.
I think I can make it for Spencer Fanu.
Yeah, I would be fine. I think when we're talking about maybe like Dylan Thieneman, I'd really start getting into a spot where I'm like, okay,
Caleb Lomu, I'm dead.
Yeah. Ty Simpson, done. Where's he at? Which one is he? Who's the head coach?
He's sitting down.
That's him? Okay.
Yeah.
Have some more aura, dude.
Yeah,
you just got the best
quarterback.
You just got your future.
You have the number 1 overall pick. I don't know.
Clint Kubiak.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't have told.
stud.
He's a Super Bowl champ.
He's going to be really good.
The pick is in, boys.
Here we go. Excuse me.
Here we go. Announce the pick, man. We already know. Let's get this draft going. It starts after 1. Come on. We know this thing goes. Shout out Flannel, by the way. We got Flannel Sam here as well. Flannel's in the house.
Hey, what a
Is that you?
Dio's in the house.
No,
Shout out
no.
Dio from the chat. Here watching the draft at Dog and Pony.
Fernando Mendoza, boys.
Fernando Mendoza.
There he
Here
is.
we go. This guy. I'll say this about Fernando. Like, he's a number 1 overall pick. He checks all the boxes. I mean, he's got the size. He's got the accuracy. Because typically when you look at number 1 overall pick quarterbacks, you look at accuracy. Remember Anthony Richardson thing?
Yeah.
Wasn't accurate. Fernando's extremely accurate. Has elite ball placement, super intelligent. And coming out of high school, guy wasn't even no one knew who he was. And look at Indiana has a Heisman season, goes number 1 overall to the Raiders.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing with Fernando too, like he had his pro day, right? And the balls didn't look great. They were a little wild. There was like a little bit of pushback. But I think the biggest thing when you get a quarterback in the NFL, it's kind of like that the Mr. Irrelevant with Brock Purdy. And I heard someone talked about it today. I can't remember exactly who it was, but it was a former quarterback that brought up the point. And was like, hey, the one thing you do look for in a quarterback, yeah, you could throw the ball this, that. You have to have a guy, one that can read out defenses, that can kind of go through the game and understand the game at an extremely high level, and that can lead a franchise. And there's a lot of guys like the last couple of years that have not been able to do that have gone high. You've seen guys go top 5 that have just gone away. They just can't go at that level. Fernando Mendoza is elite at being able to read. He's elite at all the other things outside of just on field. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I think it's attractive for the Raiders. And the Raiders could have easily pushed off and said, let's get a quarterback in 2027. This guy's going to be a franchise quarterback for the next 10 years for them. Pro Bowler, I'm sure. He might not be an all-pro quarterback or an MVP
But they
quarterback.
just need stability.
They need a guy that's going to come in and win and take them to the playoffs. Fernando Mendoza will do that.
Yeah, it's not just what Fernando Mendoza does on the field for you. He's obviously a phenomenal player, Heisman Trophy winner, national champion. It's what you get in the locker room with Fernando Mendoza, too. It seemed like all of his Indiana teammates really liked him.
Yep.
Kurt Signetti really enjoyed coaching him, it seemed like. And he's going to bring a culture to the Raiders. And he's going into a spot that, you know, they obviously have the number 1 pick, so they're not a great team, but he has a lot of weapons to throw to. Brock Bowers, Ashton Gentry, who they drafted last year. So, I mean, the Raiders got their guy, their franchise quarterback. Good for them.
And I'll tell you what, man, like the Raiders right now need stability at quarterback. I think Fernando provides that for them. So way to go. I mean, yeah, you could talk about what's his ceiling, what's his guys. They got stability at quarterback, and you had the number 1 overall pick. You got to take your guy.
Look, if his ceiling is in a non-quarterback draft, if his ceiling is Kirk Cousins, I think they're pretty happy with that.
And they have Kirk on the roster
Yes, exactly.
to learn from him,
Yes.
as him as well. So I like it. He's already in the playbook. I like what the Raiders are doing. I think this Max Crosby stuff could be a blessing in disguise for them as well, to be honest. To have him back,
Yeah.
and they keep those they didn't get the picks, but they keep Max Crosby. I think it could work out for the better. They still signed some pretty good free agents. We'll see what the Raiders end up doing here.
Yeah. Now this is where the draft really starts. The New York Jets. Everybody
Yes.
knew it was happening
I'm
here.
going to
at
lock
1.
in. I'm going to go David Bailey here, just because I know the Arvell Reese stuff, and I know they're showing him right now on TV. If I'm the Jets, I'm going David Bailey. I understand the upside with Arvell Reese. I just think he's a guy you project to be a really good edge in the NFL. I'd go with the guy that I know had 14 and a half sacks and it was very good as a pass rusher. So I would go David Bailey, but I think the Jets are going to go Arvell Reese.
The pick is in. Personally, I do think this is going to be Arvell Reese. I think he's the best. I think him and Downs are the two best defensive players in the entire draft. I think Arvell Reese is a player you could build around on your defense. David Bailey obviously produced at Texas Tech. He's a phenomenal player. But Arvell Reese is the player I would go here for.
I don't know what you said, Jeff. I apologize. I'd go David Bailey, though. I think he's the best defensive player, or outside of maybe Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles. But if you're talking about edge rusher, David Bailey, in my opinion, is the best edge rusher. If you watch his film, he comes off the edge at it's one of the best that I've seen, I think, in the last few years. And he creates turnovers. He's like a ferocious edge rusher. Like, if you're talking about you need a dude to come off the ball for you, Arvell Reese right now, like, the only thing with Arvell is transitioning to edge from linebacker. Mm-hmm. David Bailey, you've seen him get down in the dirt and go after it. You've seen that for a year now. So I'm gonna go David Bailey. I don't know what they'll do. David Bailey put a tweet out, by the way. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, the Jets weren't in it.
The Jets weren't in it, and then the odds switched. So
basically he posted a picture of every single NFL team saying NFL draft day or whatever, and it was every single logo in the draft. I think he just took out the Jets logo. So and everybody's doing anything they can not to get drafted by the New York Jets. I mean, we might have an Eli Manning situation where he said, "Fine, I'm not playing there." Whoever gets drafted. But personally, I think it's Arvell Reese. To me, he is outside of Caleb Downs, I think he's the second best defensive player in this draft. I think like you just said, I mean, going to linebacker to edge rusher, the versatility you get with Arvell Reese, I think this is a player, and this is no knock on David Bailey, who's a phenomenal edge rusher, but this is a player you could build your defense around in Arvell Reese.
The Jets just got to get talent, and they might have the time to wait on Arvell Reese to reach a ceiling. They're kind of in this rebuild right now, so
pick is in.
The pick is in.
Making the selection.
David Bailey.
David Bailey.
That's a great pick for them, man. It's a great pick for the Jets. David Bailey, pass rush specialist. And we talk about this is where Arvell Reese, like upside. I know Klotz is over there, Ohio State fan. Arvell Reese, David Bailey. If I need a pass rusher, I'm going David Bailey. I think he's got the production. He had a great combine, good measurables, and I think he's going to provide some juice for that Jets defensive line.
I think that was a little bit of a smokescreen from David Bailey today, and I think a lot of people felt for it, especially even
Caleb,
but like also the sports books. And by the way, can we just say this? Picks are flying in.
They are.
Like I was not expecting this thing to go as fast as it is, and it's going so fast. Like they're flying in right now.
So the Cardinals are another big kind of question mark with what they're going to do. I don't know. The Cardinals could do a couple different things. They could go defense. They could go offensive line. They could go Jeremiah Love. Like, I don't know enough about the Cardinals draft strategy to really know, but I'll tell you this, like, they can't go wrong with a couple different players. They're actually not a bad spot. You don't want to mess it up, but they have their choice of a couple, pretty good players for a roster that needs a lot of help.
I don't know how long they have to make a trade. I going into this, I would have been surprised if Arizona's sticking picks here, but if they are, I can't see it. Man, I don't know. I don't think I can see it being Jeremiah Love. I can't, even though he probably deserves to go in this point. Arizona, just for example, Tyler Algier, they have so many issues on their entire football team. They could, like you said, they could go any direction. Defense, offensive line. I'd be surprised if they stay here and take Jeremiah Love, who was mocked to them a ton. I'm surprised they're sticking and picking here, honestly. I thought
honestly, I wouldn't be shocked, though, here if it comes up in the next couple minutes that there's a trade.
What would be the most likely team you think?
I think you're looking at the Cowboys. I think the Chiefs.
Oh, no. Schefter alert. Never mind.
I think the Chiefs is a team. I think that's a team to look for. If the Chiefs really want to make a splash, they have 2 firsts after the Rams trade. But I think the Cowboys, to me, is the one team that, like, you can really make a big difference here on your defense. You can get Sonny Styles. You can get Arvell Reese. I think and honestly, if I'm the Cardinals, boys, and I'm just going to be honest, I don't think I would go Jeremiah Love. And I know that's like the consensus pick if they stay here, but I think I'm going an edge rusher. Because why are you building out your team with a running back when you, one, don't have an elite offensive line yet, you don't really have an elite defense yet? I think it's like building your team in a different order. And I think if you're that new regime in there, you have to look at it and be like, you know what, like, let's start over here. And I know that's tough to say, but LaFleur that's there now. I think if I'm him, I'm telling my GM, like, hey, let's start from the inside out. Let's build this thing out in the trenches.
What if he says, give me a nice shiny piece on my offense, though? Give me
then
that
trade back
Love.
but trade.
I agree. No, I agree.
What's Jeremiah Love going to do behind an offensive line that's not great?
Look at Saquon
you don't have a franchise quarterback.
I couldn't agree more.
So it's like you're just adding a piece of this team that you're setting the running back up for failure, but two, what's going to happen?
Honestly, if I'm the Cardinals here, if you're thinking about it, let's say Arvell Reese is the obvious one, but if you're like, I want something that I feel really good about, I'm taking Sonny Styles here.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling the trigger on Sonny Styles at 3. I mean, I know it sounds a little crazy, but it's like, they need a line. He would step in on your defense and be your green dot.
Yeah, when I talk about
Hey, I'm sorry, I don't cut you off. Shefty just tweeted out Dan Campbell's first 2 picks with the Lions, number 2 overall Aiden Hutchinson, number 7 Panay. Aaron Glenn's first 2 picks with the Jets, which did he get the job after the draft last year?
He made the pick.
Yeah, he made the pick.
Oh, he said Aaron Glenn, number 2 David Bailey, number 7 Armand Membu.
Tackle edge. Got to build the trenches, man.
2 first rounds, sorry, yeah. So, yeah, and that's where I think the Cardinals are at. I think the Cardinals are in that situation.
Yeah, they took the shiny toy, Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Will Johnson, but that defense needs more juice, man. Like, they got Josh Sweat, but they don't have anything at linebacker. If I'm them, I would really consider Sonny Styles here if it's not Arvell Reese.
I agree. I think Sonny goes 4. And this tweet just came out. Tom Pelissero said, one NFC executive said recently, if the Jets do not take Bailey, they're out of their effing minds.
Well, it just popped up on the screen that
Klotz.
It just popped up on the screen that multiple Jets coaches were with Bailey at Stanford, so they have connections there dating back years. The pick is in for the Cardinals.
Oh, what are those seats? See those things? Front row, all those Lions jerseys right there?
Well, that's probably the Lions section.
I'll just say it's probably going to be Arvell Reese because it's like best player available. But I would, if I'm them, I'm taking Sonny Styles.
Yeah,
here.
I kind of just really like the idea of Jeremiah Love in Tennessee. So I don't really want him to go there here at all.
We'll see. I think it would be Arvell Reese, but we'll see. We can't spoil, by the way, the picks for you guys because we're 30 seconds behind on YouTube. It's already delayed, so. It's actually you guys that could spoil it, so don't do it. Don't spoil
I told the people, I said, if you don't want us to spoil it, don't spoil it for the boys.
Here we go.
I mean, he's the best player in the draft.
He is, man. It just feels like he's a waste in Arizona because they're going to be a rebuild for another 2-3 years.
It's like a Ferrari and a.
It's a Ferrari. Park. It just okay. You know what, Caleb? It's a great. I love that. I love that. It's a great way to say it. It's a Ferrari in a trailer park.
Pick is in. Guys, I have the bet for Sonny Styles to go 4th overall, so I'm hoping that Sonny goes 4th.
We have a top 5.
We do have a lot of money on it.
And like you said, you could double win.
I could double win.
Name me 2 things better than a double win.
Nothing.
You can't.
No,
there's not even one.
There's not even one. Because one win,
even know
maybe a triple win.
A triple win, and then a quadruple win would be the one after.
Fair.
All right, pick is in. Here comes Goodell. And one thing we got to keep our eyes on, how the dap-ups today are for Goodell.
All right. The Cardinals will select Jeremiah Love.
Oh, jeez.
Running back.
It's a great player. There's nothing wrong with the player. It's a great pick, except for the Cardinals, because they're in a spot where they maybe think with Jeremiah and Jacoby that they could maybe rattle off like 8 wins or something, maybe 6 wins. But it's like, no, their defense needs a lot of work.
Sonny Styles, baby. Hey, by the way, I'm switching it. When I edit this one, I just switch to that one.
Okay.
Just so I can get it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
Jeremiah Love, like Jeff just said, Jeremiah Love is probably the best player in this draft.
They just have so many holes.
But it's you're in a draft where there's a lot of good offensive linemen, a lot of good versatile defensive players. Jeremiah Love there, it's like, again, he's the best player in the draft, but it's like, what is he going to do? He's going to rush for 1,000 yards, and you're still going to score. You're going to score 24 points a game when gave up 30. I don't know. Yeah, again, phenomenal player, best player in the draft, and a little biased here. I wanted to see him in Tennessee. I think him and Cam Ward would have been cool.
Yeah, I'm with you on the. I'm with you. Jeremiah Love's an excellent player, dude. I love Jeremiah Love. You know how I feel about running backs in the first round, so I mean, you guys can hate me for that, but I'll say Jeremiah Love's an excellent player. He is. He is arguably the best overall player in this entire draft. So I understand the lore. I understand the obsession with like this guy in our offense, dude, will probably win us another game or two. Like I'll try to play devil's advocate here. Like the Cardinals, like James Conner's always injured. Tyler Allgeier's mid. And Trey Benson was hurt and didn't show anything. So I can understand why it's like, let's just get a surefire number one stud here. They just you can't waste them in Arizona, though.
Also,
you can't do it.
This is a BPA pick. Like, this is the best player in the draft, arguably. He's going to be one of the best running backs in the NFL at some point. You know, he might be a top 5 running back at one point. And the only thing they need to do, Arizona, what's the next pick they have? Is it 34?
Yeah.
No. Do they have 2 in the first?
I don't know.
No, they don't. No, you're right. You might be right.
If I'm them, honestly, I know people talk about Ty Simpson. If I was them, I would have traded back, add assets, and built that O-line and got your quarterback. That would have been my.
Yeah, but again, like I'm trying to rationalize this for Arizona. Again, great player, but it's like they're not dumb. They're working in an NFL front office for a reason. They know they have a ton of holes, but Jeremiah Love is just that good, and the production was there that they might have said we can't overlook all this. And again, he's the best player.
I can't say it enough. I think he's going to be one of the best running backs in the NFL in the next 2 years.
I agree.
He literally does everything out of the backfield.
He could be a top. He could be a top 3 running back next year.
Like this year.
Yeah, he'll be a top 10 this year. You know, Jahmyr Gibbs was good his first year, but then his second year exploded. I think he's going to be like a Jahmyr.
But it's
Gibbs.
like the Ashton Genty thing. Like Genty in Las Vegas, his first year, it's like you know what I mean? The guy had nothing. So it's kind of like sometimes those picks.
Okay, Titans are sticking and picking. It says Rappaport. The Titans were also a team that could have traded out. That they were rumored to trade out.
Can I mention this too? I don't mean to I'm not taking like a victory lap because he's probably going to go the next couple picks. But I've been talking about Arvell Reese, and I like Arvell Reese, but number 2 overall is that seems too high for somebody that you don't really know if he's going to be an edge at linebacker. They say he's going to be an edge, but he only played a little bit of snaps at edge. We're at pick 4, and I think he won't be the first Ohio State player taken.
Yeah, this is definitely
it's probably going to be Sonny Styles, and I don't know. I'm looking at the teams after the Tennessee Titans. I'm curious to see where Arvell Reese lands. Maybe it's 4, but
hey, really too. Also, don't look at my screen, you guys.
I'm not. I'm trying not to. And I'm trying not to.
Hey, I just sent it. They got to lock in.
He's cooking right now.
All right,
they're good.
But I'll say with the Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride, Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison Jr. You have those, you know what I mean? You have the pieces to have a good offense. They do have to build an offensive line, get a quarterback, build a defensive line. That's their the pick is in for the Tennessee Titans.
Booner, we need this to be Sonny
I'm
Styles.
with you guys. I'm with you guys. I'm going to go Sonny Styles as well. I think that Robert Saleh gets his linebacker.
Agreed.
Makes a lot of sense here. But we'll see. Maybe Arvell Reese. Maybe they didn't expect Arvell Reese to be here. And they could use an edge rusher. If they believe Arvell Reese will be that for them. But we'll see.
This is definitely BPA pick for them. It's best player available.
I kind of saw it, man. I don't know. Later when we talk to Klotz, I'll ask him about the Arvell Reese stuff. I just didn't think it's just so weird. We talked about this.
I think it's the situation where he was a linebacker. They're drafting him as an edge rusher. And
but
you're being
bend like that.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, you played 90 snaps your last year at Ohio State as an edge rusher. Let's see you be a full-time edge.
It's not like Micah, where Micah was Micah was a linebacker edge, but he was a freak.
Yeah.
And he could bend and move, and he's a freak. Arvell is like a freak, but he doesn't have the bend like that. So I'm curious where he kind of ends up. But I'll go Sonny Styles here for the Titans. But we'll see.
Booner, let's get one here, man.
They look fired up, though. And it seems like the only player that would fire up Robert Saleh like that's a linebacker.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna stick.
By the way, don't look at my screen, boys.
I'm not.
I'm editing something.
What's this? Oh.
By the way, everyone watching, hit the like button on the stream. Helps it push out in the algorithm. We'd appreciate it. Hit the like button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Roger Goodell coming up to make the pick.
Come on, Boone. Let's
right
go get
now.
one here. Come on, baby.
Here we go.
The Tennessee Titans select Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Oh my God.
with this pick, he might be, outside of Jeremiah Love, the best offensive player in this draft class. If he wasn't playing behind Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, you could have the argument that he's the best wide receiver in college football if he wasn't wide receiver 2 at Ohio State. So I could see the thought process. It is crazy, though. If you look at the Tennessee Titans, boys, they're adding Carnell Tate with Tet McMillan already.
Wait.
Think about
No.
Sorry. Oh, my bad. I'm thinking of the Panthers.
Calvin Ridley.
With Calvin Ridley. Sorry, I was thinking of a different player.
You're good.
Calvin Ridley. But they have. I think the Titans. This offense is getting built up, boys.
Can I say something?
Hey, Cam Ward and Carnell Tate.
I fucking love this.
This is a great pick for the Tennessee Titans.
I love this pick.
An unbelievable pick.
Wow, the draft starts now, boys.
I say this is going to be the funnest draft that we've had in a long time.
Carnell
It's
Tate.
fun.
I love this pick.
I
for
love
Tennessee.
bets off
He's
that.
the number 1 wide receiver to me in the draft. I love Carnell Tate. He's a very good player. He's a smooth route runner. He didn't get a lot of attention at Ohio State because he's the number 2 wide receiver, but don't let that discount what type of player he actually is. I think he's going to be very good in the NFL, and I can understand.
Oh my gosh!
I can understand the Titans' perspective. What?
I mean, you just got to think they just signed Wan'Dale Robinson.
They did
as well.
He's more like they probably use him as they probably pair all these guys together as well. Tony Pollard, they said before they were comfortable with Tony Pollard. He's a 1,000-yard back. He's not anything special.
You want to know what's crazy? I genuinely thought that it was Tet McMillan and Carnell, and I was fired up for that duo.
I mean, the thing is, too, with this pick, it's like, and we'll move on to the Giants in a second, but with Cam Ward, I mean, you take him number 1 overall, you see he has all the tools. You got to invest in him. You got to put players around him that are going to make him be the best Cam Ward he could be, which we know could be a really, really fucking good quarterback. And, I mean, this is the perfect pick. You give him his number 1 weapon. Carnell Tate, I like the way he plays the ball in the air. I think he's a really good route runner. He might not be the most athletic wide receiver in the draft, but his route running is unbelievable. He's going to be able to create separation for Cam Ward to make easy throws. I love this pick, home run pick for the Tennessee Titans.
I remember we went to a Michigan versus Ohio State this year, me, Lukas, and Boone, and we were really close down to the wall, and we got to see Carnell Tate make some plays up close. That dude is good. He ran a 4.5, but dude, he's got great hands, great route running. He's smooth. He's a really polished wide receiver.
And that's what you want with a young quarterback. You want receivers that can create separation so they don't have to make these tight window throws. But we're just seeing these highlights here. If he doesn't get that separation, he's able to play the ball in the air. Home run pick. Now this pick, the Giants here. After this, I have no clue what's going to happen.
Sonny Styles, man.
Well, right now you have Sonny Styles on the board. You have Arvell Reese. You have Caleb Downs. A wild card pick for them at 5. I would say Jordan Tyson. I love Jordan Tyson. I don't know if they feel like Jordan Tyson will be there at 10. If he's there at 10, I think that would be the Giants' pick. But I think there's a chance that could also be wide receiver at 5. I mean, we just saw Carnell Tate, who no one thought was going to go in the top 5, go at 4. So no one knows.
Jordan Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. It could be.
Now, I'll say this. If this is Jordan Tyson, the Commanders are drooling right now that they're going to have either Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese on the board.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, who would have thought, man, that they'd be in this position right now?
I mean, if you're the Browns, too, you're sitting here going, wait a second. We didn't think Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles. If you're the Browns, you would either get Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese on that defense. That's incredible.
I love this pick. I love it. I mean, I feel like a Titans fan. I mean, I love this pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are. They're probably sitting here going, "What? Arvell Reese is here. Sonny Styles is here. You got Caleb. They could go any way they want right now. That's why the Giants this year, man. Watch out. They got two picks in the top 10, and they got a lot of good players. They got multiple good players that can still make it to 10. They're gonna have some. They're gonna have some interesting choices here.
They have options. They can honestly do whatever they want here. They don't have really might have some need. I don't even know if they have needs. I think the Giants right now are built to where they could go to the playoffs.
I mean, Booner, we need this to be Sonny Styles.
We do.
we need it to be Sonny Styles.
We actually.
I don't like the reactions you're making.
We desperately do.
I don't like it. You're not getting. Come on. No.
We haven't seen any trades either. No
Which
trades.
is shocking.
No, but I'm thinking here it's like, could Washington panic and try to get to this pick?
Breaking news. Trade.
We have a trade.
We got a trade. The Kansas City Chiefs are trading up to pick number 6. The Cleveland Browns are trading the 9th, or they are getting the 9th overall pick.
Chiefs are trading up.
Chiefs to pick 6, not now, but pick 6.
Yeah.
So Chiefs are moving up to 6. Browns are going back to 9. They're getting 74 and 141. So they essentially gave up their first-round pick. They're moving up 3 picks, the Chiefs are, and they're going up to 74 and 141.
The Chiefs are going to 6.
Well, they're the Chiefs. Realistically, you're sitting here going, we only have to give up a 3rd-round pick and, a 4th or 5th-round pick, and you either get Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, or, Jordan Tyson. These guys are falling right now.
What I think?
Carnell Tate just moved this whole thing around.
The Chiefs trade up because Carnell Tate just went. This might be the run on receivers.
Yeah, they're getting scared. Tyson's not going to be there for them.
Yeah, they might get
Tyson
worried.
goes here, I mean,
because Washington's at 7, and what did I say about George Pickens? Dude, they need a receiver. So they could take a receiver.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked right now if the Chiefs move up to 6 and take a receiver, or they could take they could take a defensive player if they want. But they could have gotten Mansour Delane probably at 9. So I don't think it's a defensive. I mean, they probably.
Yeah, but they could be comfortable because they have
Caleb
that late
Downs?
pick too.
Yeah, they're giving up their 9th overall pick to get 6. They're giving up a 3rd round and a 5th round. That's not that much to move up to go get a guy you want.
My guess is it's Caleb Downs or Jordan Tyson for the Chiefs at 6.
Yeah.
5 for the Giants. We'll see. This will dictate that. We'll see what the Giants do. We'll see what they do, man. Giants can go get any direction. We knew the Browns were capable of moving out of that pick, though.
Yes, in a defense-heavy kind of top 10, absolutely.
I think it's a good trade by the Browns. They need a lot of stuff on offense. I mean, they moved back 3 picks. It's they're probably going to take an offensive lineman. He'll be there at 9. They could still take Fano at 9 and be good. And they picked up a 3rd and a 5th.
I mean, Washington right now is just. I mean, the Commanders right now are drooling. Seeing this draft board right now.
I know.
This is the best situation they possibly could have been in. The Carnell Tate thing, just threw a wrench and everything.
Yeah, and that did.
But that's the NFL draft, baby. That's why we do it.
This is why the mock drafts, man. How many mock drafts do you see Carnell Tate go 4?
How many?
Not many, dude.
I mean, I saw a lot of Jeremiah Love. I saw a lot of Sonny Styles.
Do people that can we announce the 5th pick? I've had it for 5 minutes now.
No,
I have the 6th pick already.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I like I like watching Roger announce it. We were at.
They said it's 8 minutes between picks. This is 15 minutes.
I don't know.
No,
what's
I think this is.
I have the pick for both. I have 5 and 6.
Here they come. Here they come to announce it. Here we go. Let's see what the Giants take. What do you think? What's your final pick, Caleb?
Jordan Tate.
I'll go Sonny Styles. I'll go Sonny Styles here.
I'll go. I don't know. I'll go Sonny Styles as well.
Okay, we're locked in. It's gonna be Sonny or Arvell to me.
I'm going Arvell Reese.
Here we go, John Harbaugh. Who's the first? He did talk a lot to Arvell Reese, man. I think they might love the guy too. I'm changing. I'm going Arvell. Make it different. Arvell and Sonny, we both got.
I said Arvell.
Okay, then we're locked in then.
Okay.
We'll go Arvell because that clip came out where John was talking to him for a while.
Needed to be Sonny Styles, though. Sonny Styles will go top 5 plus 100.
Okay, so I'm conflicted.
So am I, because I don't think it's going to be Sonny Styles.
Here we go. Arvell Reese. There you go. We were right. Arvell Reese. Sorry, Caleb. The linebacker edge combo is going to New York. I don't know what they plan to kind of use them. I know they got Kayvon coming up. They're probably not going to extend him. They drafted Abdul Carter. They traded Dexter Lawrence. I think they might sign DJ Reader, but they're kind of piecing together this D-line with some fresh faces, and it looks like for the future, we'll see what happens with Kayvon Thibodeau, but it looks like Arvell and Abdul Carter are going to kind of lead the charge there on the edges for the Giants, unless they plan on using them as like a hybrid linebacker defensive end. But they went BPA at 5, and they land Arvell Reese, who was never predicted or projected to be there at 5.
Yeah, they didn't get exactly what they wanted out of Abdul Carter last year. Obviously, he had a pretty disappointing season, a pretty hyped-up prospect. I think he's still a really good player, but this is a great pick for the Giants. I mean, all these Ohio State guys, you could say all of them are the best player on the board, whether that's Sonny Styles or Arvell Reese. They could have taken their pick. Either of those picks, I would have said I would have liked them both. So,
by the way,
by
you
the
two
Giants.
at the desk. I tweeted out trade alert on our Twitter, and I put the player they drafted. So do not look, you two.
Okay.
I'm just letting you
But
guys
this-
know
this-
about the 6th overall pick.
Okay, can I guess?
Yeah, you can.
I love Klotz's guess with Caleb Downs, but I'm going to go Jordan Tyson here. Look, the Chiefs have not had a 1,000-yard receiver or rusher, and I believe how long, guy? 2020 since Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, since the last time they caught for 1,000 yards. You need to give Patrick Mahomes weapons. You have Rashee Rice, who has off the field stuff. You have Xavier Worthy, who's not the receiver they thought they were going to be. I think you have to go weapon here if you're the Chiefs, and I think it's Jordan Tyson. I wouldn't be surprised with the Mekhi Lemon, but I ultimately think it's Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, I'm going to go Caleb. I think Caleb Downs would be the best pick for them. I do. I think Caleb. They just lost some secondary guys, and why not take like the most blue chip for sure guy in the draft? Like I think Caleb Downs is on a list of probably 4 or 5 guys that you can look at as like for sure prospects, and I think the Chiefs landing Caleb Downs would just be a home run draft.
Honestly, though, like 6. I think Caleb Downs, even if you want to look at, if they would go like Sonny Styles, you know what I mean? Just fill out that middle of the field.
Because they got Nick Bolton.
Yeah, Nick Bolton and Sonny Styles.
But they have no one in their secondary. That's why I was like, I thought Mansour Delane would go there, but Caleb Downs would be a really good pick for them.
Caleb Downs is a player that can absolutely transform your defense.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's a super intelligent player,
I'm
leader.
so shocked that, by the way, that Arvell Reese went number 5. Like I thought he was a top 3 pick lock. I did not think that Arvell Reese would fall. I think that's a heck of a pick, by the way, for the Giants. If the Giants at 10 get Jordan Tyson and they're sitting there with Arvell Reese, I think that's an A+ draft. If you're a Giants fan, you're looking at what they just did. I think if you end up with those 2 guys, it's an A+ pick.
I mean, here too, though. I have one of those corners in my head. I don't think you need to trade up for those guys, though. And a Mansour Delane, obviously they do need corner. But I don't think you trade up for one of those guys. I think if you're trading up, it's for a Downs, it's for a Tyson, like you said, Jeff. If they're worried about a little wide receiver run.
Because Downs could have went to like Washington. Like I can see why they would maybe be like, let's take Downs now. Let's not even wait till 9 and just take Delane or whoever's there. Let's go get our guy.
All right, Mr. Iafrate, lock it in right now.
Caleb
the
Downs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm going to go Caleb Downs.
I'm going to say I think they're comfortable with the corners they can get late in the draft and like late in the first round and a Jermon McCoy, someone like that. I'm going to go Jordan Tyson here at 6.
Wow, that's actually that's a big one.
I think it's one or the other.
Yeah.
I know I was talking about Sonny Styles. I just think those 2 picks make more sense for them. Like if they're worried about a run on receivers, they go Jordan Tyson. But if they want the best player, I think you go Caleb Downs.
I want to know what Adam Schefter's saying here.
Yeah, here's the trade. They traded, the 9th overall pick, a 3rd round, and a 5th round. And
I think
up 3
that's
spots.
A heck of a thing to move up there.
It's a good
3
trade
picks.
for the Browns. I like it for the Browns too, man. You pick up a 3rd and a 5th, and you move back 3 spots, and they're probably going to get the guy they wanted anyway. It's a good
Look at
pick.
Andy Reid, dude. Look at the fit for Andy Reid. That's incredible.
Andy Reid is just
with the greatest of all time.
He is. He is dripped out in the war room. The pick is in for the Chiefs.
All right.
I'm going to lock in Caleb Downs here.
I'm going to lock in Jordan Tyson, but I was just on my phone and I think I saw it.
You saw it. You don't have to say you think you
No,
did.
I know. I actually don't know.
You definitely saw it.
No, I did. It was a text message from one of my friends, but I think it was about something else. It wasn't the tweet.
They trade up for Mansour Delane.
Yes.
Corner
That is who I
LSU
saw.
to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
They trade up to the 6th overall pick, and they give up a 3rd and a 9th, or a 3rd and a 5th, almost at a 9th to get Mansour Delane. I'll say this, boys. I think with Mansour, you could have got him at 9.
Yes, that's what I was saying. That's why
They just
New
wanted their
Orleans.
guy.
I would say maybe New Orleans was one that you could
I think
argue.
Washington. They don't have nobody at corner.
That's a fair point
They
too.
wanted to jump Washington
Yeah.
to get him.
But
love Mansour.
Mansour Delane is going to be one of the best corners in the entire NFL at some point in his career. Like he's a lockdown guy.
He's a press man, a lockdown corner. Those guys don't grow on trees, dude.
And after losing Trent McDuffie, you obviously they felt comfortable enough to move from Trent McDuffie, who was the second corner that they had that went to the
I've been trying to think of it for the past 5 minutes, dude.
Their corner two, both of their top two corners went to the Rams this offseason. They traded it one, and then as well the other one went to free agency.
I think his name's Watson.
Yeah. Jalen Watson. I don't know if it's Jalen.
Yeah, it is Jalen Watson.
Feels right. You needed. I think when they made that trade, I think they made that trade with the mindset of knowing that they were going to make that move this whole time. And you know what's crazy? They moved up and got their guy that they wanted, and guess what? They didn't have to do. They never had to give up their
second first round pick. Yeah,
I mean, I think if the Chiefs here, this is the end of basically what it is we're taking the guy we think is we don't want to risk him falling and maybe getting him. We want our guy. And if you look at this cornerback class, he's the only top corner, and then there's a drop off based on Jermon McCoy's injury, and Colton Hood's like a second round pick. So this is the only number one corner guy going in the first round. So it's like, or at least a guy that is looked at as a number one corner. So I love it for the Chiefs, man. I think Delane's going to be a stud, and they need secondary help. You just saw what the Patriots did with Gonzalez. You just saw what the Seahawks did with Devon Witherspoon. So I like the Delane fit in Kansas City.
Yeah, this was a huge position of need.
Spagnuolo defense. Spagnuolo defense. He loves those corners.
Exactly. You lose Watson, you lose McDuffie this offseason. You bring in Delane, who's going to be your cornerback one right off the gate. I mean, look, I don't think you needed to trade up for him, but Booner, kind of like you said, this was our guy. We're going to get him whatever it takes. Even if we have a little sense, little Spidey sense, little Chief sense.
Yeah, if you think
that
Washington,
he's gonna go,
New Orleans, if you were nervous, you do it.
You go get him. And now, guys, you look at Washington, and I said this a few times. Do you think they, in their whole draft process, that they thought that they would have Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs on the board for them there?
Chance.
I mean, take your pick. Take your pick. Whatever. If it's not, I'll say this. If it's not an OSU player, I am shocked. If it's not one of Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs, I am shocked.
If you look at their linebacker room right now, you have Leo Chenal, which obviously kind of edge. Frankie Louvu, edge. Your Will is Adafe Owa.
He's an edge too. I think this is Sonny Styles.
I don't know if you have like a legit dude in there, and you just lost. What's his name? Bobby Wagner. You lose him.
I think this is Sonny Styles.
I think you're sitting there and you're going, hey, we need our cornerstone linebacker to run our defense for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I think this makes sense for Sonny Styles. I mean, I know I mentioned Caleb, but it's Dan Quinn. He probably wants a green dot. And they don't have guys like linebackers that can cover like that green dot guy. And I think Sonny Styles, former safety too, don't forget. He's kind of a hybrid. I think it's the best case. I mean, imagine being the Commanders, dude. You had Sonny Styles. You'd have to trade.
Yeah.
He lands in your lap at 7. Like, yeah, it's a great spot for the Commanders.
If you take, like I said, if you take one of these OSU players, you made a good pick. But if you go anywhere outside of that, like if you try to get fancy and like you brought up earlier, you go wide receiver, like you missed.
By the way, I'm going to say this too, guys. If I'm the Lions, I'm licking my chops right now because 6 was supposed to be the Browns with the tackle. They moved back to 9. Browns can probably either get Spencer Fano or Francis Maui-Noah at 9, but that pushes back this tackle situation back a couple more picks.
Yeah.
And you thought maybe the Chiefs were a tackle team as well, right? So that's a thought.
I still think that run's coming though. I still think that.
Oh, it's going to happen.
What is it? It's Dolphins, Giants, Ravens, Cowboys. Like I think there's going to be there's going to be a run there, and I mean
this is a good spot for the Lions, man. I mean tackles are still on the board.
Jerome Bettis and who?
I'm gonna go Sonny Styles here.
I'm gonna go Caleb Downs.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's one of the two.
If I was picking right now, I would hit Sonny Styles.
But can I say this? And I promise you that if I ever get one right, you can't accuse me of looking.
True. Just don't look. If you keep your YouTube up and don't touch your phone,
here we go.
But
Commanders.
I see you twiddling over there.
No. I was looking at something else.
Linebacker Ohio State goes to the Washington Commanders. They get the cornerstone of their defense for the next, in my opinion, 10 years.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you get the all-in-one special. He played safety, played linebacker, He's going to be someone that could be a green dot on their defense, and the Commanders need help there. So I like it. They couldn't have really gone wrong, but if you have two guys like Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles, you probably go with the guy that doesn't have a knee injury that people are reporting that might be more serious than not.
I think the Sonny Styles pick is incredible for them.
Yeah,
I really do.
Sonny Styles is a good pick for them. 6'5", 244, ran a 4.40. I mean, the guy's a freak, and he's a highly intelligent football player, like diagnosing plays, like they're showing highlights. The guy was tackle for losses. He's all over the place. I mean, they're showing him against the run. This dude can diagnose plays. Look at this, and they're showing him sideline to sideline. He's a freak. So he's
I
going to be
think
really
you could
good
argue Sonny Styles is going to end up being the best player in this draft class. Like I think if someone sat down next to me and yelled at me and made that argument, I would be like, I believe you, dude.
I love the archetype of player that is like he's a safety turned linebacker. I love that archetype of player, a player that could fit the run, but is also athletic enough to play the pass and get sideline to sideline.
Well, dude, you know one thing I think if you're a safety, you have to be able to read the field and the offense, in my opinion, at a high level.
Yeah.
You go from safety where you see the whole field to linebacker, you already kind of understand what's going on. I think it's a little bit of an advantage. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great – I mean, if they show the Commanders' war room right now, they should be all pounding the table Brad Holmes style. I mean, this was a phenomenal pick. They should be ecstatic. Commanders fans should be ecstatic with the Sonny Styles pick. I mean, look, we bet him to be top 5, and it was even odds. I thought Sonny Styles was going to be a top 5 pick, but he lands with the Commanders. It's a great pick. If it was him or Caleb Downs, I mean, I'll win either way, but – Sonny Styles, great pick.
I'll say this: the Saints pick is already in. I think they could go Caleb Downs here. I think this is another Caleb Downs spot. He fits really well there. But I'll give you like a sneaky one. Jordan Tyson, okay? Because you have Tyler Shuck, you have Chris Olave. Why not add another receiver over there to see if your franchise quarterback is really a franchise quarterback? Give him another receiver.
Give Tyler Shuck the ball.
That wouldn't surprise me if they went like a Jordan Tyson here. I would go Caleb Downs. I just think I don't know. He's fallen. It has to be something maybe with some question marks with the knee, maybe.
Caleb Downs, dude. I'm telling you,
it just feel like he's falling. Or this is kind of where he was around. Like he was around that 8-ish range.
I don't know. Man.
It just feels like he is because him and Jeremiah Love are probably 1-2 best players in the draft, and we're seeing a player like Caleb. I just lost his name.
Downs.
Caleb Downs. We're seeing him fall, and it's like, oh my god. But I feel like this is the range for him. I feel like this is it.
I guess I refused to believe it.
Yeah,
I just thought GMs would be like, this guy's just too good of a player. The Saints put their pick in pretty quickly. I'll say that. I don't know. That could be either. Maybe it's like, oh, wait, race up the board. Let's get him. Or maybe it's like, hey, let's pull the trigger. Let's get Jordan Tyson, and let's get a receiver because, I mean.
Look, outside of
they don't really have. Yeah, they don't really. If you look at receivers with the Saints, they don't really have. I mean, they have they have Chris Olave, but what else do they really have?
No, but I'm going to say this: outside of Lukas Klotz, you're looking at the biggest Chris Olave guy of all time.
Chris Olave,
and I don't want to take any targets.
Chris Olave is just a concussion, walking concussion.
I don't want to take any targets away from my boy.
It's because you got him in like a dynasty fantasy or something.
How do you? This guy knows me so well. Yes.
Yeah, I already know.
But yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Go get Tyler Shuck some weapons.
Teddy in the chat says Sonny Styles is such a great name. I'm telling you, the name thing is picking up traction here. I'm telling you. The name theory is picking up traction. It just put up a stat, first time 3 LSU players selected in the top 7 picks in the common draft era since 1967. And what did they do this year? Lukas can tell you that.
Who are some of the players that we said top 10?
Okay, Fanu.
I said Monsieur Delane. You said don't do that, bro.
Yes, that happened. That absolutely happened.
I said that's my favorite one.
It absolutely happened.
You said no.
Okay, now you're hyperbolizing it.
That was my original pick.
No, you didn't say it's my favorite one.
That was my original pick. I said that's my favorite pick.
Okay.
Monsieur Delane, top 10.
Fanu.
Why does this look like a commercial?
They've literally walked into Fernando's crib.
Oh, it is a commercial?
No, it's not.
Are you sure? What's happening?
Wait, dude.
This is a commercial. This is an ad. It's a LinkedIn ad.
What? Did they just film that?
That's
they must
incredible.
have. That was insane. That really just threw me off. I just got shook for a second there.
Could this be, now let me say this, Mr. Iafrate.
Oh, here
and
we
Mr.
go.
Booner Sports. Could this be my guy? Could this be my guy, Ken and Sadiq? Somebody just said in the chat.
Dude.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was talking about
gotta turn
Lions.
the chat off.
No.
They're giving picks away.
Oh, well, no. I think he's saying that for the Lions, but it kind of just reminded me, Ken and Sadiq sitting there. I mean,
The chat has given away so many picks.
You want to talk about getting them weapons? You want to talk about
I
getting
would
weapons?
rather have, if you're talking weapons, I would rather have Jordan Tyson than Kenyon Sadiq, personally. I understand the upset, but I don't want to be like a Kenyon Sadiq hater.
You're a Ken and Sadiq hater.
I just don't
confirmed.
think guys like tight ends that go high in the draft are like they're like Brock Bowers went like 13, and he was like he was looked at for like 3 straight years.
Hey, can I get this for a little bit?
The best, like one of the best overall players that you know.
got next.
Brock Bowers was like the no question. This guy's going to be a stud. He's incredible. Like he put up a bunch of numbers at Georgia, and he went like 13. So why would you draft a tight end at 8? It's like T.J. Hawkinson.
Colston Loveland went in the top 10 last
Yeah,
year.
He went 13,
Bears,
10,
yeah,
11.
no, Bears took him.
And, by the way,
top 10,
I'm not a big.
Colston Loveland was
a great
incredible
player.
for them, especially in that playoff run. Colston Loveland was a big reason they got as far as they did.
But even if let's make that argument, who's a better prospect coming out?
Loveland.
But people would
Sadiq-
argue athletically, like measurable, like the what he did at the combine as a freak athlete. It's Kenyon Sadiq, but Colston produced at Michigan and was really good. And you know, like I don't know.
But Loveland, it was not on the same scale, but it was kind of the same thing as Bowers.
Kenyon
where it was,
Sadiq will not go in the top 10. There's just no
hey,
way.
man, I'm just throwing a hypothetical out there for my boy.
I'm throwing real hypotheticals
Draft
out there.
Zachariah Branch. That's it.
Best available right now, Jeff Scott, Mel Kiper has Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson, Francis Maui Noah, Spencer Fano, and Mekhi Lemon. That's the top 5 on the board still remaining here for the next 5 picks.
I definitely think it's one of those top 2 guys, in Jordan Tyson or Caleb Downs.
Yeah, I would think here. I would think here it should be Caleb Downs, but it's him or Jordan. I didn't even see the board, so that makes it my argument even better. It's Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson here. I didn't know Mel had him as number 1 and 2 available. I didn't know he was that high on Jordan Tyson. That's pretty. I
thought Jordan Tyson. Honestly,
he's good. He's a good player.
I almost put a bet in today for Jordan Tyson to be the first wide receiver off the board.
Yeah, I was
Thank God you did.
No, yeah, I'm happy I didn't. But that was legit, like a thought process going through my head today was Jordan Tyson.
Here comes Roger Goodell to announce the pick. Let's see what the Saints do here.
All right. 2026 NFL draft, boys. I don't know why he's not announcing it, but the New Orleans Saints select. I could tell you boys it right now.
It's that meme. It's Booner.
It's just me.
Me?
Like, me?
How'd you get that video?
Here we go. Jordan Tyson. Yeah, I mean that makes. I understand the vision. And you got to think, who's the head coach? Offensive guy.
Yeah.
So
I believe there's just different injuries that have been lingering. If he could figure that out, man, he's going to be a really good wide receiver in the NFL.
Look, it's a good pick, obviously, but I am distraught as a Chris Olave guy. Good pick for the Saints. You're getting more weapons for Tyler Shuck. You really want to see what you have in a quarterback like Tyler Shuck, and there's no better way to do it than put a bunch of weapons around him. But yeah, good pick. I mean, it was like they showed Mel Kiper's board. It was Caleb Downs and Jordan Tyson, 1 and 2. I think those were the 2 picks that it could have been.
Well, the thing you look at with Jordan Tyson, the thing that is intriguing is he was a number 1 receiver at Arizona State, and he also had all the attention as a number 1 receiver, and he still produced. That's like where people look at, like that's got to account for something. The only thing that would concern me is the injury history. He's had some injuries, a lot of injuries at Arizona State, but no doubt he's a good football player. I mean, they got a good one in New Orleans here. So, way to give Tyler Shuck some more weapons.
Yeah, I mean that's a great 1-2 punch. Him and Olave.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't be mad at that one. I understand the vision completely. I do.
What do you think the odds were for 2 wide receivers to go in the top 10?
I don't think it was like minus 200. I think it was known these 2 guys were going to be top 10 guys. I thought Jordan Tyson had an opportunity to either go at 5 or 10 to the Giants. I think. Oh, no.
Ooh.
I think if Jordan Tyson didn't get picked at 8th overall.
Wait, what just happened?
He had a little spit come out. He was crying.
Maybe Booger's a legend.
Yeah, or Booger, something.
He's about to
He's
tear.
balling,
He's about
man.
to
Hey.
tear the league
Hey,
up.
good for Jordan Tyson, man. Good for Jordan Tyson, dude.
My favorite thing about the draft is the Roger Goodell daps, man.
That's what I was saying. Keep an eye
do.
on the daps and see
Every
if he's
time
on this
it's
year.
like
Jordan
got a
Tyson,
different dap
dude.
with Roger Goodell.
Guy just got drafted top 10.
His brother plays for the Cavs too, man. There's some athletes in that family.
He's got to lock in for the picture, though.
Yeah. I mean, you got to. I mean, this is amazing. Now this makes it interesting for Cleveland because Cleveland is, I would say, a top 2 most.
Can I
needy.
say this?
Yeah.
Cleveland moved back. The player I had in my mock, let me pull it up real quick. Spencer Fano. He's still available at 9. And what did me and you do before this draft started?
I said no to.
And what did I
top
say?
10. You said he's going top 10.
I said he's going to the Cleveland Browns. And they traded back, and the guy is somehow still on the board.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It makes it interesting now because they're a very wide receiver needy team. You have Shadur Sanders throwing the ball to no one. Jerry Jeudy. And, okay, shout out Harold Fannin, good player. But the receivers, butt cheeks. And, I mean, both the receivers, the top 2 receivers, they're gone here. And they were in a situation at 6 where they could have taken one. But they're in an interesting spot now. And I think, Booner, you're right. It's probably going to be one of those tackles, either Fanu, Maui Noah, one of those guys.
I'm so
here.
intrigued to see who the first one off the board is. Because, like, you got to think, if you're I mean, I would take Francis here. I mean, or I would take Fano. But between those two, because you got to think, those 2 guys, to me, Fano or Francis, if they're not your right tackle, they're going to be elite right guards.
Yes.
At the very minimum. Maybe you go Fano because he's healthier. But, like, at the worst, Fano is going to be a great, like, dude, their offensive line for the Browns, they've been working on it this offseason, and this would it would be the bow on top for them. So,
Yeah. If I had to
their
take a
pick
guess,
is already in, so they're already fired up. By the way, that guy right there with the glasses,
yeah.
dude was at the combine handling all the prospects. He like works with all the.
that was him?
He works.
He was
all
like right next to us the whole
dude.
time.
He's the guy that walks him through everything. He's handling through the draft. That guy is like no one points him out, dude.
No, he's
guy
a
on TV
legend.
with the glasses.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Oh yeah, that is the same exact dude.
We saw him at the combine there. You know what? I think we're all now. I know that we're not quite yet because he's still in this range, but Ruben Bain watch. That's
I think honestly right now.
Ruben Bain
What
watch
did I
now.
say to start the day when we did our show this morning? I said there's 2 players that if you're the Lions, I would be okay with you giving assets up to go get. And I think that's Ruben Bain and Caleb Downs. And you're at 9 right now. Both are still available.
Both, man. I mean, Ruben Bain's available. No offensive tackles have went. I think if you're the Lions, you're in a good spot. I mean, you don't necessarily have to panic yet.
No, and I think
the run on tackles, I don't think he's even going to start yet either. Like the Giants, I think, go defense.
if you do look though, by the way, like 13 is the
Maybe
Rams.
offensive line.
That's the team that has that has been rumored to want to trade back. If you look at the Rams at 13 to trade back, guys, if one of those 2 guys makes it,
Here's Goodell.
the Cleveland Spencer Fano,
that's the
tackle, Utah, goes to the Cleveland Browns at 9. Hey, I'll tell you, this was one of my favorite players in the draft. Jeff, me and you love this guy because he's so versatile. He could do everything. He potentially could play guard. He could play tackle. We saw him at the combine working out, doing center drills. Like, he's literally comped himself to Penei Sewell. I told you guys today I had him mocked to go 6 overall to the Browns. They trade back to 9, and they're able to get the guy that they wanted. And I actually saw a tweet that said the Cleveland Browns actually wanted Spencer Fano at 6, and they took the risk to go back to 9, and it ended up working out.
He's so good, man. I'll tell you what, Spencer Fano is my number 1 tackle in the draft. Just a gifted athlete, good in space. I know people talk about his weight, some of the weight concerns. I don't even think that's fine. He's just a good football player.
Oh, he's just a dog. Dude.
Yeah, he's a great football player. And honestly, for the Browns, you can laugh at him all you want. This is an excellent pick for them, man. To trade back and get the number 1 tackle.
To get the guy that you originally wanted, too. That's why
excellent.
I think it's shocking. It's huge to them.
It's good work for the Browns.
Yeah, that's a
Can't believe I'm actually saying that, but that's good work for the Browns.
Booner, I owe you an apology.
I said
I do. I
we
owe you
could
an
have bet that,
apology. We
honestly.
could have bet that for him to go to top 10. Look, this is a good pick for the Browns. They need to protect Shadur Sanders in any way possible. Not a great offensive line. It's either aging or they just lost players. And Fano, I mean, with the injuries to Francis Mauigoa, I mean, Fano might have been the most sought-after tackle. Obviously, he was just number 1 out of all the tackles, but good pick. I like this for the Browns.
Yeah, I do too. Building that O-line, whoever the quarterback is, we can talk about Shadur. But whoever it is,
No, we don't. We don't
in the
have to.
future, they're building up a good offensive line.
Quick.
And the Giants
All
pick
right,
is
the
already in.
Giants are selecting. Here.
Oh.
All right, we're back. Francis Mauigoa goes number 10 overall to the New York Giants. Listen, boys, the offensive tackle run is starting. You just got Spencer Furneaux at 9. Number 10, you just got Francis Mauigoa. And guess what now? You have the Miami Dolphins, who you could argue they need every single player in position in football.
Mm-hmm.
They could easily go offensive tackle here right now if they wanted to and take a Monroe Freeling or Caden Proctor. And you are now sitting there with Caleb Downs and Ruben Bain on the board with 2 picks until that 13th overall pick. And that's the pick I think you need to look at for a Lions trade up.
Could this be the run on
Trade alert.
tackles? Could this
Trade
be the
alert.
run? Trade alert.
Oh,
The Dolphins traded their
the
pick.
Cowboys are now on the clock for
Wow.
pick 11. The Dallas Cowboys.
This
Caleb
is Downs.
Downs.
This is
This is
100%
Caleb
Caleb
Downs.
Downs.
Oh,
This 100%
The
Caleb
Dolphins
Downs.
are ready. The Dolphins are trading back to pick number 12. So it's literally they're moving back 1.
They want your guy, Klotz. They want you. They're gonna get Downs. I don't know. That's
Dolphins get number 12, 177, and 180. So they get like 5th round picks just to swap spots.
This is if the Cowboys take Caleb Downs. That is a Jerry Jones pick, but like the most compliment. Like that's a great freaking pick. To land at Caleb Downs, to trade up maybe one spot to get him.
to make sure that the
Make sure you lock that up.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible work right there.
I'm sorry, Booner. Did you already say what the Dolphins gave up for?
they gave up 155, 177.
Yeah,
And obviously
I mean,
the 12th pick, so they just moved up 1.
you trade a couple late picks to get your guy. I mean, this is good. I mean, assuming this is Caleb Downs. Todd said it could be Ruben Bain, but I think this is Caleb Downs here for Dallas. I mean, we've said it a million times. Had the argument to be the best player in the drafts, and the Cowboys now get him at 11. A defense that just needs talent.
Dude, I cannot believe screw the Cowboys, man. Gonna land Caleb freaking Downs to move
be
up
a
1
great
pick.
pick
It's
if
a
they do
great
that.
pick, and they still have pick 20.
Yeah.
Dude, they still have pick 20. They could walk out of this draft with Caleb Downs and Akeem Mesidor, Keldrick Falk. Like they can get another edge rusher if they want. It's a great pick for them.
That's a home run draft for the Giants.
Again, I don't know if they're taking Caleb Downs. They could easily go something crazy, but I think it's going to be, presumably, they traded up. It's going to be Caleb Downs.
I thought for a second the Lions. This said trade alert. I went, oh my Lord, it's happening.
I mean, the good news is, boys, is the Cowboys. The reason why Miami did that, I'm just trying to make sense of it, is they're probably going to take completely different position. That makes me think that. Like maybe they're taking a tackle too.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, Cowboys are coming up 1 pick. They're not taking a tackle. Here you go. Give me your draft capital.
That would be abysmal.
Do you
for
guys
the
want
Lions if it's
to?
tackle
Well,
here.
can I give you guys just a little bit of a thought?
Larry Borum walked.
So
Well,
who traded up earlier in the draft? Who was that again?
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs traded up how many picks? 3 or 4?
3 picks.
3 picks. They gave up a 3rd and a 5th, right? You looked at, as you get farther into this first round, the value starts to decrease, correct?
Correct.
If you're the Lions, you go 3 picks, 17. Let's say 4 picks, 17 to 13. You don't have to even give up a 3rd and a 5th. You give up a 4th and a 5th to move up 4 picks. Would you do that for a Ruben Bain?
Yeah, no question.
I think this is in play, boys.
I don't think Ruben Bain. I mean, here's what I think also. I'll say this. Don't discount Ruben Bain here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if the Cowboys, they could take Ruben Bain right here. And I think Bain or Downs, they're taking a great player. And it makes me think it's Caleb Downs because I think the Dolphins could take Bain as well. They had Bradley Chubb leave. So they could be on Ruben Bain watch as well. And maybe there's like, hey, who are you taking? And they found out that the Cowboys are taking Caleb Downs. They're like, all right, we'll trade with you because we're taking Ruben Bain. But you might be okay for tackle for a couple picks. Because I don't think the Rams take tackle ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Dolphins will. They could. Dallas will not. And then you have the Ravens, who I think they're going to take probably Vega, unfortunately. I'd hate that. And then you have who's 15? The Buccaneers. I don't think they go tackle. And then 16's the Jets. You might be able to land like a Monroe Freeland.
No, I'm going to be honest. I think if somehow, some way this is tackle here for the Cowboys, I think we definitely see a trade up from Brad Holmes because I do think the Rams could take a tackle, and I do think Miami. I mean, it could be Ruben Bain, but I do think Miami will take a tackle. So then you're in a spot where it's like, okay, I mean, we just saw 4 tackles go off the board, or 4 or 5 tackles go off the board in the matter of 6 picks. Then you kind of enter panic mode. But at the same time, if something like that does happen, that could mean a Ruben Bain falls all the way down.
Yeah.
You know how I control Lions fans right now?
What are they doing? What are they talking about?
No, I just tweet out a GIF of Brad Holmes, and they're like, "What do you guys know?" Right now at 11, you tweet that out. They're like, "Wait a second, do the boys know something?" Should I just tweet that out with eye emojis?
What?
Brad Holmes.
Hey, appreciate all the people watching. We got 400 plus people in here. Hit the like button on the stream. Helps it push out in the algorithm. It's free. Doesn't cost a thing. And subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you guys. We're waiting right now. The pick is in for the Cowboys. They should announce it any minute. I'm going Caleb Downs here. I think it's going to be Caleb Downs. I think the Cowboys just don't want to wait any longer. So I'm going to go Caleb Downs here.
I think that's where I'm going to go as well. I'm going to go Caleb Downs. I'd be extremely concerned if it was an offensive lineman, but I'm going to go Caleb Downs.
Brad Holmes, by the way, the Lions just posted a picture of Brad Holmes on the phone in the war room right now.
Oh, man. No shit.
Brad Holmes. Oh, God. You know what? Maybe he's trying to get up. Maybe he's calling Miami or calling the LA Rams. Maybe he's calling to see, like, hey, what's the vibe? Is this guy going to be here? Who do I want?
Oh, boy.
And maybe they do trade up for a Monroe Freeland.
I mean, Booner, you said it. It wouldn't
Ruben
take
Bain.
that much.
No, I think the value, I think it's shown already. You just had a team trade from 9 to 6? From 9 to 6 for a 3rd and a 5th. So obviously the value in this draft isn't like, hey, to trade up, I want your 1st, or I want your 2nd, or I want your 3rd. It's obviously the value is low.
You know who I think could be a good trade partner?
They just gave up 2 5ths to move up 1 spot.
I think a good trade partner for the Lions is 13, the Rams.
Yes, you made a deal with them before.
Yeah. I think 13 is the spot.
Because they could trade back and still get a guy they like at receiver. They could probably still land Mekhi Lemon.
Probably back at 17. I think. I don't think. Because Tampa Bay. Does he go past Tampa Bay?
No, they'll probably go like Sadiq. I don't think they take another wide receiver. Maybe the Jets. I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
All right.
Maybe the Rams. Watch that 13th. Here the Cowboys pick getting announced. No, there you go.
No.
Caleb Downs. Great pick for them. I know Lukas Klotz is furious, and rightfully so. The Cowboys just landed a very, very good player. They landed a very good player. They did. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm going to say this. I don't even know what the 12th overall pick is. Hey, I'm going to just say this. I want you all to buckle your seatbelt for 13. I want all of you to be prepared for the 13th overall pick. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I'll say this now. It's not the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions will not be trading up for the 13th pick, but the player that is selected at 13.
Wait, you know it?
I already know 13. I don't know Dolphins. Gentry. I don't know the Dolphins pick, but I know the Rams pick.
Okay, Booner, I'm going to type it out. I don't want to say it. I'm going to type it.
I'm not.
And just give me a reaction. Don't say
no,
yes or no.
I will not. We're not playing this game.
But now I think I know who it is now because you said that.
But, no, I don't think it's someone that any of you guys would be like, oh, it's this guy. I don't think any of you guys would know.
I'll say this too. Caleb Downs, man, there's only the list of a couple guys that are for sure guys, in my opinion, like blue chip guys, and Caleb Downs is one of them. So
I think he's one of the 5.
Barring that, kind of weird knee injury
knee
thing
stuff.
he had that they found, he is a can't miss prospect in this draft. He's able to play downhill. He's phenomenal in coverage. He takes away half of a football field.
He's got no weaknesses.
He's got no weaknesses. Arguably the best player in the entire draft. And the Cowboys, I mean, I respect what they did. We don't want to even take a chance that Miami makes that selection. Shout out Jerry Jones. I mean, That's a really good pick. This is a player.
I don't know who the 12th pick is. I can't find it.
I think the Dolphins could go a lot of ways. I'll say Reuben Bain, just because they lost Bradley Chubb in free agency. They traded Jalen Phillips at the trade deadline. I think they're in the market for an edge, and I think the guy that plays in the same state at the University of Miami, why not take Reuben Bain?
Yeah,
here?
I think
it makes a ton of sense.
I think that's the best pick here for the Dolphins. You just need any sort of talent on any side of the ball. Your team is a bad.
Yeah,
They're a bad
I think
football
no matter what, if you're the Dolphins, you just go interior.
Either side of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like you said, you keep them in state, Jeff.
Reuben Bain? Reuben Bain. I don't know.
have zero clue, by the way, the Dolphins.
Makai Lemon,
Who is it?
Lucas says.
You hope it's Makai
Lemon.
Lemon.
They did talk about getting younger at receiver. So
Yeah, but I
that's
don't know
on
if
the
they're ready
table.
for a receiver. Who's their quarterback?
You got to think this is their first draft pick.
Malik Willis?
This is their first draft pick.
I did. Field Yates said, ask your friends if they can name 3 wide receivers on the Dolphins, you'll buy them a beer. And I don't think anyone can.
If Klotz can't, nobody can.
Did they
Is
sign
that the
him?
Titans, though?
Lucas said Nick Westbrook.
Okay.
That's one. Taj Washington and Malik Washington.
Both Washingtons. I think he's lying. There's no way. I got to check.
This guy's a dog. If
I
he
don't,
just
I
did
don't
that,
think, I
that's
think he's just
impressive.
naming Washingtons at this point. Malik Washington, Taj Washington. No, Nakeem Hines.
You got 2 of the 3.
Yeah, he's not there. He must be a free agent.
Man, 2. Is it still 2 of the 3 are good though?
Hey, Michigan man, AJ Henning.
So the Dolphins pick is in. We're going to see who the Dolphins ended up taking here. I'll go Reuben Bain, my final prediction.
I'm going to go Reuben Bain as well.
Yeah, if Reuben doesn't go here,
I just got it.
if Reuben doesn't go here, then this arm length thing is bigger of a deal than we thought. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Because if he's not gone, Reuben Bain he's a great player, but the arm length thing is a serious concern then.
Oh my god!
If he doesn't go now. So we're about to find out.
Gosh.
We're about to find out.
I'm telling you, these next 2 picks, boys, something.
You can't hint. You can't hint.
These next 2 picks, this one right here,
You can't hint.
Draft the Miami Dolphins will select Caden.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Alabama. Wow, he goes to the Dolphins. Wow.
Hey, I'll say.
Hey, I want you to take the chat off. I don't want any of you guys look. You guys already probably know 13.
No, I don't. I haven't even looked. I
Move
didn't know
this.
Caden Proctor.
I don't want you to see anything.
Can we just talk about that? Terrible by the Dolphins. Because you got to think, it's not even about Caden Proctor. It's their first pick of a new regime, and you're putting it in the hands of Caden Proctor. That's your first pick of a new regime. Wouldn't you want a guy with no questions at all for your first pick of a new regime? No, they take a guy with the most questions.
He is far from the most polished offensive lineman in this first round. And I think you're exactly right. Why wouldn't you want to take a guy that maybe not surefire, nobody's a surefire, but someone that you can put 100% trust in that is going to be pretty productive in the NFL. And I don't know if Proctor's the guy, best pick. I don't know. But, he's not going to be a Lion now.
Yeah, Lucas just said his concerns are off the field and he just got drafted to Miami. That's actually a good point. Hey, it's going to be hard to keep that weight off in Miami. I'll just tell you that. That's a different city, man. That's a different city. But yeah, Caden Proctor goes incredibly high. A lot of teams were high on him. I understand the potential, the upside. My concern is, what Nick Saban said is you got to. It's good when he's in the building and working with coaches during the season, but on his own, that's when the worry kicks in. Gaining back the weight, a little bit of stuff on the field, maybe some question marks. Taking some plays off. I'm curious how this goes. I'm happy for the guy. He was reported to go high, and he did go high, but
what was that? You guys hear that in our ears? Jeff can't. That was weird.
We'll see, though. I don't know. It's a ballsy pick by the Dolphins, man. for their first pick ever to start it. It's like when Lions, their first pick was Panay. That's this is the complete opposite. Yeah, like Panay, you're like, this guy just watches ball, plays ball, and sleeps on a pillow that is a football. You know what I mean? It's all about ball. Caden Proctor, it's an interesting first pick for the Miami Dolphins regime. I'll just say that. But hey, congratulations to him. The Rams are on the clock here.
Booner said we need to buckle up for this one.
I don't want you guys to see anything.
I'll say this. Ruben Bain is going to fall a couple more picks.
Yes.
Because he's not going to the Rams. He's not going to Baltimore. And he might go Tampa Bay. And maybe you could trade with Baltimore. Maybe you can jump the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because the Bucs, they don't have no edges either.
Hey, can we say so? This draft has been incredible, by the way. This is one of the funnest drafts you have no clue. It's been one of the funnest drafts I think we've had in years.
Yeah, this is insane, man.
It's not like the greatest prospects, but I think it makes it that much more fun.
This draft is incredible. It really is, man. I mean, the Rams can go a lot of different ways. I don't know. They're not going to go edge. They could go tackle.
Buckle up, boys.
You got me.
Buckle up.
I mean,
Ruben Bain's on the board.
Is there a chance this is Ty Simpson? There's no chance.
I'm just saying, buckle.
Okay, let's critically think here. They could take like a secondary player. There's no one really left. Offensive tackle, they could. Defensive lineman, they're not going to do. Not really any linebackers.
Mekhi Lemon's on the board.
It's either wide receiver.
It could be Freeling. But I don't think I'd buckle up for Freeling. You wouldn't tell me to buckle up for Freeling.
I can't believe I'm saying this. It's Mekhi Lemon or they're taking a quarterback. I don't know. Because who's left on the board?
Just showing Ty Simpson right now, dude. If it's Ty Simpson,
Dan Orlovsky's going to get high, dude. He's going to get so fired up. I'll go Mekhi Lemon or Ty Simpson. It's one of the two, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Ty. I don't know,
dude.
There's no way, right?
Like everything we saw, it was all Mekhi Lemon.
He can sit behind Stafford, I guess. That's probably what they would envision. But
realistically,
you don't even try to
2 years left.
Yeah, 2 years.
Max 2 years.
Maybe this is Ty Simpson.
I know. I'm just saying, buckle up. I'm not saying it's Ty Simpson, but really buckle up.
And you got to think from their perspective. Let's look at the Rams' perspective. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Next year, they're going to be picking. Next year, they're going to be picking late 20s. You know what I mean? So from the Rams' perspective, I get it if they take a quarterback. I don't love it, but I can understand it.
Hey, this is getting fun, boys.
This is the highest they're going to be picking in a couple of years. So as long as Matthew's their quarterback.
I will tell you what. Can I give you guys a hint on who will be available after this pick?
No.
The Lions are 4 picks away. I just want to say
I know you're struggling to share secrets. Takes away the draft hype. You can't share secrets. You can't. Me and Caleb have to have raw reactions.
I feel like Adam Schefter. I know everything
because then it ruins the surprise. I can't have it ruined for me. I got to be authentic when I see these picks. I got to. And these, I don't know. Is it Ty Simpson? Probably.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
The way Booner's, he's giving it away about how he's reacting.
No,
it's Ty Simpson.
You need to keep secrets a little bit better.
Because you keep saying, this draft is crazy. And you got the pick. So, it's Ty Simpson.
It's not Ty Simpson.
Want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet. I'll bet you $100.
No, don't say it because now I'm not, now.
It's Ty Simpson. The way he reacted, I know Booner, it's Ty Simpson.
No, it's not Ty Simpson.
Okay. You did this. You went like this. You stare at your phone and went, boys, this draft is insane.
I want to give some hints.
You can't.
Do you expect me to just hold everything in?
Literally, yes.
I mean, dude, this
guy wants to be Jay Glazer announcing the picks.
This is an incredible draft.
I mean, how many commercials are we going to have?
Andrew Jones.
Of course, there's a commercial right here.
By the way, people that are like, Booner, get off your phone. I have to be on our phone for socials and to help the boys out. I have to be.
But don't share.
I'm just spoiled picks for Caleb and Jeff.
If I'm being annoying, listen, they're saying I'm being annoying. You guys,
you're doing it. No, you're not doing anything wrong.
Don't guess it. No, you do. If I say, this draft is exciting, all right, don't try and guess and then be like, he got you, and then be like, you're the worst.
I know you.
I could say, hey, this draft is awesome. 13's going to be insane. You guys don't have to guess it. You be like, let me guess it, and then react to it.
You can't say that.
You can't say that and then get mad at me.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Just when you see the pick,
all right, I'm just going to stop talking. How
Okay,
about that?
you can do that. I was just saying when you see
I mean, no, don't stop telling me if I see what. I just won't say anything. I'll just sit here quiet.
just don't give it away.
I'm trying to.
I know it's
bring
hard. It's
suspense
hard.
to
If I
show,
knew the pick,
and
I'd
then you
probably
guys
say
trying
I'm
Simpson.
still in full suspense. Like
No,
I
you're
actually,
not.
no, I don't think it's Simpson.
I feel like it's Simpson.
I'm trying to bring suspense to the show, and you guys hit me with the. You guys literally just put me in a torture chamber until I gave
So
it to you.
how's it our fault? I'm sorry then. I'm sorry.
Don't try and
I'm
guess
just-
the pick.
You literally you gave it
I
away.
set you guys up, and then for the next 5 minutes, you guys kept saying names and looking at me until I reacted.
No, I didn't. I was just saying.
Yeah, you guys know you
No,
did
I just
that.
said what I thought.
I didn't.
What
I'm
I'm
your
going to
reaction
continue
was.
doing what I'm doing. Just don't ask me to
Okay.
give hints.
No, that's on me then. I'm sorry.
I don't want to give hints.
I'm sorry for assuming what your reaction
I'm
was.
gonna try and throw lobs to you guys.
I don't want lobs. That's the
I
point.
don't want
No
lobs.
lobs.
Okay, you know
No
what?
lobs. I don't want a lob. I want to just freak out.
I want a bounce pass with 2 seconds left
So
on the
how
shot
am I
clock.
supposed to talk about the pick if I know the pick?
Then talk about like what the team needs.
I got
the
it there. I really put it in
No,
the
it's
corner.
not. So I don't want to get spoiled. Okay, spoil it then.
No,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what to tell
going
you.
to.
I don't want to. I don't
All
want to
right,
be spoiled.
let's knock it off.
I want to be surprised
All right.
authentically.
Knock it off.
You've said it 10 times.
All right, here we go. It's Ty Simpson.
Guys, just
Ty.
No.
It's Ty
No.
Simpson.
That is actually insane.
Yeah,
That
is
is
insane.
actually insane. If they were going to go get Ty Simpson, I thought it was going to be a trade up spot in the back of the first round, but they stick and pick at 13 to take a guy who might not play for 2 years. Look, Ty Simpson, he's a great quarterback. I think he has all the tools to be a good quarterback in the NFL. But at 13, sticking and picking, taking a franchise guy that's not going to play for 2 years, I'll say this as a Lions fan, I'm ecstatic. As a guy who doesn't like the Rams, thank you. Thank you for taking Ty Simpson. We're not going to see him for 3 years. Taking him at 13,
Yeah,
crazy.
guess what, though? He gets to learn from Matthew Stafford. I can understand the vision there. He only has 1 year of starting experience, and he's not the biggest guy either. So I'm curious how. I mean, the Rams are convicted. They have conviction on Ty Simpson. And I said it before. This is the Falcons' pick. You know what I mean? They're not going to be picking 13. They're going to be picking at the end of the draft for the next couple of years. So they felt like this is their guy, and they took him. So
Look, we said a couple times, if a team wants Ty Simpson, they're going to have to trade in the back of the first round to get him because of the way the second round kind of lays out with the Jets there at 33. I think the Cardinals maybe have 34. I could be wrong on that. But at 13, I mean, this is something we didn't expect. Booner telling us buckle up was absolutely warranted because I was not expecting this whatsoever.
They just
it
said-
was warranted. I should have done it. Yeah. What?
what'd you say?
What did they say?
No, what did you just say?
I said it was warranted.
It says here the Rams called Matthew Stafford today to inform him they planned on selecting Ty Simpson. So they told Matthew Stafford today. So they called him today, which they must have.
Wow.
Maybe this is like the board fell how it fell, and they're like, let's just take Ty Simpson.
I think no matter what going into today, they knew they were going Ty Simpson. And by the way, too, if you're the Cardinals, that's who you wanted. And they, instead of trading back and taking a Ty Simpson or whatever, moving around, they just lost out on their franchise quarterback like that. That was their plan, I bet, was Ty Simpson.
You said it, Boone. You said I kind of want to I want to bet on him to go in the first round because there's a reason they asked him to be at the draft.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He was never going to go day 2. He knew that a team really like promised him, hey, we are taking you no matter what.
By the way, Bain is still on the board. He's still here, man.
Yeah, it's. I think. I mean,
If he's there for the Lions and they pass on him, I'm gonna love tomorrow's show.
Who, Ruben
Bain,
Oh.
and they pass. I don't think he's a Lions guy, man. I don't, and I would want him. I would want him.
I looked up, though, the thing today. Edge rushers that have his arm length to get 10-plus sacks in the season. It was said that there was very, very few, if maybe zero.
But they don't need him to.
No, they don't need him
With
to,
Aiden.
but I guess at 17. But if he's falling for a reason.
It's the
arms.
It's the arms mixed with the other stuff. I would take him because all you need next to Hutch is like 8 to 10 sacks a year, and if he doesn't get you 10, he gets you 8, 9. That's fine. He's a great run defender.
You know who a player I'm shocked is still on the board right now?
That dude would be so good.
Mekhi Lemon. I thought he was going to be in the top 15.
I thought he was Rams. I thought he was.
Me too.
Honestly, I
all
think
day.
the more I've read about or watched about him, I think it's just he's small and not super athletic, but but he's just a really good. He's like Amon-Ra comp, but Amon-Ra fell the 4th round because he wasn't the biggest.
Yeah, but
he wasn't the fastest, but he has the production. Yeah,
I think that's the thing that you look at and you go, all right, can you produce?
He might be a late round guy
for sure.
Lemon. Not late round, late first round guy. They had him in the teens, but notice the big receivers are getting taken. They're not going. He's a small. He's not really. Can he handle the number one production and like the workload? You know what I mean? The type of workload as a number one receiver, maybe. But that teams probably feel like he can't. Vega's number 2 best available. This is Vega.
This is Vega.
Feels like Vega here. Their guard, they had Caleb Czarnik at guard last year. All due respect.
I mean, good player.
Daniel Falele or whatever his name is. Ravens fans wanted him shot into the moon.
Yeah.
Into the space. Shot out of a cannon. So they're probably going to take Vega. This would be a great pick for them if they took Vega. I would be upset, but I would understand it completely. It's a great pick if they go Vega.
Got it. Winner of the NFL draft, Ty Simpson. Dude, you get to go play for Sean McVay, and you get drafted way higher than you thought you were.
Les Snead hasn't. I mean, the last quarterback they taken in the first round was who? Jared Goff. It's the last quarterback they selected in the first round. So Ty Simpson's the second. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going Vega here. Booner, Jeff?
I'll go Vega, unfortunately.
I have all these graphics.
I
have so many graphics for the Lions at 17.
You're prepared for so many
1, 2, 3,
scenarios.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
You'd be a rich
11,
guy.
12, 13. I have 13 graphics for the Lions at 17. All right, the 14th pick. The Baltimore Ravens have selected Vega.
No!
Vega.
Guard, Penn State goes to the Baltimore Ravens.
No.
I think that was known, guys. I had
know.
that mock in my first round mock today with Vega. I think everyone knew.
Son of a bitch.
If you're in there with Lamar Jackson, if that interior is elite, the only thing they need to do now is get a center with Tyler Linderbaum leaving. If they draft a center in today or tomorrow, they're set. Really, tomorrow it's going to be, but if they go out and get a center, I think that's a great pick for them.
Yeah, no surprise here. I mean, this was in basically every single mock. I've mocked him here a couple times. This is the biggest position of need, I believe, for Baltimore. They go get Trey Hendrickson this offseason that fills their edge rusher need, and now you just shore up that offensive line with Vega. I mean, you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. That's going to be a pretty dominant run game. If Vega becomes the player we believe he can become at a guard position.
Tough.
This draft is flying, by the way, boys.
It is. I mean,
this is awesome. Lions are in 3 picks.
I didn't think the 8-minute thing would be that crazy, but it is. Oh,
I can't believe it. I hate it, dude. I hate it. And by the way, this is probably Ruben Bain. This is Ruben Bain watch. I mean, right here.
This is Sadiq watch as well.
If
this could be a weapon just
this
in
is
general.
it, guys. This is the draft. I mean, this is the draft for the Lions. If the Bucs don't take Ruben Bain here, and I think they do, let's just say they don't, he's there for the Lions. This right here is the pick.
Assuming the Jets take.
They took an edge.
Oh yeah. I mean,
If the Bucs do not select Ruben Bain, he's going to be there at 17. So that's the reality. All right. So we just have to hope that he makes one more pick, and then he'll get 2 more picks.
Moving forward, the Lions are up in 2 picks. I'm not touching my phone. Phone is down until after the Lions pick.
wow.
Phone is down.
Wow.
Here we go. This is Ruben Bain watch. If he doesn't go 15, he's going to be there at 17.
Guys, this could be Mekhi Lemon. 100% this could be Mekhi Lemon.
Could be
Chris Godwin's basically playing on one leg and he's getting old. You lose Mike Evans. I mean, this definitely could be a weapon. And then, dude, Bain is there for you.
It could be Sadiq. It could be Bain. It could be Lemon.
Now, in this spot, Jeff, like with Bain on the board, depending, obviously, we kind of know what those first 14 teams thought about Ruben Bain, but that makes pick 17 a little bit more valuable. You could probably get more capital if you wanted to trade back. If you really wanted to tackle, go Blake Miller, go Monroe Freeling. There could be a team behind you 18, 19, 20 that are drooling over Ruben Bain. You could get some more capital if you trade back.
Yeah,
Bain is there.
You could.
Unless you 100% think they should stick and pick Ruben Bain.
They should no question stick and pick Ruben Bain. I just think him and Aiden would feed families.
Yeah, that's me.
He would feed families for generations.
Oh.
Them too. Yeah, it's because of his phone. They would feed families for generations. Reuben Bain and Aiden Hutchinson would feed families for generations. I'll say it one more time in case you didn't hear me.
Yes, they would.
Reuben
feed
Bain and
families
Aiden
for
Hutchinson. Okay,
generations.
thank you. Just make sure you heard me. He would be to get him at 17 and not have to trade up would be insane. I think Tampa. This is my final guess. I think he goes to Tampa because Tampa's like, bro, we have AQM. That's what we got at edge.
Yeah. Top 10 sacks. Remember?
But they could use Reuben Bain, and
We're
he stays
good.
in Florida too. I don't know if they really care about that, but this is the pick for Reuben Bain, in my opinion. But if he's not taken, Brad, just please take Reuben Bain. If Reuben Bain goes here, you got Monroe Freeling right in your lap.
Yes, 100%.
So they are in a good spot at 17. You don't have to trade up. You can stay put and take your guy. Don't trade back. Stay put and take your guy. I said that last week, and I stick by it.
Jeff and Booner, I do not think this is. I do not personally. I don't think this is Reuben Bain. I think this is Weapon. And a name I want to throw out there too here.
I'm so
NFL
nervous.
draft. Anything can happen here. A name I want to throw out for the Bucs here. 3 guys, because I do think this is Weapon. I think this could be Casey Concepcion. I do. I think this could be Makai Lemon, and I think this could be Kenan Sadiq. I don't think this is Reuben Bain here.
Can I ask you a question, boys? Because we're 2 picks from the Detroit Lions. I'm going to predict Monroe Freeling to the Lions. That's my final prediction. I think
we were just talking before you joined.
Who's at 16?
The Jets. They're not going to take a tackle.
I think
so
you
you're
could get Monroe Freeling here.
You can. We were just talking before you joined. If Reuben Bain goes here, you get Freeling, and if Reuben Bain doesn't, you get Reuben Bain there at 17.
Yeah, I think that's a
so
very,
it's Reuben
very...
Bain or Freeling. I'm with you. It's one of those two in the trenches.
I think there's a 5% chance the Lions draft Reuben Bain. Even if he's there,
I
don't think they
agree
take
with
him.
so
I don't think they take him.
I agree. I agree with you.
They will take
He's
him.
not a Lions guy because I was a big Jalen Carter guy. They didn't take him, so I'm with you. But I don't want to think like that because I'm going to say what I think they should do, and that's what they should do.
You're about to get hurt, man.
I'm going to get my feelings hurt. He's not a
You're going to get
Lions
hurt.
guy, but he's a great player. You know what I mean? Number 2 edge rusher for the Lions. Woo! You wouldn't hear me say edge and rusher. Edge and rusher.
Yeah.
Those 2 words, you wouldn't hear me say it for years if they took Reuben Bain in the draft.
You can't.
I would be
this is all we've been asking for.
Edge, rusher. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say a word if they took Reuben Bain. Come on. They got Monroe Freeling or Reuben Bain. If you take Brad,
dude,
if you take Kenan Sadiq and he's there,
Jeff, I
Reuben
think
Bain's
there
on the
is
board.
a high. Monroe Freeling's my pick. I think there's a really high chance they just go out of nowhere, like Malachi Lawrence, or like Kenyon Sadiq,
like smartest guy in the room pick,
or like Dylan Thieneman,
oh gosh,
Jamad McCoy. Like I just feel like there's going to be a
Thieneman's a name I didn't even fucking think
there's
of.
going to be they might just
the
throw
white guy with some motion.
Caleb Banks. Like there might be.
I mean, they have a better Dan Jackson looking at him at 17.
Hey, Mike.
All right, with the 15th pick, Mr. Goodell is in.
Here we go.
Reuben Bain Jr. Miami is going
Freeling.
to.
Monroe
By the
Freeling.
way, for the Bucks, that is an incredible
Great pick, dude. That's a great pick for them.
Getting him at
Jason
15
Light, great pick. Jason Light. You guys a great
is
jam.
incredible. Hey, Gentry.
I mean, it's,
Michael. I text you. Seeing what?
what?
Seeing what?
I feel like you're. How are you seeing it so fast?
Literally, I took off my headphones and heard him say it. Reuben
Yeah.
Bain. Are you not? Can you not hear the
No,
TV?
I couldn't hear him. That's
I
why.
take off the earphone.
Okay.
All right, we are 2 picks away. I
was
don't know.
so confused. For
I don't know.
the
The picks in for the Jets. I don't know it. I put my phone down, boys. I feel naked right now.
I feel like I'm going to throw up. And
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be honest.
picks.
I feel like I'm going to throw up, and I'm going to be honest. I mean, I have.
I don't know what's happening. I really don't.
They already. I mean, we know Aaron Glenn might.
I don't know. And this one for the Jets could be like
Kenyon Sadiq. I know they have. They I know. I think this. If you're the Jets, give your future quarterback some assets, man.
this could be Kenan Sadiq.
Garrett Wilson's a great receiver.
It's going to be an offensive player. It's going to
David Bailey and Kenyon Sadiq would be incredible.
It's going to be Kenan Sadiq
or Monroe Freeling.
Or
it's one of those two.
No, because they have 2 tackles, Fashanu and Membu.
Oh,
So they're going to go.
Freeling
That's
to the
what I said.
Lions,
That's what I said.
dude.
He's going to be there for the Lions.
Oh, I'm fired
It's either going to be Sadiq or Mekhi Lemon. They're going to take an offensive weapon.
By the way, Lions pick here and 2 picks after the Jets. We have 600 people in here now watching. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure hit the like, subscribe, all of that. Shout out to the Dog and Pony Brewing here in Oak Park. If you guys ever are around the area, make sure to come check it out. It's unbelievable. Shout out to Kyle. It's a great spot. They do food trucks, everything here. It's unreal.
You had yourself a hell of a brat earlier.
A what?
Hell of a brat.
Yeah, this place is amazing.
Yeah, I had a brat, a beer brat. It was unbelievable.
I mean, my hands couldn't be more clammy. My stomach couldn't hurt worse than it is right now. Guys, if it's not what okay, if this is not tackle.
Dude,
here for the Jets.
Can we also say this too? Brad was disciplined. He didn't move up. He stayed at 17.
And that was something I've said for the last few months is Brad, and I've mentioned it before the show.
I said they stay put.
You did. Hey, I give you credit. But you remember I said before the show, I said, look at last year. Brad has always, when he wanted someone, he's been very, very like, I'm going to move up. People don't realize this. He moved up for Tate Ratledge in the second round last year, 3-4 picks. He moved up for Isaac Tesla last year. So if he likes someone, he obviously, his guy is still on the board. I actually think they liked Caleb Proctor, dude. And I think that he went earlier than they thought.
Thank God. That's fine.
I think
that's a blessing in disguise.
I think he wanted Caden Proctor.
Yeah.
I do. And I think he ended up going, 11th?
Yeah, and if he got to that 13, 14
range,
I think he would have pulled the trigger.
Yeah. We still have Monroe Freeling on the board, boys.
Yeah, and he's going to be a better player than Caden Proctor.
Monroe Freeling can step in instantly, play, and has the highest ceiling in this class.
Man, Ruben Bain was a pipe dream, wasn't it? He was going to fall another pick.
I mean, he got to 15, though. I don't think any of us had him go to 15.
No, yeah. And you couldn't trade. I mean, who's going to trade with you? The Ravens weren't trading back. They want to take Vega. The Bucs were taking Bain. Like, yeah, this was always going to happen.
I'm so nervous, boys. I'm so nervous.
Here we go. Jets pick is in. Final picks, final thoughts. Who do they go?
Jets? I think they go Kenny and Sadiq.
I'll go Mekhi Lemon. I'll make it different.
Dude, Mekhi Lemon and freaking.
Okay, I'll make it different. I'll go Concepcion. Oh, dude, it's not gonna be tackle. It's not gonna be. What is so different about Concepcion and Mekhi Lemon? You literally
Mekhi Lemon's way better than
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Caleb didn't like that.
No, I didn't.
What type of receiver do they need with Garrett Wilson though? Like who?
Garrett's like he can play everywhere.
He does all around. So do you want a big body guy? Do you want a bigger, someone to throw on the outside?
All right, this is huge.
That's what I was thinking. That was why I was asking the question. Was like, does Denzel go at 16? Omar Cooper Jr. is my thought, actually. That just hit me. The Jets select
Kenyon Sadiq. They get the tight end.
Listen, I don't think they thought Kenyon Sadiq was going to be on the board. And
wow. I'll say this, as much as I'm skeptical, but you guys know how I feel about tight ends in the first round. Let me be very complimentary of Kenyon Sadiq. This guy is a yards after catch guy. He just is, man. I mean, he can make plays, and he did that. He did that at Oregon, and the Lions' pick is already in, guys.
The pick is in.
The pick is already in.
I'm gonna have him record us.
Hey guys,
Mike.
Could you record the boys' reaction?
The reaction. You can do it from behind there, so we get this.
The guy that is the most obvious pick in the world. Monroe Freeling is staring at you right now.
Monroe Freeling is staring at you. You gotta. I mean, they put it in like that.
Give me the tackle, Michael Gentry. Oh man, let that thing roll. I'll clip it down.
You hit it. Hit record
for the vlog.
Here we go.
Give me the tackle, Michael Gentry. There we go. Run it back. Give me the tackle.
Give me the tackle.
Give me Monroe Freeling
right here.
This would be the
Freeling
one, dude.
is on the board.
This would be like the outside. That'd be like the best pick since Nate Sewell or Aiden Hutchinson. That's how I would feel.
This
Did you get
right
Monroe at 17?
Here we go.
Come on.
Hey, can we at least say Sadiq's off the board, so we don't have to worry about tight end here. At least.
Should I put this on for good luck?
Put it on for good luck.
Oh my God, dude! What if it's not? What if it's not Monroe Freeling?
If they don't go Monroe Freeling, listen, we still might get a good player. But Monroe Freeling's sitting in your lap right now. What's my saying that I said?
Lions fans, how we feeling?
What is this? What is this?
How we feeling?
Bud, come here and sit on my lap. Come on, Monroe Freely.
Come on, Monroe Freeling. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go on. Bring the Georgia. Pair him with his best buddy. Pair him with his best buddy, Tate Ratledge.
God, if they take him, they didn't even meet with him for a top 30. They just love his tape. Come on.
What do you do with Panay at that point?
Keep him.
All right.
Or you can move him. It depends. I mean, it depends with Monroe Freeling. I think he could play right. He hasn't played a lot. He can probably play right, to be honest with you.
Not a commercial now.
Monroe Freeling. I hate the commercial.
Monroe Freeling, no matter what.
I hate the commercial, by the way.
If it's not Monroe Freeling, I'm leaving. And that's kind of just the fact of the matter.
Come on. Let's go.
I mean, it's setting up perfect for you.
Why do we get commercial for the Lions?
I want to see the war room. Can we see the war room? I want to see the boys dapping. Everyone's dapping each other up in there.
Dude, if we get Monroe Freeling and actually roll out of this with a first-round tackle, that could be an all-pro in the future. Like, it would be one of those things because last year we talked about edge. What was the last time we talked about a player?
Okay, good.
Oh, jeez.
Does Klotz
know it? No one knows it. All right, we're good.
Klotz knows it.
All right.
Did you tweet it out, Klotz? Come on.
Is it going to be Freeling?
We hope so.
We hope so. We hope so.
I'm a Georgia fan. So
I'm with you.
We got a Georgia fan in the house. Come on.
The Georgia fan. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Like 1 year, Georgia offensive linemen, they very rarely.
Yeah.
They do good in the NFL for the most part.
We need them.
It looks like it's always what you think's going to happen. It's the opposite.
Give us Monroe Freeling. Give us Monroe Freeling.
We got to get a lot.
You got to get a tackle.
What are the commercials on for right now?
Crazy. There might be another one after this.
Yep. They got to keep Messador still here, but there's no way they pass. There's no way they pass on Monroe Freeling, guys. There's no way.
What if it's
Monroe Freeling?
What if it's
Oh my gosh! I mean, listen.
I'm taking that out of the air.
Listen, he's a ball player.
He is.
He's a ball player. I'll tell you what.
He's probably such a damn.
I mean, can we put in the pick already, man?
The pick's in.
No,
can
we share the pick already?
I'm so tired of sitting here on commercials.
I mean, they're showing an insurance commercial. Like,
I don't like this. This makes me so nervous. Honestly, my heart's been beating 100 miles per hour for the last 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness, man! Lions fans, be prepared.
I want to look at the chat so bad.
I don't know what the chat's saying. Please don't spoil it, guys. Don't be douchebags. Don't be spoiling the pick.
Monroe Freeling.
I mean, how many commercials can they play before?
They're milking
ridiculous.
it. They're milking it,
This is
man.
insane.
They're milking this thing. They're playing a stupid Heinz commercial.
This is insane. No, if you move a little bit more, you will be, but you're in a good spot. You're in a good spot right now. This is insane. Another commercial. The hype has really just died down a little bit.
I'm going to throw up.
I hate that the Lions are on the pick right now and they just did commercial. Take Monroe Freeling out of the picture. Who's one crazy pick right now?
Like crazy?
Where you would be like, oh, wow. I think Maxi Anator would be one.
Malachi Lawrence.
Malachi, Anthony Hill Jr.
It's always the guy.
Just right click and copy.
Here we go.
Right click, paste it.
Everybody in here's on their feet, man. This place is
This
ready.
is incredible.
This could go.
This is incredible. Come on, boys.
Come on, Monroe Freeling, baby.
Here we go, man.
You got
Here
it, Klotz?
we go. The pick is in.
Here we go.
The pick is in. Come on.
Come on, boys. Give us Monroe Freeling.
They're going to do this 30-second intro, man.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we got quiet in here. It's so quiet in here right now. I feel like I should be whispering.
I like it.
I feel like I should be whispering. Flannel sand in the Bix. It's so quiet in here. Oh my gosh.
Make a wish, man.
Make a wish.
They got to make it serious. Yeah,
we respect that.
Yeah. John Cena, man. Shout out.
Yeah. Come on.
There we go.
Wish, man.
What a kid, man.
Give us Monroe Freeling, kid. Make my wish come true.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Come on, it's Make-A-Wish.
I know.
Stop. Come on.
You speed it up a little bit. I'm
It's a
sorry.
kid.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh! Blake Miller!
I mean,
Oh my gosh!
That's my guy,
Right
Blake
tackle out of
Miller.
Clemson, Blake Miller.
10-year starter, pro bowler, all pro.
Oh my
Give me Blake
gosh,
Miller.
Blake
I think I'm the
Miller.
only one excited in here for
No,
that.
I'm not.
Miller.
Booner.
Give it up for Blake
Booner.
Miller.
Booner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Blake
Wow.
Miller, boys.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
I like
man.
that
I'll
pick.
say this.
I said he has the highest floor
Highest
out of
floor.
tackles in
That
this
is
draft
true.
class.
That
3 or
is
4
true.
years at Clemson. He's only missed one practice, no games, nothing. This is a dog. Penei Sewell, guess what? Welcome to left tackle.
You know what? I'll say
Blake Miller, you're starting right tackle for the next 7 to 10 years for the Detroit Lions. Mark my words.
I'll say this. The move is just it's a solid move by the Lions. I'll say this about Blake Miller, man. Started a lot of games, ton of experience. You kind of know what he brings to the table. And there was a story he told at the NFL Combine where he said he missed a practice. He's never missed a practice or a game. He missed one practice, and he said he was pissed. He couldn't be out there with his teammates. So a lot of people, this is the Dan Campbell guy in the draft. I mean, he just is. He's a guy that kind of is the epitome of grit and consistency and reliability. There are things about his upside, maybe like high floor type of prospect, but he played a lot at right tackle. This keeps Penei keep going to left tackle, and you could slot Blake Miller right in that right.
Yeah,
So.
this is a guy that I thought the Lions would be in a trade back situation for with Blake Miller. I with Monroe Freeling on the board, I thought it was going to be him, but I'm very happy with Blake Miller. He started 54 consecutive games at Clemson at right tackle, and like you just said, this means it kind of pencils in Penei Sewell at your left tackle position. I like the pick, total Dan Campbell guy, and he filled a position of need. Look, it was him or Monroe Freeling there for me.
Yeah, you know what I'll say? I'll say Blake.
Caleb
Banks.
I just want so much money.
Hey, I'll say.
I just want so much money. Plus 600 first round. Plus 600. Plus 600 in the first round.
Wow.
There you go.
Come on,
There
man.
you go, man. Hey, I'll say this Blake Miller pick, like, I know people are probably going to see the reaction to me and be like, this guy hates the pick. I'll say this. I don't hate the pick. I don't. Like last year, Tyleek being drafted was more shocking than Blake Miller being drafted. I think Blake Miller was in a bucket of guys that are going to go in the first round. And the Lions love the mentality he plays with. He plays like a Lion. Now, the upside, I get the concern. You know, Monroe Freeling, maybe you can argue has a higher upside, but you kind of know what you're getting with Blake Miller, man. Right tackle, who's just nasty, gritty, has a ton of experience. And I'll tell you this, I'll say this right now with Blake Miller coming to Detroit, this guy could play right away for you. He really could. He could play right away for you week one. I think he could start. He has the capability. Now, will he? I don't know. They'll probably ease him along, but he has got that type of experience. Hey, Kyle, solid pick.
I love it.
Yes,
it's
I
solid
love the pick. I love the
Gritty
pick.
pick.
Guys gone, I'm fine with that, boys.
Yeah.
Just fine. He's going to fit right in.
Me and Kyle were Vega guys. Vega's off the board. Blake Miller's a Detroit Lion here. So, yeah, you know what? He is. Blake Miller's a guy who's going to step in day one and start games for you. He just is, man. So I can't be mad at it. We had preferences, but
I actually, and I'm glad that it turned out the way.
this guy's going to snag Larry Borum's spot in like a couple weeks.
This was a guy, though, that I've brought up as like a sleeper pick for the Lions. I've actually didn't bring him up for 17. It was always like, hey, trade back and get him. But the sense was, and you know this, Jeff, we've talked about Blake Miller a lot. I was higher on him than most. I know early on you're like, I'm not a Blake Miller guy.
Yeah,
and I was trying to convince you. And the reason is he's a starter. Like,
I don't
he's
hate the prospect.
In my opinion, he's the safest tackle pick in this first round. The safest. You know he's going to be really good in the NFL.
Right.
And he plays through injury. He's a Dan Campbell guy. So, I can deal with the Blake Miller pick.
It's funny. Colton said it on Lions Collective the other day. He's like, I just think Blake Miller is a Lions pick. Like, just in terms of what he embodies. And it makes sense. I mean, he's just like a lion. I don't know. I know people like sometimes hate hearing stuff like that, but it's true. Like, Lions are going to take their guys, and you got a guy like Blake Miller who was pissed he missed a practice. You know what I mean?
One practice, broken hand.
Played 54 consecutive games for Clemson. 54.
He missed a practice, and they asked him about it. He says, I was just pissed I couldn't be out there with my teammates. He goes, I delayed my surgery till spring break so I could play. Like, that's a guy the Lions are gonna love. You know what I mean? The grit, the type of ferociousness he plays with. You watch some of the tape, man. He finishes. I mean, he puts guys on their asses.
And I know a big question mark here too will be why not Monroe Freeling. Those two tackles were. I mean, I think Booner just said it too. Blake Miller was probably the safest tackle because there's really no injury problems. He was consistent at Clemson. I really, really like this pick. You guys mocked it I think it was a week ago. You guys had him trading back for Blake Miller. I'm not sure if they could have done that. I love the pick at 17 for him. I do.
You know what? Another player, and I'll give you guys looking back, I guess, like a little. And I didn't know too much about him at the time, but I like to think it's kind of a similar type of maybe career arc. I would hope it would be great if it had happened. When the Lions took Taylor Decker in the first round, you know what I mean? He didn't have he was maybe a little more better of a pass protector coming out, but look at Taylor Decker. There was I think we brought it up on Lions Collective too. There's two other tackles taken before him that ended up having Pro Bowl, All-Pro careers.
Huh? Philadelphia, by the way, just traded up to the 20th overall pick.
But what I was saying is Taylor Decker maybe didn't have the All-Pro career that the two guys taken in front of him had. But guess what? Taylor Decker was in the league for a while, and the Lions talked about how reliable he was. That might be kind of a similar career arc for Blake Miller. Maybe he's not an all-pro guy, but he's just going to be a solid, right tackle for you for a long time. And
you're getting a healthy, younger Taylor Decker, and I don't think anybody would be mad at that.
Yeah, I mean that's probably his fair. And he plays right, so it helps. Panay's going to play left. We already know that. That books that right away. So Panay at left tackle. We'll see what happens at left guard. Still got plenty of stuff that happened in the draft. And the Eagles you mentioned traded up, which this will be interesting. I don't know. The Eagles could go a couple of different ways with their selection too, because tackle seems like an obvious one, but they also could use an edge. You know what a sleeper in Philly would be? Akeem Mesidor, or Falk or something.
Yeah.
Philly with an edge, man.
They're Mesidor probably the best edge on the board right now, and that's the biggest Howie Roseman pick of all time. This could be
for sure.
Right here with Carolina.
Here we go. I think,
they cooked.
Yeah.
Monroe Freeling
right
to the
after.
Panthers. Listen,
he was mocked there a lot.
Yeah. I thought he was going to make it to the Steelers, honestly. But honestly, listen, I know everyone wanted Monroe Freeling, Lions fans. We obviously did. I don't hate the Blake Miller pick. I like it. I'm with you. This has been a guy that I've talked about a lot, and I'm confident that he's going to come in and you're not rolling with Larry Borum anymore.
No,
you're
rolling
with
I'm
Blake
with you.
Miller.
I'm not gonna say I never. It's not that I didn't like him. I wasn't a fan of I wasn't as optimistic about him turning into this high type of prospect, all pro type of player.
You were never gonna get a Panay Sewell, in my opinion.
But I'm not saying Panay Sewell, but Monroe Freeling, I think has that type of upside, Pro Bowl upside. But Blake maybe higher floor. I understand the higher floor argument. I do. I'm not gonna sit here and poo-poo it.
Is this the least shocking pick Brad Holmes has made in the first round in his tenure outside of Panay Sewell?
The least shocking?
I think it's shocking because Monroe Freeling was on the board. I think tackle-wise, I'm just honestly, take away the name. Can we actually give Brad Holmes some credit here tonight?
That's what I'm saying, that he took a tackle?
Yeah, well, it was shocking because he doesn't go like usually needs. I think there was a world where, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, I know all of you in the bottom of your gut was a little worried that he wasn't going to go tackle.
Yes.
And that's where I'm like, hey, Brad Holmes, credit to you, hat off to you. Thank you for making that move and doing what we all wanted you to do. Because in the past, he's gone the opposite of what we've wanted. We've been edge, this, and he's gone the opposite. He did it for
I think
us
there's
now.
a world he thinks Blake Miller, and I don't think I'm just saying he might think he's the best player available.
Yeah. The Eagles select with the 20th overall pick.
Mekhi Lemon. All right.
Wow.
A.J. Brown's gone.
And Philly.
A.J. Brown's gone. They trade for Wicks. They draft Mekhi Lemon. A.J. Brown's gone.
That's
He's
a good
gone.
fit there. It's a good fit there, man. Mekhi Lemon in Philly is a good fit. I mean, I think he's a good slot player for them, and he's someone that, you know, with Jalen Hurts, kind of like a safety blanket in a way. You could tell. I mean, Amon-Ra, that type of prototype. You remember Amon-Ra coming out? These type of prototypes Amon-Ra is like usually late round guys or mid round guys. I should say, not late, mid round guys. Now you have Mekhi Lemons. Like Amon-Ra kind of paved the way for some of these guys, where they're like smaller, but they're feisty
And reliable.
You know, they're reliable. They got great hands, and you know they're not the fastest or the strongest, but they just make plays. And Mekhi Lemon's that, man. He's a gritty receiver. I think he's a good fit for Philly. So good pick by Howie, man. They trade up and get their guy.
I mean, AJ Brown is a Patriot. He's 1,000% a Patriot.
Yep, that's definitely this. It definitely leads me to believe that. That Mekhi Lemon. Now they got a rookie contract receiver to pair with who they already have here in Devontae Smith. So, how are we feeling? Chat? I want to get the vibes on the chat here. You know, I'm going to put a poll in the chat and see if you guys like the pick or not. You guys can vote on it. Let us know. If you're watching, hit the like button on the stream. I'm going to put a poll in there. Do you like the Blake Miller pick?
Yeah, I see a lot of people are saying Lions got a mid player. I've seen a couple chats already. Listen, Blake Miller, I don't think is mid. I think he's a good player. Is he going to be a great all-pro player like Penei Sewell? Maybe not. Like, that's where I think Monroe Freeling, you had the opportunity where he potentially at one point in his career could be all-pro for you. I think Blake Miller, though, might not be all-pro, hey, was Taylor Decker ever an all-pro tackle?
No,
he wasn't. He was only a
That
Pro
was the comp
Bowler.
I just made, actually, a minute ago.
And that's, I think, what you're trying to replace. You're trying to find your Taylor Decker. You had the best offensive line in the NFL with Taylor Decker. Blake Miller becomes your Taylor Decker. You can have the best offensive line again. I'm fired up that Brad Holmes went tackle. I really am.
He went cheaper and got somebody that is steady. He's steady, man.
I think it was the plan all along. I think when they said told Taylor Decker, you know, you're going to have to fight for your spot, I think they knew they were going to go tackle this year.
Yeah.
I can't believe Mekhi Lemon to the Eagles.
I just want people to give Blake Miller a chance too. At the end of the day,
Are people not? I haven't really looked at any of the reactions.
He's
I've
definitely
seen a couple.
mid. You know, he is mid. He's not mid. Like, I know if it's not. This is where sometimes I think Lions fans start to get a little turned off. Where it's like, if it's not the guy you wanted, it's automatically mid. Where it's like, no, it's actually a good pick. Yeah, would you have liked to trade back? Maybe. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, but I don't care about that because I said that. I've been saying this, dude. Like, stay put 17.
Get
just
your
take
guy.
him. Take
If
your
you
guy.
have a guy that you
I
love,
don't
take
care
him.
about trade back. If they like him, take him.
And at the end of the day,
Maybe you could have argued Monroe, but that's the discussion people are going to have in debate for a couple of years. You know, it's like, who is the better player there? But they thought Blake was their guy.
Yeah.
And honestly, based on what he was saying at the combine and the tape, I mean, I could see it. I understand why.
and I think it's arguable. Like, you could argue that was their BPA.
I would rather have him over Max Yanachor. I'll say that.
I agree. We've
Yeah.
had this conversation
Yeah,
before.
I'll
Actually.
say it, guys. If you disagree in the chat, that's fine. But I don't want a project. I'm cool with that, man. At least you get steady reliability. He was a first round pick. I mean, that's what Blake Miller. It wasn't like Tyleek. Tyleek was like projected a second with the first. He's a first round pick. Blake Miller. I mean, he was. He was going to go. If he wouldn't go to the Lions, he was going to go like 5 picks, 6 picks later.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
So it's like, I get it. I'm not really upset about it. Maybe it's not the sexy pick, but it's the gritty pick.
Yeah, but it's the pick they needed to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, again, like I understand there's going to be a ton of questions over Monroe Freeling. I would have enjoyed either of these guys. If it was Monroe Freeling, I would have been just as happy as I am right now. I probably preferred Monroe Freeling, but Blake Miller, like Booner's trying to say, like he's a damn good football player, and he's exactly what the Lions needed. A player that's reliable with no injury history, and a player that you know you're going to put in day one at right tackle when you move Pineda left, and he's going to be a good football player for you.
And we'll see. That'll be something people follow. You know, Monroe Freeling, the thing you talk about with him is the inexperience. You know, He doesn't have a lot of starts. You know, they probably look at Blake as 50-plus starts. The guy's put up a lot of tape.
I'll tell you what, the doc texted me, said, what's the reaction? He said, I'm actually kind of glad. He said, he said it was a safe pick.
Yeah, I don't mind
And,
it.
and
I
you know
don't.
what? I'd rather them take a safe pick
I'm not crashing out.
than do something crazy.
It's not enough for me to crash out, man. There could have been way worse.
I was nervous for a second. Honestly, I'm going to be honest too. I can't wait to watch the reaction back because the people behind us, no one said anything, and it was just me going, yeah!
Well, I
My
thought,
God!
well, I thought he was because you got to read lips kind of because you can't. I can't hear that well. It looked like a Monroe.
I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna come up and be honest. I was trying to like mentally process whether I'd like the pick or not when he was selected.
No,
I
those
didn't
were the
have
two
this-
names.
I
For
didn't,
me, it was
I didn't
those were
have
the
this
two names.
immediate like, yeah, but I didn't have this immediate like crash out. I was in this weird middle ground
Yeah.
where I was
I was
like, do
fired
I like
up.
this or
Like-
not?
Those were the two names that if I heard one of those two, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of in this like weird, middle ground, and then I chose my side. I
Yes.
don't mind it.
Yes.
But it took my brain a couple seconds to process that. It just seems like, and I agree with this. Like Boot in the chat says, like seems like Decker 2.0. Like that's kind of what we were talking about too. It just seems like a reliable tackle for a while, and like you said, Caleb, it's the pick they had to make. Honestly, we'll see. Maybe the big question is what do they do at 50? It's like, do they address edge or linebacker, or safety? That's going to be the biggest question, guys. But I'm not crashing out. This is growth for me, chat. This is growth. I don't have any issue with it.
Just send it to me like this, and then
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
cool
like
with Blake Miller.
The part of like the pick reaction.
The guy finishes. He's a nasty player. He's gritty. Maybe he doesn't have the highest upside, but he's gritty, man. And here comes out the
Is this the Steelers pick?
the Steelers pick. Here we go. The Steelers should go a couple different ways.
I don't even know who's on the board. I know, but it's probably about like you should be able to find it. We were standing up. You should be able to find it.
You guys cutting a reaction reel?
Yeah, he's gonna send me a video.
Got
I'm gonna make a reel and stuff out of it.
Here we go. The Steelers are making their hometown pick. Here we go. Who do the Steelers take?
Is that him?
It's been Roe Freeling. That's him right there. That's him right there.
Is it?
Yeah, that's him right there. I promise you.
Hey, we do.
Here we go. Who could the Steelers take? I mean, they could go a couple different ways too. I mean, they could. The Steelers could go anywhere, and they're making their pick right now. Let's see. Max Ianachor goes. I'll say it, guys. I don't mind. I would rather have Blake Miller over Max Ianachor. I'll say it. I just think he's a little bit of a project. You got to develop him, and Blake Miller has a ton of experience coming in already. And we're going to get Lukas Klotz here to kind of give his thoughts. How we feeling, Lukas? How we doing?
Dude,
From what perspective?
I just found the greatest clip ever. I'll be right back. Oh, I just found the greatest clip of all time. Blake
Moon
Miller.
found one.
Send me it too, because I'll put it on YouTube.
Talking about is the draft overall
Yeah,
for the Lions draft?
Yeah, we'll just talk it. Well, first on the just draft overall. We'll
I think
get
it's
to
a
the
fun
line.
draft.
It's a fun draft.
I think going into it, it was like it's obviously a weaker draft, but that makes it more interesting. We didn't know who the hell the Steelers were about to take there. The Rams taking Ty Simpson at 13.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of picks where it's just like I never saw it coming, so it makes it fun. But I'm not gonna lie, Blake Miller did bum me out a little bit. I think it's just
Explain that, because I was explain that. I would hear your thoughts on
I
it.
feel like the Lions, I would say outside of Jahmyr Gibbs and Jamison Williams in the first round, maybe Terrion. Besides put the Bama guys aside, I feel like the Lions like very I don't know if bland's the right word, but very vanilla players.
Yeah.
Where it's lacking aura. They're not going to be mogging anywhere anytime. So I just feel like they're very just straight, like Jack Campbell at 18. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know what you're getting. I think Blake Miller, he's a very solid tackle. And I think it definitely tells me Panay's moving to left, which I'm happy about. And I don't think it's a bad pick by any means, but I just think sitting at 17, you were hoping for some juice and it was a little dry in my opinion. But it doesn't make it a bad pick. Like I'm not sitting here pissed off that they
I'm
took
with
Blake
you.
Miller.
Yeah, I'm not like mad about it. I'm not even really upset about it. Maybe it's not the pick in terms of upside. You're like, wow, like this guy could be an all-pro player. But guess what? Not every pick has to do that.
No.
You know, he could be like a Taylor Decker for you. Taylor Decker was never an all-pro player, but guess what? He was a starter for a decade, and you didn't have to worry about him until he was riddled with injuries.
Natural causes.
But maybe that could be Blake Miller. And to be honest with you, like I still believe Monroe has a higher ceiling, but they see Blake as like a Lions
I think,
player, gritty player.
Blake Miller's safer than Caden Proctor, but he's not going to get you a Monroe Frayling. Max, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name properly. It's going to be disrespectful. The Steelers offensive tackle out of Arizona State, who I think is going to be really good. His ceiling's not there, but his floor is. There's some things on film. Like going into this year, Blake Miller is like a projected top 10 pick. Like he was supposed to be one of the first tackles taken. But all those Clemson guys took a dip. Like, he'll probably be the only Clemson guy taken in the first round. I know there's, like, Seattle that could take Avion Terrell. Maybe T.J. Parker goes, Peter Woods. They have some guys. They were all supposed to be sure-thing first-rounders, and they all fell. So if you were to tell me going into this season in college football that the Lions got Blake Miller, you're stoked. Right now, you're a little bit bored by it. But it's a pick they needed to take. Like, you'd rather take an offensive tackle here than getting a Jennings Junker. I can't even say the name right. It looks like Jennings Dunker out of Iowa, like a Markel Bell from Miami. Like it's just, I'd rather have Blake Miller and just be like, all right, let's get that out the way.
Let me say this before you go, Flannel. So some fun facts about Blake Miller. Started as a freshman, which is rare to do that. Started all 14 games as a true freshman. One of the only Clemson freshman offensive linemen to ever do that. Freshman All-American. Worked his way up to a back-to-back first-team All-ACC and established himself as one of the best tackles in the ACC. Flannel, what was your reaction? Blake Miller's a Detroit Lion. How do you feel?
Well, my
great
first
pick by the Chargers, by the way. Keem Mesidor.
Keem Mesidor to the Chargers. Yeah, that's a very, very good pick for them. I would say that it's a mortal lock that Penei is moving to left because Blake Miller is a very established, played a lot of right tackle in his career at Clemson. He's, like Booner was saying, he's got a high floor. I don't really see star for a ceiling. I don't necessarily think the Lions need that, but I think his ceiling is something like the right tackle version of 90% of Taylor Decker. Not something that I'm super excited about, but at the end of the day, they needed a tackle. They got one. I think going into next year, we'll see. Him and Larry Borum rotating for right tackle. Maybe Larry Borum starting at the beginning of the year, Blake Miller getting some run as the season goes along. I think that it could potentially work. Not something that I'm super excited about. I was more for Monroe Freeling, but I'm not mad. I think it could work. Just a very solid milquetoast, decent, okay, good
milquetoast is
pick.
crazy.
Just basically a very solid, good pick that doesn't have me that excited at all.
Like
but that's okay. That's not the worst thing in the world.
writing home about it in good ways or bad.
But it's like, you know what I like about it,
pick.
though? I'll say this. I'll play devil's advocate. Like 3,700 plus career snaps, which is crazy.
You know what you're getting.
54 starts. He never missed a game.
Yeah.
And you know what the fun? I don't know. We were at the combine, Klotz. He talked about the one time he missed a practice. That's what stood out to him. They were asked him about it. He goes, I missed one practice. He goes, and it pissed me off. He goes, because I couldn't be there for my teammates. He hurt his wrist, and he scheduled his surgery for his wrist on spring break because he didn't want to miss a practice.
Dan probably heard that.
Dude, like that guy is ball. He just wants to play ball.
We're probably going to have like the inside the den clips. Like
for sure.
They're probably just going to be one-liner after one-liner after one-liner. So I think that, like, if you have the ability to have awareness in situations with one-liners around Dan Campbell and the personnel
or
staff.
farming is what they say.
If you can hit the little, like, yeah, I'm a hard worker, but nobody works harder than I ever will. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But it's just like
hard
you
work.
Just,
what is it?
Like, just put the cherry on top. Like, that's all they need to do. Like, what was your moment at the combine? Who was it? Where you're like, oh my god,
Zachariah Brandt.
Zachariah Brandt. Yeah, it was like they asked him, like, if you had to compare yourself to wide receiver, who would it be? He's like, I don't compare myself to nobody. I'm 101. And Jeff goes, oh my god, like that's what these guys. That's how you get drafted by the
You
Detroit
hooked me.
Lions.
I'm drafting
like,
you.
look at Terrion. Terrion probably went in there like two, and they were probably baffled. But like his awareness off the field, sky high when it comes to one-on-ones. On the field, it has to translate. So maybe that's a hidden gem.
You know what I'll say about Blake Miller, too? Like, this is where I try to, again, devil's advocate. Like, I think your job as a GM in the first round is you got to hit on a guy. Like, you got to hit on a player.
You got to know.
And I think, I forgot who said this. Who was the GM? Not Mickey Loomis. Who was the GM of the Ravens before Eric DeCosta?
Ozzie Newsome. Yeah.
Ozzie Newsome said, you're not always going to hit home runs, but you got to hit doubles sometimes.
Because going back to our conversation, I told Flannel this. Flannel asked me before the draft, he's like, who are two people that you'd be mad if the Lions took? I said, Jermod McCoy and I said Caden Proctor. And he asked me, he's like, what about Blake Miller? And I was like, I don't know.
He's the double. He's not the home run, baby.
I'm happy they took Blake Miller rather than Caden Proctor, because I think truly if you want to win a Super Bowl, you already have your Hall of Fame tackle.
Right.
You don't need 2 Hall of Fame tackles. So get the guy that you know is going to be on the field. You don't have to worry about him off the field. Caden Proctor, it's not like he's a felon or anything like that, but it's just as far as, is he taking care of his body? Is he worried about football all the time? That's a question mark for the player in Proctor. So the Lions are probably like, okay, well, let's go with a guy like Blake Miller. No, the question mark. I just wondered, to your point, like why not? Again, I don't think it's a terrible pick. Why Blake Miller over a guy like Monroe Freeling when you know what he's about?
Maybe
like
it's experience.
Well, that's
you got Borum on $5 million though.
With Monroe Freeling, there's, at least with me, and I think it's a sentiment with a lot of us, that there was so much untapped potential to where his ceiling is somebody that could be a multiple-time Pro Bowler, that could be a star. But he definitely didn't play as much football as Blake Miller. If we're using those baseball analogies again, I think Blake Miller, his floor is like a long single, and his ceiling is a double. Just a not super sexy pick, not super exciting, but it wouldn't shock me at all.
Get an RBI off it.
Yeah.
You get RBI.
It wouldn't shock me if he's their starter for many, many years to come, and he performs admirably.
He's a good soldier.
Yeah, as I said before, his ceiling to me is about 90% of Taylor Decker, the right tackle version. And those type of guys succeed and play on winning teams all the time in the NFL. Am I super excited about it? No. Would I have taken Monroe Freeling 100 times out of 100 over Blake Miller? Absolutely. But it's not catastrophic. It's something that makes sense, and I'm going to try to embrace it as much as I can.
Keldrick Falk was the other player I would have been.
Oh, yeah.
I think the reason why I actually am bummed out is I thought there was a realistic shot the Lions were about to get Ruben Bain. Yeah. And then when I saw him go to Tampa, I was like, it's a perfect fit. It was just like bummed out by Vega, then Bain.
I know. I wanted Vega so bad.
That was the Jets take. Sadiq, I wanted the Lions to take over Blake Miller just to see your reaction, just out of spite. Like, I really would have loved to see Kenyon Sadiq.
That's where I was playing with house money. I was like, he win. I was like, just give me anything. And then Blake Miller happened. I felt bad because we're gonna get the reaction and probably our newest vlog, which by the way, Crunch Time TV will probably drop this week at some point.
Shout out.
But when Mike was filming it, Booner, as soon as the biggest announcement, it was like, yes. And then I was sitting there like, my brain was like computing.
I think you came around on him, but even
I didn't. Malachi Lawrence went to the Cowboys.
Ooh, that's your boy.
That's my boy. But I was trying to, when your brain, I was in this like blender.
They got Caleb Downs and Malachi
It's a
Lawrence.
splash home run. It's a
24 Malachi Lawrence. That's
good value.
All right.
I was my brain.
Who are you taking? Keldrick Falk?
At first, I go. I was like, at first when I heard it, I was like, I don't like it, and then I was like, wait, maybe I do like it. I didn't know how to feel about that.
I still don't.
Yeah, I was like,
I feel like
now I warmed up to it. I don't hate it, but I'm fine with it.
Like if we were to put
it wasn't like in Monroe Freeling, I probably would have stood up and got a little more pumped up.
Like if we were to put Madden ratings into excitement, I think that Spencer Fennell would have got me like a 94. Monroe Freeling 87. Blake Miller's put me like a 76. But it's like it's still
solid,
like, you know what I mean?
That's
but
solid
it's still
though.
Like,
he can play.
Yeah, it's a C+.
Yeah, he Blake Miller's a Lions guy at the end of the day. The Cowboys, by the way, who do you think's winning the draft so far in the first round?
Who's winning the draft?
The Cowboys.
Who's had the best picks or pick?
Interesting one.
Does it have to be the best or my favorite?
Either one and one. Your favorite and the best.
My favorite pick, without a doubt, is Carnell Tate to the Titans. Just for my Cam Ward narrative, Ohio State narrative.
That was crazy, huh? Carnell Tate. Not crazy in a bad way. That was awesome.
I didn't think that was going to happen whatsoever. And I think number 2 for me probably has to be Dallas. Dallas of the Giants, but I'm going to go with Dallas because the fact that they just went all in on defense is what they needed to do. But the Giants, like, you're protecting Jackson Dart, and then you're also helping him because you're giving him, hopefully, a potential superstar on the defensive side of the ball to go with, like, 3 others.
No, I like the Giants picks. They definitely didn't screw it up, as I think a lot of Giants fans feared, because you got Arvell Reese, who's really projects to be a really good defensive player. But also, think about this. I don't think people give enough credit. Andrew Thomas, for all of the Giants' faux pas, has been a hit so far.
Really? No, like, when he's healthy, he's a top 5 tackle.
And then you put Francis Mauigoa on that offensive line.
Yeah.
They're really trying to invest in Jackson Dart and make sure that he's protected. And I like what the Giants did. I think that they could. And Lucas, we were talking about that the Giants are going to be at minimum a really fun team to watch and a team with a lot of upside. They could do something.
I seriously think that there's a big chance that the Giants and the Cowboys are better than the Eagles this year. And I don't think any of that doesn't mean the Eagles are bad. I think the NFC is going to be really good this year. But you look at that, how Dak was playing last year, and now you have Quentin Williams to kind of anchor everything, and now you got Caleb Downs in the back end. They have Overshown at the linebacking core. I think they're going to be really good. I will say, if the Browns take like Omar Cooper Jr. here, or a good playmaker, if they get Fano and a good wide receiver playmaker,
draft,
that's really good because they traded back. Like they picked up a 3rd-round pick as well.
I'll say it because it's not. Listen, we have a rivalry. We don't. Not a lot of people in America probably like them, even though they're America's team. I'll say the Cowboys are having a hell of a draft.
They are.
Like I know Malachi Lawrence is like, oh well, PFF had him. Trust me, I had Malachi in the 2nd round 40 times for the Lions, but he was minus money to go in the 1st round.
And Daniel Jeremiah.
And a lot of people the last week were saying he's going to be a 1st-round pick, and I understand.
The production, the only concern, and I think at the beginning of the offseason we were talking about, like, Jeff, I don't know, he's running around with 2 knee braces on. Like, he had some injuries. He had some injuries, but then, okay, he's fine. Because I believe he had plus 8 sacks the last 2 years. And he's playing, like, I know he's at UCF, but he's going up against the same guys pretty much that Miami is, as far as talent-wise. ACC and American Conference really aren't that far apart.
I'll say this. I'm a little skeptical. Arnell Reese.
I think he's going to be a Trayvon Walker, I think, where it's like the first year, you're like, why the hell did we take this dude so high? Second year, you see the glimpses. Third year, you're like, okay. He's just, if you put him off the ball, I think that's, if they were just like, you're an off-the-ball linebacker, he's going to be a demon because he can fly. I think if you put him on the edge, that's when you're like.
That's where I was, because that's what people were saying. He's an edge rusher. I'm like, he didn't play a lot on the edge. He was like, he got 6 sacks and not a lot of snaps on the edge.
They weren't off the edge. They were up the middle.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know if he's an edge. You see him doing the bend stuff? I was like, he's got no bend, dude.
That was like.
Tough outing.
If you would have watched the video 5 seconds later, he looked normal. Like
how
he showed,
okay.
You know what I mean?
It was
like
propaganda.
It was a bad narrative that was put out.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily need Arvell Reese to be a great edge necessarily.
That's why I was.
We were talking about it. We were talking about it, and they've got Abdul Carter, who they drafted last year, and they've got Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau.
Where do you play him at? Like Sam?
Like you put him like how they were playing Bobby Okereke, however you say it. Like I think that's the role they're going to try to play him in, like a Will. I think you put him as a Will and just let him fucking fly.
That's awfully high
because he's so athletic,
like a top 5 pick for a Will. But still, I mean,
but it's just think about again, like what he
athleticism
means,
and
like what he does to that front 7. Like it's like you already have so many freaks.
Yeah, the Browns are having. I'll say this: Andrew Berry, not a big fan,
years,
but they're not doing a bad job, dude.
If you really look at because
all.
the Deshaun Watson thing was who's the owner's name? I can't think of the name. Is it
Who?
Haslam?
Yeah,
Haslam. That was Deshaun Watson. He openly came out like Andrew Berry. Low-key has been cooking the last like 2.5 years. Oh, yeah. I don't know about rolling out Jerry Jeudy as your wide receiver 1 for rookie quarterbacks, but maybe it was tanking.
Yeah,
but I guess expensive. But I think Deshaun Watson, if he plays like a top 22 quarterback, the Browns are probably like a 9-10 win team.
You know what I would do if I was the Browns here?
Take Omar Cooper Jr.
There's no way. I don't hate. Oh, did he actually say that?
Casey Concepcion. I don't like that. Do not.
Casey Concepcion goes 24 to the Cleveland Browns out of Texas A&M.
Don't like that.
You see how he sent the memo to teams? I'm that guy.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like.
It's what he said.
Like it's not like that. I have sometimes feelings of like when players are going to play like 8 games. Casey Concepcion playing in Cleveland, I guess they're getting a dome, so it changes things. I don't know if you guys have ever went to a football game in Cleveland. It is so miserably fucking cold. Like just as far as like injuries, how physical it is. If I'm Cleveland, I'm picking a guy that I can play outside in cold weather, has done it before and is used to it. You're drafting a guy from Texas, and you're going to ask him to play in 10-degree weather. It sounds stupid now. I promise you, go to a Cleveland Browns game, it's fucking terrible.
No.
It is terrible.
It doesn't
I
sound
would have went Omar Cooper Jr. Casey Concepcion, he's talented when the ball's in his hand. He has issues with drops. Put that in cold weather. Frame, I don't know. I think Casey Concepcion would have been a great guy like 2nd round. But I'm not taking him over somebody like Omar Cooper Jr. I'm sorry.
I understand that.
Omar's more polished for sure.
That's just what they need. They just need somebody who can consistently get open at all three levels. And I get that Omar Cooper's not a burner down the field, but as far as what he can do in the middle of the field and after the catch, like that's where I would.
So real quick, I know you want to say something. I just want to mention this before this picks in. I actually don't hate Keldrick Falk here. Did he already go?
Oh, for the Bears?
This better be Caden McDonald.
Did he already go, Keldrick Falk?
No, he's still sitting there.
I actually don't hate Keldrick Falk, and I'll tell you why. They are, as much as they need a pass rusher, they are such a bad run defense. And Keldrick Falk's a day one elite run defender, and he's got high upside as a pass rusher. I don't know if he'll reach it.
I was going to say, I don't know if he does.
But Caden McDonald, that's another really good pick. Defend the run. But they need an edge rusher, too.
They got your boy, Austin Booker.
He's good, too.
Moments. If you want to hop on him.
You know what? Flannel, go here, and then you can hop right here.
Boondog.
All right, boys.
Hefe and I just had the conversation. If
Is
you're
this
the
your
Bears here, Boone, do you go Keldrick Falk or Caden McDonald here? I go Caden McDonald. Jeff said this should be Keldrick Falk.
Keldrick Falk, I think they need edge rusher help. They need to get after the quarterback.
No, they do.
Hey, if you want to just post it, hey, just post like Dan Campbell on, and then put a quote.
All right, sorry, boys.
They got Montez Sweat.
Yeah, but like Montez, who's the other guy?
Oh no, Austin Booker had moments.
I think they've struggled getting after the quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
I think like your priority if you're gonna go. I guess interior. Teams have won
Caden
Super Bowls
McDonald.
doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going Caden McDonald here if I'm them.
Has to be defense for the Bears, though.
I was going to who are the tackles on the board? Still like Lomu.
Oh wow. Lomu, right? Is
Yeah.
Lomu still on the board?
I feel like that's only like.
Yeah.
I guess Bears could go safety here. They could get McNeil Warren or Theana.
Yeah, they
do.
lost a lot in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. By the way, I want to see players available here because I haven't really. I was just off doing social, so I haven't really seen the last few picks. Let me go to DraftCast. So Casey Concepcion, where did he go?
Browns.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Wow.
I just don't think that's a good fit.
I think Casey Concepcion is going to be a heck of a player in the league.
I just not for Cleveland.
Where do I go to see rounds? Is this it? All right, here we go. So since I was off, Caleb Banks made money on that, going 18. Monroe Freeling, Mekhi Lemon, Maxi on. Wow, to the Steelers. Akeem Mesidor to the
pick.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Incredible pick because they what's his name's there? Didn't Khalil Mack 1 year deal? I think. So that's a good replacement. Malachi Lawrence to the Cowboys, and then KC. Okay. Wow.
I would have won Omar Cooper Jr. over Casey.
Yeah, I think Omar Cooper's going to be really good.
I'm telling you, like I was telling them, like if you've ever went to a Cleveland Browns game in like November, it is so cold, bro, and he struggles with drops. Just give me Omar. Give me the safe guy.
Casey's going to be a heck of a receiver in the NFL, though, man.
And just to catch up, this was couple minutes ago, a $5 super chat from Tev Sauce 2749. This is about Blake Miller. I'm not mad at the safe pick. You can almost guarantee this dude is a starter week 1, and your O-line is back to being your strength. I mean,
he's
think
one
that's
of the most ready to go tackles.
I agree with that, but your O-line is back to being your strength just because of Blake Miller.
You know what? I'll say this.
With Blake Miller,
I will say Blake Miller is going to be better than Taylor Decker his last year or so. So you've already upgraded your tackle spot, and then you've upgraded center with Cade Mays. The only thing that question mark now is that left guard spot. And I do believe, guys, I think there's some instant starters in the second, third round. I think Bo Stevens. I think he was in my final mock. I think he's an instant starter. And if you bring Bo Stevens in, you could make an argument this will be a top 5 offensive line in the NFL.
I've kind of alluded to it. I think in a battle of the left guard position, I think Bo Stevens beats out Christian Mahogany and Miles Frazier.
I agree. I fully agree with that.
I'm just happy now that it's clear that Panay is going to left tackle. I think that was just
so fires me up.
I wanted him at right. Am I an insane person for that?
Think so.
Well, you wanted him at right because you said he could be the greatest right tackle of all time.
Well, and I wanted Monroe Freeling at left if you'd have been there.
I just think you have a Hall of Fame right or left tackle. What position is more important? Left tackle. Has he played left tackle before? Yes. What are we doing here?
I understand, but
he's
played a lot more right tackle.
It's just he has, but it's just like now you're in a point where you don't have a sure thing with Taylor Decker there anymore. And if there's going to be one position, like left tackle, I think besides quarterback, is the most important position on the field. You have an athletic guy in space that can kill anyone. Put him there.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I think with
Bills. This is Buffalo Bills. Someone just tweeted said Buffalo Bills are trading down. We talked about it the other day that the Bills are a team that potentially could trade down. Oh wow, the Bills got kind of a haul. So the Bills traded with the Texans at 26. The Bills are getting picked 28. Texans get 26, and the Bills also get 69 and 167.
See, I'm interested. This could be sick.
Oh, I just saw the pick. Chicago Bears are selecting Dylan Thielman. Safety, Oregon. I'll say what with Dylan Thielman.
He's dripped out.
He is. With Dylan Thielman, he is probably obviously the second best safety in this class. There were rumors he was going to go in the top 20, that he was that good. And I think with him, the Bears needed a safety. They needed to have safety depth. I think he's going to be a piece right away.
As a Lions fan, I do not like that.
Well, no, I like that pick for the Bears.
Yeah, I'm saying though, as like a Lions fan, I don't.
It's a heck of a pick for the Bears.
I would argue that they might need even more than safety depth with who they've lost.
They have Cam Lewis and Kobe Bryant right now.
Yeah.
Cam Lewis just lost his spot.
They lost
to Dylan Thielman.
Kevin Byard, and they lost Jaquan Brisker. So, I think for the Bears, this could be a very – and then I think stylistically it fits too, because Kobe Bryant kind of more of a ball hawk than Dylan Thielman.
He's going to be good, by the way, in the NFL.
For sure.
Like, he's going to be a heck of a safety. Yeah. I'm shocked he got to 25.
So am I.
That's a steal for the Bears to get him at 25. They're probably sitting there going, "Oh, we might get an Akeem Mesidor or something." Wait a second.
He can do it all, man. Like he's gonna be perfect because every day he's gonna be going up against Caleb Williams too.
Yeah.
Like as far as, hey, can he track down a mobile quarterback? Yes. Caleb Williams loves taking shots, so he's gonna be able to, like at Purdue, I think the 1 year he had like 5-6 interceptions. And again, cold weather team in the Bears. He played at Oregon, he played at Purdue. He's all about that. So again, he's probably gonna be somebody like there's gonna be a year in the next couple of years where he has like 5 picks. Has a couple sacks. Like he's going to be a really good player, solid player.
Yeah, no.
He's going to get an interception golf at some point during his career. We're not going to like it. It's fine though. He's a good player.
No, good pick for the Bears, and honestly, and I don't know. This kind of almost passed me by. It was pretty obvious staring them in the face, and I'll kind of look myself in the mirror and be like, that's one I probably should have projected to them. I was thinking more in terms of defensive line. I had him going
to the Vikings every time.
Oh yeah.
Every time. I didn't think he was going to be there.
Yeah.
All right, so who did you say came up?
Did you get that out?
Buffalo trades pick to Houston.
This has got to be Caden McDonald then. There's no way Caden McDonald falls in the second round.
Yeah.
Put that pressure on over there, Caleb. Can you perform under pressure? Right now? No. Klotz?
Who do you think goes here, Boone?
I saw it already, I think.
Is it Caden McDonald?
No, it's actually I'm gonna hit a bet off of it. So a big bet. I believe. I took this player straight up, and you know what? People don't like me giving hints. We're out of the Lions picks range right now. I'll give a hint. He was like plus 600 to go in the first round.
Plus 600.
Give me like a hint per player.
That's what I'm gonna do. He was plus 600 to go in the first round. So he's like a. Oh, the Dolphins.
Caleb Lomu.
Hold on, the Dolphins are on the clock. Things might have just changed. Dolphins are trading up to 7 or to 27.
I'm gonna go with Caleb Lomu here.
Ooh,
that's who I'm locking in.
Yeah, I can't think of it
because he can play guard and tackle.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go Lomu.
They need that. Actually, would be a pretty good pick
plus
for them.
600 though.
Say what you want about the player.
Lomu was supposed to be like a second round guy.
Ooh, but there was I don't know if he's plus.
Caleb Lomu was a first round guy.
He's plus 600.
He was like an edge guy though.
Plus 600 though is like
going in
late second.
Pause. Wow, instead of going in Lomu.
I don't think you guys were gonna even get close to guessing
Jennings
it.
Dunker.
No, but that's funny.
We said plus 600. Yeah,
he might have been like plus 5,000 to be honest.
Was it who's the guy from Arizona? No, because they have second.
Trent Stoops.
Yeah.
Trent Stoops, by the way, really good. We talked to him at the
Rodriguez?
combine. I'm not telling you guys who it is.
It's Jacob Rodriguez.
No, I'm not telling you who it is.
It's Jacob Rodriguez.
Shout out Jacob Rodriguez, though. I do really think the Lions are going to be aggressive tomorrow if they don't get trade back into the first year. I think they're going to trade up in the second and get a linebacker. I think linebackers are bigger need than edge.
I don't think they need to, though, no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got Golday. You got Anthony Hill, cat from Oregon.
CJ Allen, but
Kyle
you're
Lewis.
at 50.
Oh, CJ Allen hasn't went yet.
That's what I'm saying. You're at 50 though.
I'd be happy.
I think
if you traded up
I
for
was.
CJ
I talked to
Allen.
Anthony Bellino this morning on a show, and he said, "What's the second need for the Lions?" I said linebacker, and I said I think the biggest players in the second round, like the best position in the second round, highest value linebacker. I think those are the best players, and I think they go instantly in the second
So you
round.
think they wait out on edge like they always do?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't
They
think it's.
edge
I
the
think
edge.
replacing Alex Anzalone is bigger than getting another edge right now.
That's fair.
So that's why I would.
All right, I'm going Jacob Rodriguez here.
The 26th pick, the Houston Texans select Kalen Rutledge, guard.
Wow.
Georgia Tech.
Wow.
Come on, plus 600.
Come on. Good pick
Wow.
for him.
Incredible pick. Hey, that's one of the best interior guards
He's
of the
angry.
draft
He's
outside of
angry.
Vega.
He plays angry.
Yeah, and you see the highlights there on the screen right now. Like, he is an absolute dog, man. Like, he will destroy people on the interior.
And I heard noise
yeah.
of him going first round, but I didn't think with the Texans for real. I thought they would have went defensive line.
And I don't want to speak the obvious because we all know it, but the Houston Texans, we know that they need more offensive help than defensive help. So I don't
Yeah.
necessarily hate this.
Dude, I think the Texans are going to walk out the AFC next year.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody's shitting on CJ Stroud because he did play terrible, but the man had no offensive line. His running backs were Woody Martz and Nick
Yeah.
Chubb. His wide receiver, Nico Collins, was hurt for the remainder of the year. CJ Stroud got hurt during the year, and he had to come back. Remember, Davis Mills came in, won those games. Shout out to him. But I just think next year, like, you're adding an offensive line. They went and got Braden Smith, from the guard from Cleveland. Now you had Rutledge. You got Tank Dell coming back from injury, David Montgomery. I think they're going to be nice, man. If there's one team who can go up against Buffalo, who can go up against Kansas City, who can go up to Cincinnati and say, we have a chance of winning this game, it's Houston because of their defense.
yeah, and honestly, I don't even think that CJ Stroud was terrible the whole year. He was terrible
Nah.
in the playoff game,
Yes,
but
his
he
playoffs
was
were bad.
he was clearly hindered by things outside of his control.
Bad situation, and he was playing really good football, and then I think he got a concussion.
Yeah, and
And it was like a bad concussion. Then the rest of the year he was kind of off, but he still threw I think he missed 4 games. He threw for 3,000 yards. So if he plays full season, he throws for 3,500. You know what I mean? Given the situation, that's fine.
and
It
the
wasn't great.
the Tank Dell factor. He's just had catastrophic injuries.
Yeah.
Is he even coming back this year?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he's coming back. Okay, because that was.
But I think Dalton Schultz was leading the team in receptions. That's an issue.
yeah. Oh, well, and Dalton Schultz is really good, but
Yeah, he's good,
Yeah.
but leading your team in receptions is not.
no.
This got to be your boy, right?
Who's that?
Denzel Boston, because they didn't take a wide receiver.
Oh, they didn't. They needed a wide receiver. Who did they take?
Oh yeah, Jaden
Proctor.
Higgins.
They took Proctor.
Wait, did the Eagles trade up with Dallas?
Yes.
That's an insane
I know,
thing.
that's what I
and they
said.
got Mekhi Lemon. That's
Yeah.
if you're Dallas, I don't understand the thought process on that.
I never understand trading with the division. When the Lions
Lions
did it with
did
the
it.
Vikings.
Yeah, I think they've
And for
done it.
Laporta, too.
They've done it multiple times. The
Or no,
Lions
it's for
have.
Brian Branch. The Packers.
Yeah, the Lions have done that a couple times, which I think it's a shocking thing to do. Shout out to everyone tuning in with us still, man.
Yeah, drop a like in the stream. Subscribe if you're not already. Share the stream.
We will be live tomorrow as well. We'll be live every day for the draft. We're just going to constantly be live, which should be fun. And Lions tomorrow only have the second round, 50 overall. Maybe we'll get in and trade up for another pick. I don't know what's
See,
going to
that's
happen.
when I feel
but-
like Brad makes the most moves, second, third round.
What I tell people today, people forget last year, Brad, obviously the Tesla trade up. He also traded up for Tate Ratledge for
about
3 or
that,
4
yeah.
picks. So
69, I believe it was.
yeah,
Shout
so
out.
he definitely is looking to kind of make moves tomorrow. And I think, again, I don't want to be shocked if they go guard tomorrow. I want to be shocked if they go edge, if they go linebacker.
Safety, too.
We got it. Hey, Kalen Rutledge, let's go. Plus 600.
No, but I know that tomorrow's tomorrow and there's still more picks left, but I still think that it's got to be edge. I think in the second round, I've mentioned this before, there's a lot of guys who are really, really talented, who could be big contributors as a rookie and beyond, that'll be available at 50. Guys,
How many years have we said that, though, Flannel?
No, I understand. I get
Honestly,
that.
though, Flannel,
but like,
you want me
Denai
to be
Dennis
honest-
Sutton, Romello Height, Derek
Flannel,
Moore.
I don't know if all those guys are going to be available.
Well, Malachi Lawrence was one that we thought, and he's gone in the first
But like
round.
R. Mason Thomas could still go. And then the issue, and I talked about this on the show yesterday where I was like, if some of these edges move into the first round, that pushes everyone in the second round up, especially at the edge
Say
position.
that again?
Like if like Malachi Lawrence, R. Mason Thomas, like some of these edges somehow sneak into this first round here, like they did, that pushes all guys like Moore up, Danny Dennis Sutton up. It pushes them up in the second round. It's not like you're at the beginning of the second round. You're at 50.
Yeah, they're going to be picked
So-
by 45, and then you're going to be sitting with like.
I'm not going to sit there and think that it's going to happen.
Yeah. Like Zion Young probably is going to go in the first round now, I bet.
I just
For sure. I guess you could be, so you got Zion Young, TJ Parker, Keldrick Falk, R. Mason Thomas.
Yeah.
You're going to be, I just think unless you trade up, but then you're eliminating a potential guard or safety. I think safety is where you go in round 2. I think there's going to be a lot of good safeties there, or linebackers.
I get that, but I hate DJ Wanna.
The Miami Dolphins are selecting
Wow,
Chris
he
Johnson,
went.
corner, San Diego State.
Wow.
This is a guy projected
I
to
love
go.
Chris
A
Johnson.
lot of people were projecting him in the back end of the first
I
round.
love Chris Johnson.
I think the only pushback is he played at San Diego State, but I
Right.
think he's a dog. I think
Dude,
he's got a
he's-
lot of
he-
intangibles that
he's
you
got
look
a-
for in a corner.
Intangibles, everything you can want as far as athleticism. He's got the production. It's been like 3 straight years where he's had 5 picks. The dude's a demon. Essentially, the Klotz list the other day, he's on there.
He is.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a good player in the NFL. I'm interested to see the jump from San Diego State to the NFL. I always think those are interesting.
He's just fluid.
But at the end of the day, I mean,
Like when you just like he's not Quinyon Mitchell, but the reason why people are so like confident is because he's just so like fundamentally fluid. Like you can be like, okay, this guy has been playing corner for a long time. That's where he's meant to be.
by the way, we
He's
got
that
another
guy.
trade here. Just breaking news. The New England Patriots have moved up to
Really?
28. They traded within the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills are trading back
So dumb.
to 31 overall.
The Bills did that with the Chiefs the one year, and it boned them because they took Keon Coleman. They're doing it again.
I have my first round pick parlay, by the way.
How's it doing?
I
didn't hear
need Denzel Boston, Keldrick Falk, and Caleb Lomu. And we're running out of picks
it. Yeah,
quick.
they got it. I think Denzel Boston's not going to come off the board here. I forgot Kansas City picks again. Could be there.
Yeah. Denzel, Keldrick Falk should go soon. I think the
This might be
Patriots
him.
here might be Caleb Lomu.
Lomu or Falk.
Yeah. I would take Lomu if on them. I don't know if I think he's a right tackle. I think.
Yeah, but he could play guard too. They need a guard.
Another quick tidbit about Chris Johnson. One of the most mind-blowing stats you'll hear from any prospect last season. His passer rating allowed when targeted last season, 16.
Dude, he's good.
He's
really good.
That's
He was
all-time
another
spectacular.
player, like going into this year, he's projected like top 15 pick.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know why he like fell out.
He had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, I don't. He's good though, man.
He's very good. And I like Proctor
thought-
more than you, so the Dolphins might have did okay in the first round.
Yeah, and again, I don't think I'm not up here saying that Proctor is for sure going to be asked. My thing with Proctor is he scares the shit out of me.
Sure.
And I think, like an example, I'm happy the Lions took a Blake Miller over a Caden Proctor. I know Proctor wasn't available, but if you ask me which one, I'd go Blake Miller. Why? Because it's a safer pick.
Very, very safe pick.
Did you get the real reaction?
Just post it.
Okay, I'm gonna send some
Caleb
All right,
Lomo.
There
Hey,
you go. Okay.
Caleb Lomo.
Good for that. Protect
He
Drake
models
May.
his game after.
Yeah.
Caleb Lomu. Hey, I'll tell you what, this was one of my favorite tackles in the class. He reminds me, and people are going to think this is kind of crazy. He reminds me of a Blake Miller type.
I literally was just about to say
He's
that.
just he's gonna be a really. It's gonna be him and Will Campbell, and he's a solid player. Jeff
Good-ass dude, too.
actually brought this up because all of his measurements are tackle, and it's really interesting. Like Jeff brought it up a couple weeks ago, where it was like, why is he not being talked about
Is he just
earlier?
light?
He's a little small. He's like
Yeah.
20 pounds too small. But dude, I think that's something you can put that on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's
Get around Vrabel for a little bit. Tyrell Williams.
Yeah.
Or, not Tyrell Williams? DC for the Lions. D-line.
Terrell
control.
Williams?
Terrell Williams.
Terrell,
Get
yeah.
around him. He can
Look
teach
at him
you
dancing.
up and out with.
What?
He was a cool dude too when we were
Yeah.
talking to him.
I think Caleb Lomu is going to be really good for the
I
Patriots.
think he gave up like 2 sacks his whole career, at Utah.
I want to look at my mock draft today and see how
I
well
want
I
to do
did.
that too. I nailed Bain, Tyson.
Guess what I had going
and
to the
Vega,
Patriots?
but Did you have Lomu?
Caleb
going there?
Lomu. Obviously not trading up, but I had him going to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Bailey from Mendoza. Who
you?
here? I had Fano going to the. That's Caleb. I had Fano going to the Browns, which is
I
good.
think I had that too. I think I had him trading back, not the Chiefs.
Man, Vega obviously to the Raiders.
I had Downs to the Cowboys, but I had him trading up to like 6. I didn't think he'd fall that far.
I didn't. Where did he end up going again?
12.
12. I had that
Or
top
did he
10
go-
pick for
I
him.
think he went 12. Yeah. Or no.
11th. Caleb Downs.
Yeah, he did go
Oh,
11.
I had the top 10
Yeah.
pick for him too.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that sucks.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah, Caleb Lomu last season, 383 pass block snaps, 0 sacks allowed.
I'm gonna plug this.
Dude,
I'll be
he's
back in 2
elite.
seconds.
He's an elite offensive tackle. And I don't know with the Patriots. I'm guessing it's going to be Will Campbell left, Caleb Lomu right, but
Caleb Lomu played left though in college.
he?
Obviously,
what about
can,
Will? What do you do? Who do you move?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know Will Campbell obviously had some struggles.
That's interesting.
But he
Flannel.
also had Will Campbell had more good moments than people give him credit
Dude,
for.
Will
He just
Campbell was
had
hurt in the playoffs.
he had very like
Oh, no, Will-
And they
glaring.
got Trent Brown.
I was actually getting mad at people going at Will Campbell because Will Campbell is actually going to be a really good tackle.
Yeah,
Like
it's
he's
just-
gonna end up having like an All-Pro season one year, and then all those people who were like, "Oh, he's gonna be a guard," he was injured bad in the playoffs. He had like a torn MCL.
Well,
Yeah.
people don't even talk about him like he's going to be a guard. People are going to talking about him like he should be out of the league right
And-
now, and that's insane.
And what's
That's
even
insane.
funnier is if he went up against the Broncos defense, who had Nick Bonito, Zach Allen, most sacks in the NFL. The round before that, he went up against the Texans defense with
Dude,
name it Will Anderson, Daniil
imagine-
Hunter, and then who did they play in the first round? Or they had a bye because
That
they
about
were the
dude,
one seed.
imagine though being an offensive tackle, torn MCL, something else in your knee messed up, and having to push.
as a rookie.
Like, dude,
Against all
first
pro guys.
playoff experience. Like,
Go up against the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
I don't
Yeah,
think Will
do it,
Campbell,
go.
honestly, he doesn't get enough credit for what he did.
No, he doesn't. And I'm not trying to be like a Will Campbell defender because there's some criticism that I think is fair. But for the most part this season, it was kind of understood that Will Campbell was fine. He was okay enough for the for the Patriots to win and
I
do
feel
okay.
like for a fourth overall, that's what he went last year. I'm pretty sure he was like a Blake Miller of like a 4th overall pick, where it's like you're not jumping up and down like
Yeah.
with excitement, but you're not like angry. It's just because you know what you were getting, and that's what like you knew Will Campbell was not going to come in and be Penei Sewell, but you knew he was the best tackle available at that spot. He was going to come in and be a pretty safe option, and that's what he was. I mean, he was a left tackle for a Patriots team that was one of the worst teams in football the year prior, and then was the number 1 seed in the AFC. They won the AFC East with Josh Allen, and I know the Jets and Dolphins there, but winning the AFC East with the Bills there, I think, is enough within itself as a rookie doing that as a tackle.
People were treating him like he was Evan Neal or remember Eric Flowers or somebody like that. I mean,
Eric
just,
Flowers.
yeah, terrible, obviously.
Wow.
But Will Campbell
I
wasn't bad.
forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Eric Flowers, man.
He was so bad. Maybe the worst offensive lineman I've ever seen.
Oh, God. That's who, like, when I think of Caden Proctor, like, those are the guys who
Oh.
pop in my mind. And it's not saying he's going to be that, but those are the reasons I'm scared.
So if he proves to be not a self-starter, he can be Eric Flowers.
If you get him in the facility and
Yeah.
you can keep him locked in, when I heard Saban say that, I was so surprised.
I can't believe Nick Saban actually said that.
And now it's like we were talking about you. So he's a guy that off the field, again, you're not worried about him getting in trouble with the law, but you're worried about staying in shape, and you're putting him in Miami.
Yeah.
He's gonna be tempted every street corner that he turns, and he's got money, and he's the biggest dude on the street, so everybody's gonna see him.
I think both things can be true. When you talk about the Dolphins' first round, we all like Chris Johnson, and Caden Proctor obviously has talent. I think it could end up being a good first round, but the Caden Proctor to the Dolphins, there was this idea, and I think that there's some merit to it, that if you get him in a good culture, he can thrive. But the Dolphins, that's not it. At least not right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not right now. I think my second favorite pick besides Carnell Tate is Ty Simpson to the Rams. I love that pick.
Well, the Rams don't have a lot of roster holes, and they're
No.
trying to set themselves up for the future, and obviously getting tutelage under Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, one of the greatest offensive minds of all time. I mean, Ty Simpson's set up to succeed for sure.
Imagine being. We were talking about it, Flannel. Imagine being Ty Simpson, Booner, and you're walking out of that stage. You're like, I don't got to play for 2 years. This whole time, I'm going to be practicing with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Do you know what's crazy for him?
And
He's
the defense is
already really
there.
good.
Yeah, he just needs that time.
He's about to learn from Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
Dude.
Peter Woods.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Good for him. Peter Woods almost, by the way, fell out of the first round. He was a top 15 projected
top
pick.
10, bro. Because the thing with him is the only reason he fell again. He had that Clemson decline, but the whole thing with him is he's just not aggressive. Like there was when they played Georgia in the college football playoff going into this year. There was a play where like they threw it out to the running back near the sideline, and Peter Woods is out there throwing dudes around. They'll probably play it here, but this year he just lacked that. It's just his natural aggressiveness. But I mean, I think he's got everything you could need as far as an athleticism. He's a little shorter, but he's getting to the passer and developing that he can do it. He's so athletic.
Yeah, and I think the Chiefs, they could use another defensive tackle.
Jets traded back in.
Wow.
Who do they trade in for?
With the 49ers.
Who's there? Ooh. Wide receiver, did they already take one?
They took Kenyon Sadiq.
They might be getting Omar Cooper. Maybe.
So the Jets have David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, and left on the board right now, Jermod McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, Avion Terrell, Denzel Boston,
Omar Cooper. They can go a lot of directions.
I hope they go Denzel because I really need Denzel on this.
Who else you need off that? Just Falk?
Keldrick Falk and Denzel. And there's how many picks left?
There's
3 left. I need a miracle here.
Buffalo's sitting there still, though.
They could go edge.
They could go edge or they could go receiver because they got DJ
Moore. See what they
but
gave up to move in.
Not that much. I think they were the first pick in the second round. 49ers just got a lot of assets, so they traded completely out of the first round. They traded back twice. Chiefs had a good draft, though.
I agree.
I think the fact that you have Chris Jones there for Peter Woods, so he's not stepping in and being like, all right, you need to stop the run for us right away. It's a good situation. Delane's going to be a fucking stud, dude.
And they needed him.
Yeah, I was telling you, like, Mansour Delane, the whole thing with him, he's a little undersized. He, as an Ohio State fan, watching him reminds me so much of Denzel Ward, where he's just in a wide receiver's hip pocket at all time.
Yeah, we were talking about Denzel Ward, and I agree with you with that comparison. And with the Chiefs, it's obviously a need. They lost everybody. They lost Trent McDuffie. They lost Joshua Williams. They lost Jalen Watson. I mean, they made those decisions to trade Trent McDuffie and let the others walk, and they're trying to replenish. And Mansour Delane, I mean, we talk about just another crazy stat about him. I know it's quite a few picks too late. 31 passer rating allowed when targeted last year, playing for LSU.
I still can't believe Chris Johnson actually won the first. I'm happy for him. Like, not too bad.
Traded Stoops, too, by the way.
Those were probably the 2 best corners in the country last season in terms of, like, production, what they did.
I know this pick already, boys, and it's something.
It's something.
Oh, I love this pick.
Okay.
I feel like Carson Beck. If it'd been Carson Beck, I'd lose my mind.
No way.
Omar Cooper Jr., 30th overall to the New York Jets.
Wow.
I had the
That's a great
Jets.
pick.
I had Omar Cooper Jr. mocked to the New York Jets at 16.
That's
and
awesome.
I was shocked.
I think I did too.
Yeah, and the fact too that Omar Cooper and Kenyon Sadiq, like that offense. Who's the quarterback in
Geno Smith.
Him having
they have a decent
Hall,
offensive line.
Garrett
they got
Wilson,
your boy last year, Membu. They got Joe Tippmann.
Omar Cooper. Now Kenyon Sadiq, like dude, they put together.
Can they get an interception? That's the question. Can they get?
Well, they got David Bailey now to force some pressure.
They got Minka Fitzpatrick.
And David Bailey, what did I say at the combine? David Bailey, best defensive player in this class, edge rusher.
I think prospect-wise, I don't know if he turns out that way.
Dude, he was so good at Texas
I think when it comes to getting to the quarterback, he's going to be really good. But I was telling Flannel this. It's not that they shouldn't have made the pick because of the way the draft is. But when I think of like a top 5 defensive end, I think of like Nick Bosa. I think of Khalil Mack. And I just don't think he's in that tier. So that's what I'm not saying you're saying this, but I think there's some people who say, oh, David Bailey, number 2 overall, he's going to come in and be dominant. I think from time to time against a passer, but then there's going to be times where you see, oh, here comes Josh Allen. You're going to see David Bailey getting blown the fuck up a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's, again, like they needed anything besides wide receiver, and they just got another one, so they're good. They got Breece Hall, too.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that. And who's a backup that I really like? out of Wisconsin, flannel. You
Braylon
talking about
Allen.
Jeff's boy, Braylon Allen.
I got looked up. I
Coming
didn't know
off
if that
injury.
right. Armand Nembu was a great pick for them last
Joe
year
Tippmann,
too.
they took him 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure.
Joe Tippmann, yeah.
Who's the tackle that they
Olu
have?
Fashanu, right?
Fashan, I forgot that they have a guard then who I'm thinking of that he's never healthy, but when he's healthy, he's really good.
I got their roster pull up. Dylan Parham.
No, he's got two last names. Like it's one of the hyphenated last name. Elijah Vera Tucker. When Elijah Vera Tucker is healthy,
Is he
he's
still
really
there?
good. Yeah, he's just always hurt. But Jets cleaned up, man. I like the Jets class. To your point, though, Booner, like if I'm the Jets, I'm taking Bailey over Arvell Reese. If I was the GM, I would have took Caleb down second overall and gave the deuces of the whole NFL media world and be like, I don't care. But David Bailey's a good pick there.
Yeah, I love that pick. I really love David Bailey, man. I was shocked. I thought for a second that there was some like smoke with David Bailey. He put a post up. He was minus 200 to go second overall. Put a post up of all the NFL teams. Only logo missing was the Jets. Sportsbooks took the bet down, or the number 2 overall pick down, put it back up. He was plus 250.
That's wild. Did you see the thing with Arvell Reese? I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, that it came out where there's like, I played my worst games in New York. I don't know, maybe New York's not the best place for me to play.
No.
But it was the most PR, like New York, do not fucking draft me. There is. All right, I think this is your boy.
I need one
Oh
of
my
these
God,
too.
the Titans just traded back in.
Oh,
For who? Not a wide receiver.
No.
Keldrick Falk. Has to be Keldrick Falk, or I'm dead on my bet.
Is there a line? This could be like a Jacob Rodriguez, like a linebacker.
Oh.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't get Sonny Styles.
No, it could be like a Jermad McCoy. They don't have any.
I think this might be
corners.
Rodriguez or C.J. Allen.
This might be Jermad McCoy, Tennessee connection. I'm gonna put a little risk in here on Jermad McCoy. Who did you say you think it was?
Either C.J. Allen or Jacob
Oh,
Rodriguez.
I forgot. No, it's C.J. Allen. I forgot C.J. Allen was there. Wow. Look at the GOAT, Lewis Reddick. The GOAT. Great, dude. They got 2 GOATs up. They got 3. You got to put Kuiper in mock draft GOAT.
I
First NFL
haven't
draft
seen
GOAT.
Kuiper at all today, dude.
He's locked in. But
Oh,
you know who I truly love? Like I think I love more than anybody on sports besides Rich Eisen is Mike Greenberg.
you like Mike
Green-
Mike
Greenberg?
Greenberg's good. He does a
He's-
really good job. He's a good host.
He's the best, dude.
He's one of the best hosts. in the game.
He just whenever he's on the screen, I
There he is.
crack a smile. This is what I'm saying, bro. He does everything. He's everywhere.
That's actually a good
He
crew.
never misses.
No, I listened to the first draft with him, Field Yates, and
And then like Get
Mel.
Up, like Get Up's only ESPN show. I guess Rich Eisen's ESPN now technically, but like I can listen to Get Up every morning because of Greeny and Dan Orlovsky.
All right.
All right, I'm interested to see who this is.
C.J. Allen.
Dude, let's go. We're at pick 31. Save that shit for the end, Roger. What if it's like Jadarian Price?
Oh,
Keldrick
Falk.
Oh, I'm
First
alive.
rounder, there you go.
I'm alive. Oh, I just need, what's his name? Denzel Boston. Who's 32?
Seattle. I don't know if they could, I guess. They don't have a big body. Jake Bobo, I'm lying.
They don't.
They're good.
oh
They're
yeah, they're good. They're good because of Jake
No, I think he
Bobo.
signed somewhere. I think he signed with the Chargers.
Oh,
Dude,
did he?
I'm going to literally lose because of Denzel Boston.
That sucks.
And you know what's
I-
crazy?
if you would've
That's my
asked-
guy,
It
too.
is. If you would have asked me to, I would have been like, for sure, first round.
He was the one that I was like fine with. Dude, Denzel Boston. Dude, someone's going to get a steal on him.
All right, don't look. Let's just put last pick.
Oh, yeah.
Friendly wager. Who do you think? I'm going Avion Terrell.
Oh, let me see best available. I just want to see.
Yeah, that's fair. CJ Allen. I guess they could go Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I'm surprised.
Actually,
I'm surprised they didn't go him.
oh, I actually got this. This doesn't count as cheating. Who did they meet with? Colton Hood, Caden McDonald, Brandon C. Zion Young.
Caden
Cassius
McDonald's
Howell.
still there.
They might go Caden McDonald.
That's a sneaky one too.
Yeah.
AJ Hall. Do you like
Or
AJ
Mason
Halsey flannel?
Thomas.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Treden Stooks.
Dude, I don't know why people don't talk about AJ. I think he had 5 picks this year too.
5 picks.
Good for Keldrick Falk, man. I know I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but
At 31.
he's going to the Titans now. So, yeah, I think at 31, like, that's where he should have went. I think the reason why I don't like Keldrick Falk so much is because people are making noise about him around combine time at 17. And it's just like, I get it. He's big, but it's just not at 17.
I'm
But
just
31.
By the way, who do they have?
Who?
The Titans. Who are their edge rushers?
God, why'd you stay?
Hey.
Jeffrey Simmons on the inside.
All right, we haven't talked about Keldrick Falk since the combine. I understand the pushback.
At 17, I don't like it.
He has every measurable to be an absolute.
He's not
dog.
like.
And guess how old he is?
He's
20.
He's stiff.
He's
So like when I think about getting to the passer, like I think ceiling, he's somebody that can get to like 10 sacks.
I agree. No, I don't know about ceiling. I think ceiling could be like 12 plus.
All right,
I
it's
think-
the same.
I think
bar.
expectation like rookie year, maybe like 6 to 8. But then I think after that, I think Keldrick Falk has the.
See, like I think rookie year, I think he's going to be like
And he's
his
a run stopper,
contract year is
too.
going to be the year where he goes nuts.
He's a run
you know
stopper,
what I mean?
too.
That's where like that's why it's like good pick for the Titans because I think
I
he's
would've-
going to get like 3 sacks his first year. Doesn't mean he's bad. I'm just saying like 3 sacks. You got Jeffrey
Yeah.
Simmons there, incorporate more pressure. Robert Saleh can coach him up. Year 2, 6 sacks. Year 3, 8 sacks. Year 4, 10 sacks. And like it's not
I think
bad.
that's a good back end
But
pick.
yeah, I agree. But I think when you're sitting at 17, when like Ruben Bain went at 15, Akeem Mesidor is on the board. That's where I would have put up like, okay, this is why I'm upset. I don't think he's terrible though. Like he was going to be, if he didn't go here, he would have been the first 4 picks in the second round. So
See, I think Keldrick Falk's career high in sacks is going to be something like 7.
that's fair.
I don't
I was
think
trying to
he's-
be generous.
I don't
Lionel,
think
was.
he's got like a huge. You know what I think Keldrick
I think
Falk
there's
is?
a chance he could get there.
Well,
more.
There's a chance.
A lot of people aren't going to like this. Well, actually, I know Booner, you won't like this. Keldrick Falk's ceiling to me is steroid riddled Josh Pascal. Like the greatest version of Josh Pascal you could
they're
ever
literally
imagine.
showing him lined up as like a 3 tech right there. So that's very fair. I'm
Because
trying to think of like a Walmart Cam Jordan.
yes,
But that's like what the Lions made. But
Titans
should
do
be-
though. Carnell
should
Tate,
be-
Keldrick Falk.
Yeah.
I like the
I
draft.
bro. The Titans are going to be.
That was a shock though.
Who was I annoying about the Colts?
Well, let me ask you this. Would you have rather, if you're the Titans, have Sonny Styles or in Denzel Boston over that?
Sonny Styles and Denzel Boston. Yeah.
yes.
So they didn't have the bad. They didn't have the greatest draft then.
No, but they still had a good draft.
Good draft. They could have had a better.
I think they had like my favorite draft just because Carnell Tate and Cam Ward, like that narrative's going to live on forever in my heart.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe I thought
I
it was
think-
Ted McMillan.
I think the Jets now had the best, but then the Cowboys, bro. You got Malachi Lawrence at 21, who people are going to moan and groan at, but then you get Caleb Downs at 11.
Did
and
you see
didn't
the
give
comp
up
for
another
Malachi
first-
Lawrence?
I did not.
We talked about it. Me and Jeff were talking about it this morning. This comp, and obviously it's not like, don't be like, oh, Daniil Hunter. His size, his measurements were Daniil Hunter.
He's not going to be 17 and a half sacks, but
No,
he's going to be
but-
a really good player. Yeah.
That's why he moved from second round to where he did, 20 or 17 or whatever it was.
So
or whatever
funny
it was.
how he literally, there was, I think, no noise. Maybe there would have been like some Malachi Lawrence stands that be like, he's going to go first round, but no noise of that until like pretty much 2 days ago and yesterday, maybe. I think it was 21.
Yeah. No, the Seahawks. The pick is in. Does anybody want to?
I'm not.
I'm going to go
sticking-
Avion Terrell.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
what did I say before?
I'm gonna go Gerard McCoy.
All right. I like that one too.
I actually don't hate that.
I think secondary is the move for him, though.
I think I'm gonna go Toledo safety.
All right.
Oh yeah,
019,
McNeil
shout
Warren.
out.
Whatever. I can't remember his name right
Emmanuel McNeil
now.
Warren.
Yes, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. EMW, like BMW. He should make his logo like BMW, but EMW.
That's a great marketing tactic. He's
Someone
only got
hit me up.
7,000 followers. I
I'll
tried
hit him
DMing him
up.
the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. We should just blow his IG up.
Another 419 bred in the making. Remember the name Victor Singleton? He's a 4-star going to Texas A&M. He's going to be a fucking stud.
Okay.
Remember the name?
4-star.
Yeah.
All right,
Toledo
the end of the
Central
draft. Hey, by the way, what we'll do when the draft's over, give thoughts, and then have all the boys come on and give their thoughts.
Bet.
I was saying, when the draft's over, have the boys give their thoughts on the Lions. You come back, give your thoughts, and we'll do like a 5-10 minute like recap. And he's fired up.
Yeah.
He's so fired up.
Dialed in. Just came off a Super Bowl win. This is
He's
electric.
yeah, he is. He's a Super Bowl winner. Where's his ring? Give him a ring.
Gotta put some ice on him at least.
Yeah, he's fired up. Yeah. Dude, if Denzel Boston goes, I'm gonna flip this table.
That'd be such like they don't even need it either. They're just
Yeah.
for the love of the game.
They're like,
They're just
we were
fucking-
Booner needed it. Oh, that'd be awesome.
What's the GM's name? Fuck. Dan Schneider.
John Schneider.
John Schneider. Who's Dan Schneider?
Dan Schneider's.
He's
He was the Nickelodeon.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That guy. That like creepy guy. Anywho, go ahead.
All right, let's talk
Yeah.
about the Seahawks pick.
All right, final pick of the first round of the NFL draft. Seattle Seahawks.
Shane Gillis is losing his mind right now. This is not
He might
real,
break
bro.
the mic.
This can't be real.
He might break the mic.
Shout out to him. This is passion.
Make a wish. Come on, dude.
That's
Come on, Jeff. It's the Seattle Seahawks with the 32nd pick.
Jadarian
Price.
Wow.
Honestly, I kept seeing that
So
mock
did
to
I,
them,
but I didn't
and
think
then
it was gonna happen.
It fell off a little bit for the last week or so. But like about a month ago, it was Jadarian when Kenneth Walker got traded or signed.
Wow,
with the
both
Chiefs.
both Notre Dame running backs. I wonder that's got to be a first in NFL history. At least past like 2000.
That's insane.
2000.
Well, yeah, because Carnell Tate,
I don't
Ronnie
even think he's
Brown,
there.
or Cadillac Williams,
Cadillac,
and Ronnie Brown. Auburn back in the day.
Who?
Yeah.
Real quick before you hop in, final thoughts, Flannel on the Lions pick. How do we feel?
I think that it's a safe pick. I think that he's going to be fine. He's obviously going to step in at right, and Panay is going to go to left. And I think that his ceiling is something like 90% of Taylor Decker, the right tackle version.
Love it.
You need guys like that in the NFL. I would have rather had Monroe Freeling, but I can talk myself into this. I'm not as hyped as you are, but I'm not pissed either. They got the right positional group.
Klotzy, final thoughts?
I think it'll put it like this. I would have rather had Monroe Freeling, but I'm happy they took Blake Miller, not Caden Proctor. If you want to win a Super Bowl, don't take a risk in the first round. Take a player that you know what you're getting. And that's what they did with Blake Miller. So I'm happy with it.
That's kind of where I'm at with the pick. When we talked about the Blake Miller kind of going into it the last few weeks, the big head out. Hey, shout out to Kyle, man.
Hey, shout out to him.
Having
Appreciate
us
you,
out.
brother.
Dog
Thank
and
you, Kyle,
Pony Show.
man, dude. Thank you.
See you
What's
guys.
up?
Let's see who we get. I want jackets at 50.
50.
Oh, yeah,
That's
there you
next up. Who the Lions get at 50? Shout out Kyle. Anthony Hill Jr. Come on. Make it happen. Make it happen, baby.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Probably not. I got to work.
Probably throughout this weekend.
See you guys.
Throughout the weekend. See you guys. Be safe.
Drive safe.
But I with the Blake Miller stuff, what I was saying is, what Klotz kind of carry off what Klotz said. It was the safe pick, and Jeff, I love your point where you're like, hey, if you really love Blake Miller, and I know that could have been a potential trade back guy, but if you really love a guy like Blake Miller, why risk trading back and not getting him? Just sit put, take your guy, and move forward with your future. Because at the end of the day, if that is your BPA and that's a guy also that fits a need, you right now, boys, if they figure out this left guard spot, and I don't want people to think, oh, Booner, you're great. You potentially will have a top 5 offensive line again in 2026. And I don't think that's an over-exaggeration. I think that's a real statement.
And you could get there with Blake. I mean, he's
You
like, you
easily
know what I'm
could.
saying? You didn't need like I was talking about this with Lucas and Flannel. It's like Ozzie Newsome, the Ravens GM. Remember the quote we talked about? He said sometimes you're so focused on hitting home runs. Don't worry about it. Sometimes you're gonna hit a double.
Take the safe
This
plays,
feels like
man.
a double. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine, dude. You're good. You're
And
not.
that's where people are like, oh, it's what was the word? Mid. Listen, you're not going to get an all-pro Panay Sewell 17th overall 100% of the time. You're not. Can Blake Miller get to a point to where maybe he's a Pro Bowler and for a couple times, like again, same thing I said earlier today. Taylor Decker was never an all-pro tackle, but he was so good and so solid and so consistent. He was a Pro Bowler, and he gave you and he helped kind of put you over that top 5 mark. That was your left tackle. You're talking about a right tackle that's not as important. You move Panay now, your all-pro guy, to left tackle, and now you have Blake Miller. It's kind of an upgrade at tackle from Taylor Decker, in my opinion.
Yeah, kind of to the point you just made. The fact that Brad didn't flinch, didn't trade back, and knew this was his guy is pretty dang encouraging. That he wanted to stick there, didn't panic and trade back. He knew who his guy was, and he took him. He didn't flinch. Monroe Freeling was still on the board, and they went Blake Miller. I like it. I don't know if you guys have kind of seen it all. Like, I'm sure you can picture it, but just seeing it. Someone tweeted it out. I actually tweeted it out as well. Like, just seeing the offensive line now, just seeing it on paper. Obviously, that's paper. We got to see it on the field. But when you see Panay Sewell, Mahogany, Cade Mays, Ratledge, and Blake Miller, I mean, on paper, that's a pretty dang good O-line.
Yeah.
And props to Brad Holmes for transforming the O-line during the offseason. Like, that was a need. Went out and got one in the first round, and Blake Miller, who I think Booner, I think you guys would agree, is going to be a solid right tackle. And, you bring in Cade Mays. That's a transformed offensive line. Props to Brad Holmes.
I will say, too, with this, before the Blake Miller thing, I think we all had conversations at some point to where if the Lions did have to roll with Larry Borum, that we were like, hey, you already upgraded your offensive line. And that was because you had Cade Mays in there, and that was because you're moving Penei Sewell to the left tackle.
But all the indications, too, pointed to them sticking with kind of Larry Borum the way they talked about it.
Yeah.
And that was concerning.
But it was concerning, but it wasn't like you were taking a step back in your offensive line. Your offensive line was still better because you upgraded the center position. So if you didn't take a tackle today, your offensive line was already upgraded. Obviously, it wasn't a massive upgrade, but it was an upgrade. The fact you just added Blake Miller to be your starting tackle, and again, it could have been Monroe. Guys, this is where I think people need to realize a little bit. It could have been Monroe Freeling, who might not have even started year one. It could have been Max Cianchior, who might not even started year one. It could have been Caden Proctor, who could have been playing guard.
Mm-hmm.
But you got the most position of need right tackle, and you got a guy that can play right away because he's played so many years in college, and he broke the snap record for Clemson. I just remembered, he broke the snap record. I was talking to Anthony Bellino on his radio show this morning about that. I said a surprise pick. Like, I said trade back and get Blake Miller. And Anthony Bellino right away was like, dude, he broke the snap record there. Like, he has so much experience that you want to be able to have a guy like that.
I know they love that. I know they love that. Like, compared to Monroe's 18 games, and then you have Blake Miller's had like 50 games or whatever.
Dan Campbell spoke. He spoke to Dan Miller after, and Dan Miller kind of asked him how important was the seeing the big sample size for Blake Miller. And Dan Campbell basically said, like, it wasn't just 1 year of good football for Blake Miller. It was 2. It was 3 good years of football for him. That's a big sample size, and being available for that long. And like you said, broke the freaking snap record.
Most snaps all time.
He was available and reliable for him. I mean, and the way you hear Dan Campbell talk about him, and he talks about how physical he is, how much he's a relentless finisher. I mean, this quote that Blake Miller had about why he likes playing offensive line, I just posted on our socials. This guy might be a freaking dog. My goal is just to come in and work as hard as – oh, sorry, that's the wrong quote. You get to go out and take someone's will every single play. You get to put them into the ground. At the end of the game, you want to see them looking for the sideline. We might have got a dog here.
We do.
Yeah, that guy's a lion, dude. He really is. And actually I'm curious. I mean, tonight we're gonna. On my way home, I'm gonna check out Brad Holmes' press conference.
I want to.
We'll probably talk about it tomorrow too. Because tomorrow, actually, for Bill's tour, if you're watching, we're gonna be live tomorrow too. We're gonna be live in the morning, so we'll be live tomorrow morning,
probably 10 a.m.
Yep, and then we'll be live again for the second round at what time? 7
p.m. Yep. So we'll probably be live around 6:30.
Yeah. So
6:45.
Man, I mean, I'm cool with it. Brad Holmes stayed put. I know. I haven't seen it yet, but I know what he's talking about with Blake Miller. He's going to say he's tough, a ton of experience.
Same thing Campbell
plays
said.
with tenacity.
But I'm fine with that.
That's what
they love. Yeah, that's what they love, man.
And if you're saying, hey, he's mid, like, you have a dog. Like, you just got your starting right tackle for the next, again, I said it a minute, 7+ years. That's your guy. And you have your tackle. You were paying what? Taylor Decker $20 million a year, boys. You let go of Taylor Decker, and guess what? You have a guy on a rookie deal with a 5th-year option now.
That is healthy.
Yes.
Healthy. He's going to play. He's not going to be on the injury report.
Practice his whole career, 0 games. And he had a broken hand. And he played through it.
Yeah, I know.
Could you play through a broken hand?
No. None of you could in the chat. Not one of you.
You guys are dogs, but I don't think you could play through a broken hand.
Real quick, I just want to put a couple of these up. Member for 23 months, Dante said, I understand the pick with the price for the Seahawks. Shout out Tev Sauce, $5. I'm not mad. The safe pick. You can almost guarantee this dude is a starter week 1, and your O-line is back to being your strength. 100%. If I've already read these, I'm sorry. Steven said Doc will be super happy. Miller was his guy. Teddy, $5. Shout out. The Rams have been knocking on the door to go back to the Super Bowl. That window is closed. Jimmy G sat behind Brady. How'd that go? Bye-bye, Rams. And I think we read the rest of on Cold Cut. So yeah, shout out to the people,
Shout out, man.
What a
Shout
show! I gotta get off here because I gotta clip. I want to clip Brad's stuff for socials.
We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Until then, we appreciate you all.
Hey,
Much love.
hey, love you guys. Like the stream,
Yes, love you
subscribe, all
guys.
of that. Appreciate you guys. All the love tonight was amazing.
We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow.